Yeah.
And then we'll
maybe
it's
upload
not
a
live. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll upload the actual screen.
Well, that's fine. Okay, do that. So that's fine.
Right, so we've taken. Sorry, we missed the start, but we've.
Apologies for those that are watching. We now got 4 people watching. That's fantastic. Thank you for watching. If you have questions, fantasy-wise, as I've said, please shoot them over. Don't be frightened to do it. We will pick up on your questions. I'll keep looking and refreshing, taking a look, and we'll be happy to do it. Well, next plan then, because this is deep. So this league, because the amount of...
McCaffrey went for 83.
Okay, 83 is not too bad. So we got a bargain with Kamara then, really, in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, so, Barkley went for 94, so...
Yeah.
The top 3 running backs are always...
Just have a little look, see if any other kind of questions have come through, if you keep your eye on those as well. It's still the same, so that's okay.
Did try and get the URL.
Yeah, that's all right. So what are we looking to do next? Ezekiel Elliott, has he been nominated? What's he currently bidding at? What's the bidding one? 53 is quite interesting. I think he's worth it. We're up to 6 watchers now, 6 people watching.
It's a risk, though, isn't it? It's a risk.
Yeah.
It's a risk in any draft, really.
Yeah, it's a big risk today. News every day fluctuates. I'm still a great believer that he's probably going to end up signing before the start of the season, but time will tell on that. As I say, if you've got questions, you want to shoot them over to me and Al, you're more than welcome. We will take them live as we draft. Al's the aficionado of the auction drafts, to be honest with you, and he's probably going to try his best to pump the prices up where you can.
Always.
Yep.
So... Seats at 64 at the moment. I mean, we can't really get involved. It's too risky at this point.
No.
We've had Barkley go for what we've missed so far. So Barkley 94. We got Kamara for 81.
Yep.
Tyreek Hill went for 63. Christian McCaffrey's just gone for 83. So it's now Zeke. Zeke's up to 67.
And Adam sent a question over as well, which is, if you can have a quick peek at it.
I can do that, yeah.
Yep.
Honest opinion.
Honest opinion, he will sign. I'm absolutely convinced this has been a game that the Giants and him have been playing all off season. I really believe the deal has already been struck.
Him and the Giants. It better not be him and the Giants.
Him and the Giants. No, I mean the Dallas Cowboys.
That would be bad news. Well,
no, there's a game been going all season long.
He went for 68.
68. That's it. It could be a bargain. I mean, it really could be a bargain. So we'll have to see. But it's also a high risk in these kind of auction
that kind
leagues.
of tells you what people think.
Yeah.
That's the market. 68. I mean, he's a $80, $90 player if he was definitely signing. So that's
somebody's hedged their bets that it's worth the $250 advance.
And what do you think about Gordon? Gordon's already announced he's going to definitely sit out week 1.
Yeah, I've got no faith. I haven't had faith in Gordon since this holdout news was talked about. We've been really open and honest and candid about that on the podcast. We are looking at and targeting the backups, to be honest with you. That might be something we have to do here because we've got to think about this bench squad. You're talking about 2, 4, 6, 7 on the bench here. 2 flex, a tight end. There's no kicker, but there is a defense in this one.
Right, Patrick Mahomes, he's up to 41. It's probably a bit too rich for a QB when we've gone heavy on an RB.
It is, but do we let pump the price? Or what's the current price now sitting at?
42. I think that's probably
about right.
Fair price.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's worth on this.
We are on a sugar rush.
28. His auction value is 28.
So he has gone for more.
43.
Yeah, it tells you a lot. Okay, keep the questions rolling in. Don't be afraid. Thank you for that question, Dan. So we've no idea how long we're going to be live, so I do apologise for this because it could be a while. So, thank you for hanging in there with us. It's nice to actually see so many people who are starting to watch. We've got 7 people watching now. And for those that are new that I've started to watch, we're going to keep saying it, particularly this first few minutes. If you've got fantasy relevant questions, this might be a live auction draft, please send them over. We do not mind answering them live on air. I will keep you updated with what's going on. Now Le'Veon Bell's been nominated.
Le'Veon Bell. Well, we're split on Le'Veon Bell, aren't we?
Yeah, we are massively on this one, yeah.
So, when we're split, I guess we won't be bidding, especially when we got Kamara. Yeah. Right, so he's up to 44 currently. So
that's a good price.
Keep an eye on what Bell goes for.
That's quite a good price for him at the moment. I mean, it's
quite
cheap.
I think I'd expect him to go to 60, surely.
Yeah.
There's a couple of people who haven't got an RB yet. They're bidding on him. So
yeah.
Let's actually put that in the middle.
Yeah, that's right. I'll come over a bit. There you go. That might be.
Well, here's a good question from Shani. Actually, will Josh Gordon complete the season?
No.
Has he ever completed a season? I'm sure he has, hasn't he? I mean, he is a value. I mean, he's going round 8, and then the upside is there. But he's clear wide receiver 1. You've got.
Okay, what did Bell go for?
Bell went for 51. That's probably quite a bargain.
It's quite a bargain for Bell. It's rich for our blood, but it's a good bargain. We've now got 8 watching, so well done everybody that's watching. That's really appreciated.
Thanks.
Thank you for hanging in there for us with the technological issues that we had here. We tried a few things out, but It's all a new learning curve, and
Yeah.
we're trying different mediums out. Al was going to use his laptop. That failed to happen. We are literally using
Well,
an iPad.
it would have. We didn't know how to do it, to be
And I
honest.
will have to put that on charge as well within probably about the first
We'll
hour.
plug it
So
into the computer.
I'll do that. Yeah. I'll get that going because we're going to need every ounce of its ability tonight. And I'll take that off charge.
Yeah, everyone's saying what good value Lev Belford 51 is. It
And
was.
it is good, Bart.
Yeah.
That is good value. But we have already gone in on Alvin Kamara, so our priorities are different.
We've only got 200 to spend, and we spent 81 of it. So, the Bell. I mean, that's talking about value.
Yes, it is. Sorry about the.
Sorry about watching Sean's arm. The close
Yeah.
of a Sean's
It's
arm.
not the most pleasant of arms. There you go.
I've got a question for you, Shani. Actually, I mean, you're really good with your
Yeah,
rookies.
go on.
You're really good with your rookies, Shani. So, is there anybody that's got under the radar that you like? The
DeAndre Hopkins now been nominated now.
DeAndre Hopkins, right?
Okay,
I mean,
just-
which rookies do you like, Shani? Anyone gone under the radar that you think might be
Yeah,
sneaky?
Shani's normally the expert on the rookie sleepers
He's
and
very
our
good.
in our field, our
So
Discord.
Sean
type in.
Watson went for 30,
Yeah.
and that's probably too rich for us. We
Yeah.
can't
Okay,
afford-
what's Hopkins at the moment?
Hopkins is up to 55.
Are we going to even try our arm on him or not bother because we really can't afford to just sit here for 3 hours watching nothing?
Welcome, Corey Dean. So we've got Adam, Shani, and Corey Dean. We've
Yep.
actually got 8 watching. So,
Thank you very much for those
yeah.
that are watching. Please throw over any fantasy relevant questions. We'll give you an update in a minute about the players that have gone. Our initial target was Alvin Kamara. We managed to get him for how much? 70,
We got him for 81.
81.
But Barkley went for 94, so it's not so bad. Right.
Who's this? A question from Shani said about Justice Hill, I think.
Yeah, I know he likes Justice Hill this year.
Yeah, he does.
So
yeah.
sneaky rookie.
And
I
he-
mean, that's not a bad show, actually.
Obviously, I'm not such a keen fan of his this year, but Shani knows rookies really has a great eye for them, and if he
Yeah.
says it, then that's
and
a
it's
player
well
for
worth keeping
that's
an
a
eye on.
player for anybody that's out here. That if you want someone another opinion, and Shani's got a great one, there's a player to watch for your target numbers. Do you think Shani? Just question. Do you think he breaks into the lineup? Do you think something happens to Ingram, or do you think he has standalone value? I'm kind of curious for your thoughts on that.
Right.
So where are we at the moment? What
DeAndre
did you-
Hopkins went for 71, so that's quite a big price, really.
Well,
I
it is a
know
big
he's a
price.
good player.
Yeah.
The Fukin Peaky Blinders took him, so...
Okay.
Okay, Todd Gurley's up. He's our number one bust
Yeah,
this year,
we're not going to touch him, but we're also going to try and force the price up a bit. How are we? What is he currently flying at? He's up to
38.
38. It's not
His
too
pre-draft
bad.
value is 63 on here, so it'd be interesting to see what our friends across the pond in America...
Whether they are not... I mean, over there they seem to be more keen on. He's up to 47 now.
48, yeah,
50,
53. he's flying
53.
up.
That's what we like to see. More, it's going up higher. Outlet 64, 65. Loving this. From my perspective, go on, lads. We're targeting other people. Hope they're not watching. Oh, we're in trouble, I think.
Yeah, well, that's something
That's
to bear
the
in
issue.
mind, isn't it? We love Gurley. He's brilliant. 68, he's on.
We've got a question through. That's from Sean. He's going to give you some information.
I think he will fall in like Kamara, a few big plays.
Some splash plays.
The few
Interesting.
big plays, but when it happens, yeah, it's
Yeah,
not a good,
good-
not
good
a bad
shout.
shout.
Good
Yeah.
shout.
I mean, it's quite an exciting,
What did he go
fast-paced offense.
What did he go for in the end, Gurley? Because he has
Gurley
gone.
went for 68.
And we're very happy that our friends across the pond have taken him for 68 because we'll be targeting other
It's
people.
not an overpay, though, is it? It's not.
It's not an overpay, but if you've got a dodgy knee and everything else, yes, it is. Is my belief in it. Julio Jones is up next now. Do we want shares of this big man?
Is Gurley worth 68? How much is Henderson worth? That's a good question.
Well,
from Dan. Thanks,
that's the
Dan.
perfect question. We're going to try and target Henderson, obviously, in this draft.
Are we?
So yes, we are. But we want him on the cheap,
Yeah.
and we need to wait till later. Is the truth. We'll be nominating every big name we can before that.
Your
hopefully.
thing's brought iTunes up, so let's just get rid of iTunes because it's obviously people don't want to watch that.
No.
An unknown error. So that's
Okay.
handy, isn't it?
Yeah, very handy. Okay.
No, right. Julio Jones on the clock. He's 56 at the moment.
Very happy to see those sort of prices. I think that's about right.
Yeah, we don't really need to bid them up.
Well, obviously our strategies had to. We've got to go kind of in line with the fact that
Sorry.
that's all right. It's not going to affect this because they can only see us on here.
Oh no, but we
later.
can upload this later on YouTube. We will upload the whole draft on YouTube later.
Yeah. So
We are recording, just
we
not
kind
live.
of a kind of plan is I suppose we're going to have to see. Al's all about value when it comes to auction drafts, so we're going to just have to see
Any draft.
any draft. But it's all for auction particularly. We're going to look at prices where they seem low, and then he's going to make bids. I think down to 2 seconds on him, Julio Jones, and he went for.
64.
It's quite big. It's quite a big price.
Yeah, it's about right though, isn't it?
Yeah. Loads of energy I need to keep me awake. It's been a long day and it's going to be a long night. And I'm
How
up
much did
early.
you say Henderson was worth?
How much do I think he's worth?
How much would you want to pay? How would you be happy to pay for him?
I'd be happy to bid about 25 to 30. I'd be delighted to get him at that price. And if we can get him even cheaper later on in the
Right.
draft, it's a bargain.
Juju Smith-Schuster's is up there. Let's get involved. Put a sneaky bid in.
How much? So get it bumping up. Put it to 35. Let's just get the
It's
bids
already
up.
on 58.
Oh,
so
we'll live with
I'm
that.
not sure they're going to.
I don't think they're
I'm
gonna
not sure they're
take
going to take that bid.
Take the 35, yeah. That's it. We've blown that. It's gone. So he's flying. What's his current price then? Keep everybody interested in the prices. Any more questions floated through? I mean, can send over any fantasy-related questions, and please do thumbs up the video. It is important for us. We need every like we can get on these kind of videos. It's so important later on. So please do if you can. It really helps us, and we really appreciate them.
Right, Juju went
Yeah.
for 64.
That's probably a pretty good price.
Yeah, well, we're
pretty
just happy
fair.
to people. I mean, we can't really afford Juju when we've got it hard in on Gurley.
No.
We're looking for value now.
Yeah.
We can't afford to be splashing 140 on two players when you've only got 200.
No, because it's a
Here
big.
comes the Bears defense, right?
So that's an interesting idea. Would
current,
you be
current bids fall.
Would you be happy to take them for like 5 or 6, or do you think it's just going
No, I
to
wouldn't
impact
touch
us
them.
later? I think we have to just go for a cheap defense
Yeah.
later, don't we?
Four's too much.
Well, I like your idea. We're kind of thinking, if we're honest, what we're kind of thinking is, Al mentioned a bit off air before we started about Dallas's first 3 games. I kind of think that's how we should play this one out on the auction draft. Look for Dallas for cheap for $1 and then or 2, and then that's a great start. 3 games. Most people aren't going to look that way and then stream.
Bears defense went for 4, so
It's a good bargain. It's a good
Might
bargain. Yeah.
right. Michael Thomas is up next.
He should go high, I would think. I think the Americans are like us. They understand the value of the safety of this guy. He's got a lot of
It is
potency.
4-point PPR as well, isn't it? Which
Yeah.
is why we went for Kamara as well, because he obviously has a lot of catching
He should
work.
go quite high. Current bid on him at the moment. Where are we looking at the moment, Al? Just
There,
give us a
current bid 55.
55, and that's again in range with Juju in that sort of area. It's moving up there.
Yeah,
It's
Peter
slowly-
Fanny's 77.
It's
so you would
slowed.
think he'd go higher.
It's 56.
Corey Dean just saying he doesn't want to touch Gordon or Zeke. Well, I think that's
Fair value.
fairly sensible at this point. I mean,
Yeah, we've been in some drafts. I've taken one shot at Zeke this year in a live league, and that is a risk. But I'm prepared to take that risk. If he does even miss 2 to 4 games, I think it'll still pay its value. The trouble is, if it goes longer than that, then I lose out, and that's massive.
the problem is, I mean, Zeke's going, top 4 and
Might be another question in as well. Let's have a look.
I've got in Lamar Jackson. This is from Adam.
Yep. go
I've
for
got
it.
in on Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
Do you think you'll see as much rushing for him than we got in his rookie year?
I think you might see a bit more actually. I think because even though he's going to pass a little bit more, it's going to be more shorter, more intermediate range throws, and I think there's going to be more lanes open because he's got Mark Ingram, so they've got to respect that, and it's going to be better for him this year. So I think he can do a lot more.
Michael Thomas went for 62, so not bad. Really.
Not a bad price, and that's probably in fair and in line with the other prices that have already previously gone. Good question, Alan. Thanks very much for that.
I think he'll still be. I mean, they're going to be doing the run pass option, aren't they? Like
Yeah.
the RPO scheme.
Yep.
So whether it's Justice Hill or Mark Ingram or even Gus Edwards.
Yep.
I mean, Gus Edwards did well in that system with him.
Okay, so the Saints D have been nominated. I've got no idea why someone would nominate the Saints D.
Well, it's a top 10 defense.
But why would you bother showing them up? What's the idea here from the Americans? Just talk
They're
openly.
just trying to get a good defense cheap early on, but
Yeah,
that's not the way you do it, really.
I think you wait.
Well, yeah.
From
I
a
mean,
personal perspective.
I could see Chicago could be an uptick. With Khalil Mack and you got people like that are going to
Yeah.
get you lots of sacks and turnovers.
Well, David Johnson is now up, and the bidding has begun. It's quite slow to start. We'll see what shakes out of the stick here.
Well, let's just put it up to 30.
Yeah, you're going to move it.
I'm just going to stop people pissing about at 5. We don't
Okay,
want
well,
that.
it started at 30. Will anybody overbid us? They might not.
45.
It's gone up. It's massively
might
jumped.
not.
They might not. I'm always hopeful.
wishful thinking, that is.
There's another question come up. If you wouldn't mind having a quick look at yours, Al.
Yeah.
Again, I think it's from Adam, and he's taken advantage of our time, and well done to you.
Yeah, Gus Edwards can't have any fantasy relevance, surely. No,
No,
why you
I
think
agree.
not? Unless there's an
I think
injury.
Shani's highlighted the true player behind Ingram, and that is Justice Hill. And I
Yeah.
think that's a very fair spot, and we'll have splash plays and some probably pretty big ones.
I mean, you think Ingram's going to be the number one there with a bit of Justice Hill, maybe getting a bigger role during
And if anything was to
as he
happen,
goes into the season. Yeah.
that's a fair shout.
I think if anything was to happen, you'd probably get a bit of both. So, both can have a bit of value, can't they?
Okay.
If Ingram went down, but otherwise I wouldn't touch him though.
Good question, that. Okay, so David Johnson's went for.
56.
That's pretty good. Good
Yeah.
value.
Yeah.
Good value for a player. It's PPR, 4-point PPR for those who are watching. So it's interesting. Hopefully you're keeping a little
The
tally.
team
here.
worries me a bit with David Johnson. I mean,
Yeah.
I would still take him sort of 4 or 5 in a snake, but
Definitely. But we are in a bad. It's an interesting situation because these are early salvos. I'm glad somebody's put up Amari Cooper. Do you think his value will stay a bit low because of the recent injury history?
well, it's one of them things where they're saying, I hope he'll be ready for week 1, and that's always
That's
worrying,
always a
isn't it?
worry. Yeah. We're not so keen. I think another question's come through. If you want to have a quick look out, let's have a look.
Found your channel yesterday. Well, welcome, Seb.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, Legend. Thank you
Legend,
very-
yeah, really appreciate it. Thanks for coming to watch with us tonight. It's a live auction. It's $250. You probably saw from the intro. We've currently got Alvin Kamara as our first player up. We're only a few players in. We'll try and give you a recap as the video unfolds.
Cooper went for 38.
That's
We
cheap.
will be uploading the actual screenshot of the video. It was our first time with scheduling a video and going live, and it just wouldn't go live, so we've had to go to Plan B. Sorry about
Plan B is my iPad, so that's hence the fact my arm is I'm across this way across the mic. It's not ideal, but it's the way we are. So we'll keep you updated. We're
that.
trying to.
We've got questions coming in.
Yeah,
so,
go for it.
Thank you, Legend. Hopefully we have got this. We'll be looking for value now because we spent out on Kamara because
Yeah.
we wanted a top 3 back.
Antonio Brown has next been nominated. You go with the questions, and we'll give you an update on him in a minute.
So
He's
Antonio
come-
Brown 28. That's up.
Well, we bid
we'll have
on.
a little
We'll have a bid
that.
on that because that's cheap. It's
Alvin is a beast. Well, I totally agree. He was our number 1 target. Saquon went for 94. So
he's been my target. He's my number 1 target for this year in all formats. So we're going to go with that.
Saquon's an amazing player.
And
But
Antonio Brown's price now is
35.
35. That's still quite cheap.
Do you want to have a bit? Oh, do we trust him though?
No, I just let him go at this stage, Al. We need to conserve a little
He's
bit of
pre-
cash.
he's
He's up to
pre-drafted.
37.
Yeah.
I don't want to get caught
Still
with him
two
in
people
case
getting
he's
out.
got frostbite in the head. That's the way we feel about it. Right, any other questions we've got coming in?
Well, Seb says, will Zeke play? I have Pollard. I mean, Pollard's going to be it could be very handy if Zeke holds out.
I genuinely, honestly believe that the Cowboys and Zeke are much closer than people think, and I do believe before the season even starts.
You're more helpful on Zeke, aren't you? Than Gordon.
Yeah, absolutely. Gordon, I have no faith in whatsoever. None at this stage. None at all. Zeke, I believe, even in the worst case scenario, misses a couple of games. We've seen how great he is when he plays. So let's not lose our heads. He's a great player.
Right. Oh, it's our turn to nominate
Right.
a player. So let's put up some Mixon you don't like. Do you?
Yeah, stick up Mixon and stick it with a cheeky 30. Let's get the
Well,
price rolling.
We'll let people bid.
Oh,
on
you're
that.
not even going to do that for me, huh?
Well, welcome, Seb. Thanks for the channel. Welcome, Legend.
Yeah.
How did you guys get into American football from all the way across England? Well, actually, Sean's been playing since it was play by mail, since before computers. So
Yeah, I mean, my first throws into start with the 1985 Bears, like a lot of people actually over here. Is the first game I saw, and then like you do, I didn't want to support the Bears, although they looked amazing. I wanted to pick my own team, and I picked mine because they played in Los Angeles, and that was the Rams. Hence the hat. Al's always been into Dallas, although like all Britons, we tend to have a team we support, and a lot of us follow a team for the season as well.
Well, when American football first came to England, it was like in the 80s, and Dallas were a big team, I suppose.
Yeah.
So I got to watch them a lot, and that's why I support Dallas.
And then that forced me actually to then go and want to play as well.
Well, yeah,
so,
Sean actually played quarterback in England at the highest level and won a Brit Bowl, which is like
the highest we can do over here.
the British.
I got in, got out. I did an Andrew Luck. I got in, got out, and avoided a lot of injury, although I still had a few.
Joe
so
Mixon 43.
it's not a bad price.
You interested?
No,
Good, because
it's just gone. Right. So what happened? Any
yeah,
more
so
questions?
Sean actually won a Brit Bowl back in 1991, was it, or something?
You're talking that era. 91, we played against the Kent Exiles. Had arguably my finest 2 games, semi-final and final. So it's a great way to go out.
And you've also coached the
Coach
American
Northampton
football
Knights.
team
I'm
as well,
wearing the T-shirt, and I was actually waiting for some news on another coaching role over here in England. I can't say too much about that on air, but we'll see what happens. I haven't heard anything yet. No news is good news. We'll see what happens.
But also, Legend, we actually got quite a big community. We've got a lot of the Fan Pub's got a Discord site, and we play fantasy all year round. If Dynasty,
Yeah.
we had about
We got big plans for the channel for next
Devontae
year.
Adams.
Yeah. Now he's
58.
worth. How much is he going for?
58.
That's too rich for our blood. We just have to hope he keeps flying up the charts. He should go for a decentish price.
Yeah,
Let's see.
72. He's getting.
Thank you for all those watching. Do not be frightened if you want to throw in a question. Please
Well,
do.
We've got more questions coming.
Please do like the video, and it all helps us.
So yeah, basically we've got a big a Discord, and they're all hardcore people actually.
Yeah.
It's probably only around I'd say it's growing, but there's 100, 150 in Discord all the time. And
Yeah, but they're
people on every day.
hardcore drafters. I
Yeah.
mean, they're very good sharks. You know, there's no easy. You don't get away with much there.
Yeah, and
I mean, notoriously in our drafts in the first 3 or 4
Yeah,
rounds,
Melvin
running
Gordon.
backs are very heavily hit. We're not
60,
bidding on him.
No, Melvin Gordon's too risky. Right, okay, let's have a look. Next question. Mark
Yeah.
Lewis, is Dak Prescott a top 12 QB this year? What don't you like about him? Well, I do like him.
Oh, I like him too.
I mean, the first thing you would say you don't like about him is a run first offense, especially if Zeke's there. If not, then
Well, let's go back to our original video early in the year. You know, we pointed out about Dak Prescott early in the season about, I think he's woefully underrated across the
Yeah.
NFL. I mean, fantasy-wise, okay, there might be a question to ask whether he's fantasy relevant, totally. But we do like his accuracy, and he proved against the critics, how good he was last year. And to me, that's a real test of a player that's got a number of years in the tank left to go. And I like the team. And
well, no, he's
look
got
at-
weapons now. as
look
well.
at that start. That's a wonderful 3 games to start your fantasy season.
Yeah,
off.
they
So
got the Giants, Redskins, and then Dolphins. So
you can't be much happier than
for
that.
3 weeks. So
We'll see what happens if Zeke doesn't sign. It might be his show. It might be the
yeah,
Dak show.
well, it might be Tony Pollard's
And,
show.
c-
the first
and
few
you know
weeks.
what? He's still climbing the price.
Melvin
There.
Gordon, 22.
That's still cheap.
But somebody said he's definitely not playing week 1.
one
And
big one.
he's
Well,
gone.
he went for 22, so someone took away some of their budget. We'll live with that. Any other questions?
Yeah, loads of them actually.
Good,
Keep
okay.
them coming in. Thank you
Keep
very
them
much.
coming in.
Well, I think they went and got Daka Amari Cooper, and that's a weapon he never really had. He's
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, next one up on the clock. But obviously Michael Gallup, you'll see him develop more. You'll have Randall Cobb playing the Cole Beasley role, although for how many weeks is anyone's guess before he dies.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers, any interest? Probably not. You prefer the one, don't you?
I think we have to go deep down. We have to do a deep dive on everything because we've had our first big strike, and we now have to get a few rounds of bidding in.
Yeah, but I think I'm right in saying Dak Prescott was a top 5 QB the last few weeks of the fantasy season.
Yeah,
as
he
well,
was.
so.
Yeah.
And they've got Jason Witten back. He's always
It-
always been a safety
Well, certainly
blanket.
with him and Amari and Zeke in the lineup, the 3 of them was like the new triplets for Dallas. So they were certainly very good, and they certainly had a good end of the season. So, any other questions that were coming in?
Okay, Adam asked a really good question actually.
Yep.
What wide receiver are you targeting in this draft, and is it price dependent? Well, yeah, it will be.
It will definitely be price dependent because we're not going to throw the budget away on 2 players because it's too deep a bench here. We've got 7 on the bench you can have. It's a big problem. There's 2 flex, not super flex, so we really have to be cagey.
Especially when we spend high on.
So
on
we
a first player.
really can't really give you exact targets because it's one of those kind of drafts we've just got to see how things fall a little and then
Yeah.
make some decisions as players are going. I'm glad James Connors is going off the board because I don't want any piece of him this
James
year.
Connors, you're making people up. James Conner, you mean?
That's who I'm making up. Yeah, him.
You're
That's
Connor.
the
You're
one.
Connors.
Yeah, well, I am, but it's him. I don't want him this year. I was all over him last year. I'm not all over him this
So
year.
we'll let you know. But James Connors, you'll be able to watch the actual proper draft with a screenshot. Hopefully tomorrow. So,
You've got our ear. If you want to ask questions, please do send them in.
well, we've got more to come.
Yeah, go for it.
Seb asked, Matt Prater or Matt Bryant, which kicker is better for fantasy?
Oh, it's Matt Bryan.
Yeah, Matt Bryant, 13 games in a dome.
Yeah, there's no argument. I mean, steal it where you can. Al already has, so he's taken advantage of that. I went for the other guy who looked like a pile of.
And Matt
Cross.
Bryant is actually a sneaky late kicker because people, they've only just cut to Vecchio.
Yeah.
Matt Bryant is going under the radar. A lot of the software has him ranked low. A lot of the ADP
Yeah, big
sheets
mistake.
haven't. So
Yeah.
he's a little bargain as well. So.
It might be somebody that you can pick up, and you may already have a kicker, but will he score 150 fantasy points? The
James
answer is
Conner went
yes.
for 53.
And we're delighted. Thank you for taking James Conner because we will be looking at Jalen Samuels as a bargain player to stack onto that bench if we can.
can get it for
Because we think he's more sneaky for this year, so that's how we're kind of looking at this.
Shani asked, who is going to suffer from sophomoritis this year? So second year slump.
Oh, that's tough.
That is a good question.
That's
a really good question.
That's a really good one. I'm going to have to think about that for a
Oh.
moment. That's a great question.
Thanks for that, Shani.
Yeah, that's it.
Think
Stumble
about
me. I'm tired. I'm fatigued. I've got to get up early in the morning. I'm drinking Coke and I've got tea. Wow, let's think. Who came in last year? The impact players there, and who do we think is going to fall over this year? Yeah, that is tough, isn't it?
Whose situation has gone downhill?
Yeah, no, I'm going to have to think on that one, Sean. It's a great
You're not
question.
keen on Sony Michelle, are you?
Well, yes, that's a fair shout out. Yeah, Sony Michelle for
Just
me
for injury issues.
because of the knees, the fact it's New England, the fact it's under 100 ADP. Yeah, Sony Michelle would probably be my top.
I mean,
one
you're
that
probably
I would
looking
be
at
worried
running
about.
backs because how many did any? I mean,
There weren't many.
Cortland Sutton didn't really do a
No.
lot. He can't really slump from what he
No,
did. Can he?
you can't really worry about Anthony Miller or people like that because they,
They
we need to see them develop a little bit more.
Right,
Yeah.
Travis Kelce, he's 4-point PPR.
So we would be interested to take a look at him. What's he
Sure.
currently bidding at?
32. We got. We're leaving it.
We'll have to leave that. There's no point us trying to be too cheeky because we'll end up with him. Although it is a good prior. You're gonna put Al's
They're
done-
forcing it up. It's about time we got to
Al's just started to force the price up. What's it currently sitting at? Al, keep everybody updated. 38.
38 now.
Are you still bidding again?
No. I
He's
mean,
left
I'll
it-
bid it
he's-
up. Look,
He's
enough.
bid it up. That's what he's good at. He likes to do these little cheeky bids. He hasn't. Well, you never got straddled with one yet, have you?
No.
There'll be tonight that he does.
You need to know when to stop bidding
Yeah.
it up.
Yes. What other questions?
Dan rightly points out Dak has been a top 12 QB last 3 seasons, perennially underrated, and it's a
Yeah.
good point.
Yeah, and there's only room to grow upwards.
I
And
took-
there's a
I- I
gap.
took-
There's a gap at the top, but we've got to take Andrew Luck out of the equation.
I took
so
him about the 18th QB off the board in our live draft on Saturday.
that's
so
cheap.
I was quite happy
That's
to get him.
cheap. Yeah, that's cheap.
I was very happy to get him there.
Wow, I can't believe we got 8 people watching. Thank you for watching.
Oh,
That's
good
really
question from
appreciated.
Legend, actually.
Yeah,
Excellent
go for it.
question. Who would you start week 1, Austin Eckler or
Yeah.
David Montgomery?
David Montgomery all day long. Do not hesitate.
If
I'm
the que-
taking shares wherever I can. They're going to grind the ball. It's a new
But will they do
system.
it week 1? That's
Yes,
it.
they will against Green Bay. They are going to ram it down their throat, and in fact, they're going to keep. The reason they're going to do this is they're going to want to control the clock. They're away. They're going to want their defense to be as fresh as possible, attack Aaron Rodgers, and from all different directions. So because defenses generally start faster,
So you might get a few short fields.
so a lot of short fields, a lot of chances for David Montgomery to show what he's about, and he is a 4-quarter running back, very dangerous when the game unfolds over a few quarters.
And
He's the
Eckler will split work with Justin Jackson, no doubt. Eckler doesn't really run between the tackles. He's a pass.
He's got value,
Yeah,
but
he has.
but not. I don't think.
And
week
his
one.
value is better, obviously, with Gordon out. But you'll see a lot of Justin Jackson, who is a very sneaky pick in late in your draft.
I'm predicting a Montgomery 100-yard performance touchdown week 1. Let's see how that goes.
Sammy the boots up.
Oh God,
He's up.
one
He's
of my
at
favourite
13.
rubbishy players.
13. They're saying pre-draft value of 15. Well,
Yeah,
for 3
well,
weeks,
whatever.
maybe.
Yeah, he's going up a little. But-
Adam says Brissett's just got paid by the Colts. Well, they actually signed Hoyer as well today, didn't they?
Yes,
on
they
a
did.
3-year deal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Brissett and Hoyer with the dream team.
It's a
Not
new
quite
dream
Andy
team.
Luck, is it?
No, I suspect they're a bit in a difficult spot because they've got a team with some decent talent in it, but now without the real main man at the top. So it may be that they can't get a low enough pick to really challenge the first round. They may have to just let the table run where it runs and then just see what happens. I think.
Right, Mark Lewis, that definitely underrated, but has been rising every time I draft. I
Yeah.
predict a top 5 finish. Well, that's very bold, Mark.
Yeah.
So we'll give you a shout out if that's right, because he did finish the year as a top 5.
Well,
but
he's got every chance. I mean,
with Andrew Luck going down
he's
as
got
well.
every. I mean, there's a chance for that. I mean,
Yeah, Keenan Allen,
yeah,
32.
great player.
You hate him, don't you? Doesn't
great.
he always voodoo all your teams?
It's
Every
different.
time you have him, he dies.
It's a new year. It's a new year now. Let's move on
Well, let's
past
hope he
the.
kills you this year.
Let's-
Not in
let's-
this league, though.
I've got a share or two of him this year. I've broken the mould with my
He went for
albatross.
32. That's not
That's
bad.
not a bad price.
No. So that wouldn't. That's just a little bit too much. Legend says Eckler's going to be a beast, especially in PPR. Yeah,
Yeah, well,
a lot more.
Well,
valuable
I'm
in
pleased
PPR.
you've said it. I've got him in a redraft league, and I know that people will say, well, that's not as good as a PPR. Well, of course it's not, but it's a redraft league, and he got 136
Yeah, so
in
PPR
standard. So PPR, you can add another 30 points
He's
on
a
that.
lot more valuable in PPR.
And that
so
was
very
without
good.
that was with Gordon in for most of the year. So
Yeah,
great
without,
value.
without Gordon. I mean,
So-
Jackson isn't really a pass catcher, so Eckler will get all that work.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a nice change of pace guy, isn't he? So
without a doubt. I'm delighted. I can't believe people are still watching with us. We really thank you for that.
yeah.
It really helps us because, you really appreciate the feedback you guys have given us most of the year. For those that are new to us, we really appreciate the new people coming on. We've got some big plans for the channel. We are actually going to be shooting a program live an hour before every Sunday game, about 10 minutes before 5 and 10 minutes before 6. It will wrap up. And that's there for you to ask any fantasy relevant
Nick
questions or
Chubb.
anything at all.
Nick
No,
Chubb.
that's the player we will be interested in. But
46.
yes, it's going to be
That's a bit
tough.
high, isn't it?
It is going to be. And he's gone
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's a fair price, but it's a little hour.
We've got to wait a little bit because there's quite a lot of
The
roster
prices
spots.
haven't gone down. Are there any more questions?
Legend said, yeah, look how he did last year, bro. Yeah, well, Sean's just confirmed that. Yeah, he's totally in PPR. I totally get it.
Went under the
If we
radar a
can
little
get Eckler
bit.
cheap in this, it's 4.
We had a 16-man redraft
Josh
league.
Gordon.
I managed to get him in the 5th round, and I was delighted to get him in the 5th round, and hope that it'll pay
Josh
dividends.
Gordon is 15. I don't mind bidding 10 for him.
Yeah, go
He'd
for
be a
it.
bargain for 12, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would.
Let's hope Charlie's point about him in not
Well, he
surviving
might
here.
win him at the moment. He's just
he's
leave.
close to winning him.
Just leave it.
14.
It's going up.
Yeah.
Do we really
I
want to
don't know,
keep betting?
15s might be worth it.
So go for one more bid,
Yeah.
and then if he goes over, then that's that.
I think someone else will outbid us for that.
Maybe not.
No, they have. Yeah, 16.
Yeah, that's
we'll
that.
leave that. Okay.
Well, that was worth a try.
Right, okay. Legend's going to take your advice and play Montgomery over it. So, yeah, Blaze,
Really
you're-
appreciate. Yeah, if it goes wrong, obviously you can
Yeah.
shout me down. But I honestly, genuinely believe I've believed this for a very, very long time since January the 1st that this is the guy. And yeah, people aren't going to be too disappointed about him for the year ahead. It's going to be very exciting to watch what he can do there. He's got everything you want.
I don't think you might output going through your Blue Yeti. Oh, he won't be. Yeah, when you watch it, if you watch the video with the screen capture tomorrow, it'll be going through the Blue Yeti.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're having to use Sean's iPad because it's our first time going live with a scheduled thing.
That's a good point, actually. Do we need this? Or
Yeah, we do.
need it?
'Cause
Yeah,
of
we
the
do
other
need it
video.
for the other
Yeah,
video.
so yeah, sorry about that.
Can you hear us okay though?
Is the sound okay? It's
Yeah,
probably
just give
if
us-
I'm a bit further away, maybe.
Yeah.
No,
Can you hear
that's
us
fine.
okay? Is it all right? I know it's-
Yeah, if you get a new camera, improve your channel, the Logitech for €60. Yeah, we got a good one. It's just not improved. It's just not being used on what we're using for the actual.
We've had to use the iPad
George
tonight.
Kittle, one of your favourites, eh?
Yeah. What price is he, Sarah?
20.
Well, if we can get him for under 25, he's worth it. What are you currently bidding on?
Pre-draft value's 43, so we're not going to do that.
No, we're not going to be able to.
Let's have a cheeky bid at 27.
Okay.
So you see what happens.
If it's slow on it, then maybe it might be worth. What's he up
No.
to?
He's at 28. Sounds fine. Thanks, Adam. Yeah, it's a good point, Legend. I mean, normally we use the.
He's only going at 28. Did we want to have another cheap? He went cheap.
Yeah.
That was quite cheap. 28.
28. Yeah, it's not so. It wasn't quite cheap.
That was a good bid. 28.
I can
Yeah.
hear you in the back. In the back of what? Is he beyond this?
What's that? You can hear us. That's okay. That's good.
28. That was a good bargain.
But then that's also.
Devontae Freeman and one of your
Oh
best
God, I don't. I
Let's get it bid
cannot
up.
stand this guy for
Let's
this
keep it
year.
up like we lose last
Yeah,
year.
do 25. Put it in. Go on then. But we get Stroll with him. I don't want to get Stroll. It's one of the dangers of auction. I'll avoid players I hate, and he's one I can't stand for this year. I'm always looking at targeting the underneath men here. What's he on at the moment? That's perfect. 22. Leave that there. We're not winning it, are we?
No, do you want to win it?
No, I don't.
Oh, where's your excitement?
That's not excitement. That's a death knell for your squad. We don't want that.
49 he's worth.
Oh, no
25.
chance. No. Let them. No. Don't do it to yourself.
What's our team so far? It's just
one
Alvin,
player. Alvin Kamara.
We
We hope to get 7 of them.
Barkley went for 94. We got Kamara for 81.
We felt that was quite good.
We're now
value.
looking for bargains there. So if we can get a better team, then
He's still going up, isn't he?
yeah. 29 though, it wasn't expensive. That was quite.
That was reasonable. But I think the American tells you how good the league is there in America. Actually, that's quite good. It's
They
quite
didn't want
telling,
to touch
actually. You know. Yeah, it's quite good. It's quite telling that.
Right, who's the next player up? Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Henry is very good at home and not
At
so good on the
home,
road.
yeah.
One good game.
One
and
good
an
game
8
does
away.
not make a season, does it? This is the problem. But he is still moving up the charts. So any other questions that are
Yeah,
on the
Adam
list?
asks, as much as you hate Freeman, do you have loads of shares of Ito? And I think
Well,
I probably have
Al
more.
has more shares than I do. I've got limited amount of shares. It's mostly in American leagues.
Derrick Henry went for 23.
Wherever league Al's in, I'm in. He tends to get ahead of me, so I haven't been able to get hold of Ito. I'm trying to get him at the right price, and he's always just
or Ito.
Ito. Even him will do.
Adam Thielen.
Yeah,
PPR.
you do like him.
We're doing PPR.
Let's see if we can get him cheap enough. What would we go to? 30, 32?
35 is the value. I think we can get him in the 20s. People have been going pretty cheap in this. I mean, probably, as much as I hate Henry, 23 is probably quite a good price.
It is a good price, but that's already over the kind of level you were looking at. Look,
I'd take Thielen for 27.
he's at 27. We're currently winning.
28.
Now we're not. Are you going to go one more and that's it?
Well, maybe we'll look at Beckham or Cook.
I'd prefer that. Yeah, I'd prefer to go for Dalvin Cook and Beckham.
At least sort of Thielen's reached his
Yeah.
value.
Very much so. Thank you for hanging in there with us. Appreciate it. You've got our ear, so if you've got questions, send them in.
Yeah, Dan makes a good point. I'm not a Henry fan, but 23 sounds cheap, but it is PPR. Yeah, he's not the best pass catcher.
Well, he only had he didn't have many catches. 17 last year, wasn't it?
I just don't like. You just can't. You don't know when to play him. He's rubbish for seven or 8 games of your season, and he lets your team down. I'd rather someone who was solid every week rather than someone who gets 47 one week and
Absolutely.
and 3 the next. You don't. He'll win your game, but he'll lose you them as well. Draft's been paused by the what?
It's been
Why?
paused by the league manager for some reason, so we're currently paused. So that's okay. While we're waiting for that, don't know why.
Right.
Let's see what question
Adam
we got.
asks, over or under on games for Freeman playing this year? 7 or do you reckon he'll play more than 7 games?
I don't think he'll play more than 7. No, 100% no.
Well, that's
2
why,
years.
That's why we don't like him.
2 years of inactivity is a absolute death knell for a running back in the NFL. It's not somebody I want any shares of.
I mean, when you've missed considerable time, 2 years in a row with a knee injury,
you're in trouble.
yeah,
You're in big trouble.
and you've got bad concussion history.
Alshon Jeffrey is up at the moment. The league commissioner.
Well,
has
I'd
stopped
bid
the
6.
polls. 6.
With that.
Well, if we can win it at 6, that's okay. But I don't think that'll be the case. Any more questions while we're waiting?
No, not
Okay.
at the moment.
Right. Let's see where we are at the moment. Now, thank you for watching with us. Do put a like on the video. It does help us. These are all important things at the moment. But every minute you watch, we really appreciate it because we are coming up towards a key part of the season.
Alshon Jeffrey just went for 9.
That was cheap.
We should have got that.
Yeah, but never mind. We're looking at other
We'll
targets.
concentrate more on this draft.
We need to. Yeah, we'll figure
It's
out.
our turn to nominate. Let's
Right.
do someone we don't like. Josh Jacobs.
Okay, fair enough. There's a question come through. Yeah, somebody's got it.
Yeah, go to. Thanks, Adam. Thanks for.
Really appreciate you tuning in, and we'll catch up with you maybe later in the week. We do have the Sunday show coming up as well, so
And maybe one day we'll learn how to
it'll
use
be
this.
UK time 10 to 5, finish about 10 to 6 before the game start on a Sunday. We'll have to confirm that, and Al will schedule it. But thanks for watching.
And the guy who actually got Henry for 23 just saying, "Oh, he's just trying to bid it up." I thought he'd go for more, so he didn't
Want him at all.
Right, Josh Jacobs, 28. Is that?
I'm happy to let other people take the risk because you've got to remember, and he went for 28. The reason that I'm concerned is his limited workload over college and what he'll do in the NFL, and it's the Raiders, so we're massively concerned.
And terrible strength of schedule.
Terrible strength of schedule. If you've seen Al's
Terrible
video,
O-line.
if you see Al's video, that is the key. There's a question I think come up.
Is your pick coming up? Well, it's
It's a possibility any time now.
we
Will.
just nominated Josh Jacobs. It's an auction, so it's not.
Yeah. It's not a
So-
question of us picking, it's us trying to buy players at the right
Yeah.
place. Here is a player that I would love to get here, Odell Beckham, but we need to get him at the right price. This is a question.
Yeah.
Will other people be massively involved? I think they will.
Yeah.
We'll have to just see if it slows.
Let's just stop people bidding up in ones.
So what did you put the bid up to?
28.
You put it to 28, hoping that... You're trying to force the market here, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a 50.
Al's been quite clever there. He's put it at 28, then he's quickly rebid back in again. I think you're going to go again, aren't you? Try and
Yeah,
force people
35.
off. So he's going to try and play the game to force them off. It's up to 38. It's nearly at the point we can't really go in anymore. It's now at 40.
We can go in, don't we?
He's going one more, 41.
Don't worry, we got plenty of time yet.
It's now up to 51.
Don't worry about it.
52. Are you going to go any more?
Yeah.
He's going again. He's liking it. We're all over Odell Beckham for this year. We think there's a great opportunity
I'm just
here.
making sure no one gets a bargain on him. It's 55 now. I'm happy to leave it.
So we're leaving it. Somebody else will get the player. And that's that. So there we are.
Like I said, this will be uploaded to YouTube tomorrow. Sorry about the not being able to show it live. I mean,
But then again,
we'll have to look into how to do that.
You get to look at us for a bit of time, and we can answer your fantasy questions, so that's okay too.
Yeah, that's not obviously a great thing for me.
No, it's not.
Right. Let's see who's up next.
And it's Zach
Ertz.
Ertz.
Well, he's not someone we really like.
We're not targeting tight ends. It's just a strategy we're not really into.
One thing I would say about Zach Ertz, I've been saying this a lot, because it's going to be his role all this year, but Goddard, I think halfway through, if you're in a dynasty league or something,
Yeah.
Goddard's going to be at his lowest value ever, unless something happened to Ertz, and then you could just sneak. I think he'll be a big sort of tight end that you could probably get on the cheap halfway through the season, and he'd be someone I'm targeting.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's fair enough. Any other questions? No questions. Okay, thank you. But do keep them coming if you want to. You've got absolutely a soundboard. If you want to throw anything in there, please do. We'll answer it.
You know,
We'll try
hit
to.
the thumbs up while you're here if you're waiting to write. Zach Ertz went for 20, which is actually quite a good price, isn't it?
We don't want Tarek Cohen because we believe David Montgomery is the man this year. So
Well, Cohen will have a value, but he's
Yeah.
not really someone we're targeting. I don't think I've got any shares of him actually
Mm.
in Dynasty or.
It's quite cheap, isn't it? 9 so far is very cheap. It's not a bad bench
It's been
spot.
very cheap draft. We probably should have got more involved, but
Well, we've
Trying to
been
do cheap.
entertaining. We've got to talk to people
entertaining.
too.
Mate.
Yeah, we're trying to, aren't we?
Oh,
Like
there
a
we
bit
are.
of fun.
We're trying.
You can't really do a double act.
So I mean, let's everybody in the chat just let us know who are you targeting late in drafts now.
Is that a question that's come through there?
Oh yeah. Dan, I agree with the go dirt take.
Yeah.
Do you therefore think Ertz is a selling dynasty right now? Not right now. I'd probably like to say halfway through. Get the value for him.
Tyler
halfway.
Lockett. Now that could be, if we could get him cheap, that wouldn't be bad here.
Yeah, Tyler Lockett. Yeah,
Now-
Dan, Seattle fan.
Now,
I'm a
current
big
low
Seattle fan.
bids at the moment, and they might be put off a little bit by him because of previous history 2 years ago. So maybe he goes cheaper than normal.
His
Maybe we can
pre-draft
capture him.
value's 10. I mean, 25. Sorry.
If we can
There's
get him
loads of
under
people
that.
interested in him. There's about 6 bidders.
Yeah,
weirdly.
so that probably tells us he's going to go for more than we think.
We can get him for under 20, I'd say.
Yeah, it's going to
Otherwise-
go. It's going to go past that. I think.
We'll
He's currently
keep our powder dry.
we're currently winning, but it has now reached 20. So are you prepared to go any more?
do you want to bid another one?
I'd say go one more, take the risk, one more, and then we'll see if
And
we
then
get
if someone
lucky.
else
If
bids.
somebody else bids, good. If not, we get him for 22, and I think that's quite a good price. It looks like we might win it. 3, 2. No, we didn't.
Someone-
No.
Someone
At the last
sniped us
second,
at the
he
end.
got sniped away. So I
There's
think
always one, isn't it?
well, I think we'll
and
let
this one's
that-
the zings.
and we'll let it
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
We,
So that's the sort of value we're looking at.
yeah, that would have been okay for our team, but that's the way it goes. We will just quite happily. There are still other players we really like.
The other thing, if I had Ertz in Dynasty and my team, definitely you get halfway through to week 8 and he wasn't going to make the playoffs, then I would look at selling him on for picks because it's a really good draft class next year. Some really good players in it. If you could get like a first,
Dalvin
and-
Cook's up. We will want to have a
Oh,
look at
hang
this.
on.
So this is a
Action.
player where this is action now. We will want to go after this guy if we can.
Right, what would we hope to get him for?
Under 40.
40.
Yeah, under 40 if we can. He's at 22. Still plenty of room for us. 24.
He's a
25.
3 down back as well, so
26. It's climbing. 30. 31. It's going to climb up, isn't it? 32. I don't want to be muscled out. I just don't want to be muscled out.
yeah. It's weird how
37.
everyone's quite big on the same players, isn't it?
38. Are we winning? No, we're not winning it. He's up to. We're going to go for it.
40.
40. Are we going to stretch
It's
over?
really going to be bargain basement. If
Are we
get
going to
him.
stretch over? 4. Let's go
Oh.
one more.
One more?
One more. He's up to 41,
43.
43, and we're winning at the moment. 5 seconds. It's big risk. 4, 3,
The guy.
2. Well, I'll be happy to get him. We got him.
There you go.
We got him. 43. That I feel is very good to go with Kamara. I'm very happy
So
with
we've got
that.
Kamara and Cook. Obviously, we're really going to have to go bargain basement on the.
Everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, you got a good 1-2 punch. And Dalvin Cook is on our bold prediction list if you're new to the channel. So, he is a player we are targeting.
I think some guy's asking for the Derek and Henry money back. He says he really doesn't want Derek Henry.
I like the thinking, Derek everybody back. If you're new, there's a new person watching, so if you are new and watching, tuning in for the first time, you can ask any fantasy question you like. We are on a 250 auction draw league, and we are updating people with the results as it comes through. So far, we've got Alvin Kamara and Dalvin Cook, and it is a 16-man auction draw that's taking place in America, but obviously we're drafting over here in the UK. Here's T.Y. Hilton. He's up at the moment. He's up to about 14. He
So,
probably should go for less than 20.
The Jacoby Brissett numbers were 2 years, 30 million. That's
So very nice deal
they
if you
paid
can
him
get
like
it.
a starter, haven't
Yeah,
they?
they have.
But not giving him a long contract.
This is cheap. 17. Well, I guess we can't get
I don't
involved.
want to see why,
We
yeah.
can't get involved.
Not
No.
without luck. I know he's going to be too boom or bust. I think he'd be like Derek Henry.
Yeah, we don't want that.
No.
So not looking too good. But he's up to 19. Current bid 19. So it looks like that's what's going to win it. That's
Do you want to go for a bid?
No, we've got to get other players. We can't afford to sell ourselves short. We went for 19. I don't even want to risk that we end up with him. Just can't afford it. We've got to look at the other players. We've already got 2 great players. It's going to be adding to that team.
No, but we've got to
Really
make
be
sure
clever.
it's going to be $10 or $15
Well,
players from now on.
it is. Yeah, it is.
Our bench could be a bit murky,
It could.
but hopefully our starting lineup will make up for it.
Yep, don't be afraid if you are new. Get those questions in. You've really got our ear for the whole of the draft. So, for those that are going to tune in for as long as you can, we really appreciate it. But just send over any question you want. We'll try our best to answer it for you.
Right, who's up? Philip Lindsay.
Yeah, it'd be lovely, but we just can't afford.
We got two running backs.
Yeah.
Although we can play him in the flex. I'm bidding for him on for $10.
Okay. It'd be lovely if we got him for 10.
No,
But I don't think that's going to happen. And it's not. But although that's quite slow.
That is his pre-draft value, really.
Is it?
$12. So come to that, yeah.
Wouldn't you want to have a risk for 12?
I can't over it now.
Not now. No. So that's that. Current bid 15. Yeah, that's about it, really, isn't it? For that, it's still climbing. Although it's about to go. It's a pretty good. 16. Somebody sniped in at the end to get that. Silver 6. I think it's going to go quite cheap. It's going to be very, very cheap, Philip Lindsay, and underrated for this year. It looks like he's going to go for 16. And I think that's a bargain, really.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get that sort of value for a wide receiver, then
And we probably will be able to if we target it correctly.
I mean, we have spent quite a lot, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
Although I'm quite happy with the two players we got, 2-3 down back. So, but
Yeah,
it is full point PPR.
Alvin Kamara and Dalvin Cook are the two that we've got. Somebody else now watching, please do send any question you have. Mike Evans has come up on. There's no way we're going to be able to afford him, but
very happy to answer any more questions you've got. So,
are we going to put a cheeky bid in here for Mike Evans?
a cheeky bid? Well, yeah, if we get him for 17, definitely.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, is it?
I wouldn't mind him as my wide receiver one.
Yeah, he's up to
I
20.
think even if he's 20,
I think that's worth it. Even 23, 22, it's probably worth a shot, isn't it? But I think he's
anything
now.
under 30.
I think he's still climbing. I don't
No,
think
he's not
we're
gonna
going
go
to.
for
We're
this.
not. We're not going to get him for 29. We are current. The bid leader was 7 seconds to go. If we got him for 29, I think that's a bargain.
No.
And he's gone. We're not going to get him. So that's, I think, as far as we can go.
I think we'll get another.
Al's gone one more. He's kind of cagey like that, but he's been overbid.
I think we can go one more.
One more. He's doing it. He's playing the game. It's quite cheeky. I like it. But will we hold? We're at 32. We got 2 seconds. We might win Mike Evans for 32 and 33, and we did win Mike Evans for 33. We're not leaving ourselves with a lot on the team.
Mike Evans is our
our first wide receiver.
But his pre-draft value was 50 on 55, so we got him
20 under.
I'm going to cry.
Why?
I don't know.
Why are they crying? I don't understand why somebody would be.
Barkley was sold for three and a half times Josh Jacobs' price. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
And I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette. It's not a big fan, are you?
No, we'll have to target
Got a
the.
big question here. Now, the wide receivers in round 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
How do you rate the following? Lockett, Mike Williams, Tyler Boyd, Calvin Ridley, DJ Moore.
Well, for me, it's absolute paper thin between Mike Williams and Calvin Ridley. I like both of those this year for different reasons.
You like Lockett as well, don't you?
And Lockett has also risen up the ranks in recent
opportunity
drafts.
for
The
Lockett.
opportunity is just great. But I do like those three massively. I think they're very, very close. I think Calvin Ridley could actually end up, to be honest with you, being a superstar at the end of this year, ahead of Julio Jones. There may be the baton handing over. I'm not saying Julio Jones won't have number one wide receiver numbers. It will just get closer and closer. Mike Williams has a golden opportunity there to do really, really well. And Lockett, as Al says, is the best hope and only hope they have there at wide receiver. So
Who would you rank last? Would that be? I think mine would be DJ Moore.
yeah, me too.
Well, there's a lot of injury doubt over Cam, and
Yeah.
I think Curtis Samuel might do as well as him
well,
this year.
shoulder injuries and various other concerns.
I'd rather have Curtis Samuel than him at the price.
Yes, me too.
So
So
we've got another pause here.
thank you. Pause again.
I think someone's they've just drafted Leonard Fournette for 31. They've gone to puke up, so they need a break. I think that's all it can
Yeah,
be.
we'll be targeting for those that haven't watched the show before. We'll look at for bargain bucket player. We'll look at Raquel Armstead. We've said this for a long time actually on the podcast. If you go back and look at our sleepers, we've reckoned he would climb up the ranks long before he did to be the understudy to Leonard Fournette. And that's the way it's panning out. So,
Sony Michel's the next guy up.
oh god, thank God we don't have to worry about that. So let
What
other
do you
people.
mean?
overpay.
We're in the game.
Yeah, I know we're in the game, but we're
We've
not,
got-
we're not going to be
How
targeting
much have we
him.
got to play with actually?
Not a lot.
I might have spent
about
about
80
43.
Is that all we've got left?
Do you mean all? That's loads. We've got 3 of our. Yeah, Dan, I love Mike Evans for 33.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, it's a great price. Is that all we got left though? 43 for the whole draft.
Don't say it like that.
It's
That's
that's
all we
all
need.
That's well, if you consider we've only got 3 players.
I reckon if we can get another wide receiver 10 and then
Yeah.
a couple for 5 that we like, and then we'll start looking
Looking at the
taking
bargain.
shots.
Yeah.
16 man, brutal.
Yeah, it is. You have to get some good players.
Yeah,
We'd have
we've
no
got
one.
3 good starters.
Yeah. Well, there we are. We're almost an hour into video recording already. So, any more questions come up? Yeah, you are right though. It's a great price for that. And we got 3 good players to begin our draft, so we can't complain. And Al said we can take a shot at someone for 10 or so.
I mean, Mark, which one do you like? I mean, which one of those do you like? We're always happy to hear opinions as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, never be afraid to shout out your bold predictions, your sleepers. Don't be afraid to shout them out, and we will always give you a big shout out if you're right, particularly when we look back next year. So we'll see.
Sonny Michel's at 26. He went for 26.
That seems like a bargain, but I have got big concerns with him. So we'll see.
Right, next man up, Julian Edelman. So if we could get him for like $10, we won't. But
Well, yeah, I mean,
PPR,
well, he's currently 11.
PPR beast.
Yeah,
isn't
he is. He's currently 11.
Yeah, we're winning it.
Yeah, great. 10 seconds to go,
Oh,
and we're
no.
not winning it anymore. I'm not really surprised.
His pre-draft value 36. I think 30. Get
He's
him.
going again, and he's been outbid very
Don't
quick. And he's
worry
going
about
to
it.
14. He's outbidding again.
We don't need players.
We kind of do.
No, we
You're
don't.
not going again. He's
Don't
gone
worry.
again. We've only got 43, and he's bidding like crazy, Luke. You could be watching 3
Here he
hours.
comes. He's ours.
It's like you could be watching 3 hours
Oh,
of He's
really?
got bid at 2,
I know that's
and
it.
that's that. He's up to 90.
See, I'm
You
bidding
could have
on,
been watching us for
He'd have
3
gone for-
hours with like $7 or something.
He would have gone for
Who are
13
these?
if I hadn't have bid up.
Yeah, thanks.
He's now at 21 and
Yeah,
counting.
you've upset someone out there.
Oh, I do that a lot. That's what I do.
You do, yeah. Well, he's up to 22. You were right. It's still climbing. Not good, is it?
I need to go to the store. I mean, we're halfway through a draft, mate.
So whatever. Go to the store. It's $250. I know.
I think he's a Derek Henry owner. He needs
Yeah,
more
he
drink.
needs,
He
I
needs
think he
drinks
needs to drink to throw up. I think it's a disaster.
Well, he said he's going to drown his
Okay,
sorrow.
so that player
Edelman
went
23. I think,
23. Not bad for Edelman.
I think that's decent.
It is, but we're helping other
We
people
probably-
spend their money. Any other questions?
Not currently. No.
Not currently. Okay. Thank you for tuning in. Chris Carson up next on
Oh,
the
we
block.
don't really like
We do like Carson, but we're never getting him for the money we've got left.
Don't worry about it.
Go in then. There we are. Al's bidding a cheeky 2.
I'm not. I'm gonna bid 10.
That's so nice. Well, not that we can afford it. 10. We're bidding 10.
You
Just
could
put
play
the
him in our
price up.
flex. It'd be great for 10.
He would be amazing for 10. And we are winning. No, we're not.
You're not getting him. He's 42 pre-draft value.
Yeah, well,
We
we'll
get him in the 20s. We'll
Oh,
be
he's-
skinned.
He's still bidding out.
I'll
this
start
is
him on
bad.
receiver by
This
the,
is madness, but here we go. Look, 5 seconds to go. Al's still bidding. You can still go again if you want, but they're all going to have to be $1 players.
Everyone loves Carson.
Yeah.
Secrets out of the
And are we going again?
Yeah, one more.
We're on 29 from our 43, and we are winning with 5 seconds to go. Oh, he's got outbid. That's a
I
shame.
told you, you didn't
Yeah.
need to.
No problem.
Just bidding other people's
Al's
money up.
forcing the prices,
You have, you got to.
and there we go.
No, he's still going.
Does somebody else like
Go
Carson?
get Carson.
We
damn it.
tried. We
Well,
tried, but we kind of run out of
If we had
money.
any money left, Dan, we might.
We might like it.
It's over our max bid now. Our max bid's 31.
There's another question that's just coming up about, or any second it will, about a three wide receiver question, I think.
Yeah. Adam. He hasn't got the bed. He's still with us.
Adam, well done.
Um,
Thank you. We've obviously kept you. It's like a cure for insomnia, this, isn't it?
yeah, which is
Right.
odd because we normally send
Makes
people
people
to sleep.
sleep, yeah.
2 from 3 this weekend. So he's starting to sit really. DJ Moore, Edelman, or Sanders.
Well,
I'd play Edelman and Sanders.
Yeah, me.
What score is it, Adam? Is it PPR?
because I
full
play,
point PPR.
I definitely play those two over the other.
I think Sanders is sneaky
Yeah,
value.
very good value. Very,
Sanders
very
is the
good.
most underrated player going in drafts this year.
Yeah,
He's
he's
crazy
cheap.
value. He's elite. The bloke's elite, and
We'd like to get him on here, actually, if you think about
yeah,
it.
Sanders.
He'd be a
Sanders
good
will
one.
be for our wide receiver too.
There's David Montgomery, but we're never getting him. Not now.
Go get more money. Well, that's a good point.
I wish
Dan.
we could.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish we could. That's a nice idea. I wish they had drafts that you could
Can
just pour some money
Dan,
into.
can you hack it ESPN for us? So.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh, who took the Dallas defense? That's my sneaky $2 though. I wouldn't pay 2 for it.
we can't afford it.
I wish we had $2.
We can't afford it. It's that
Got
simple.
loads of money. Carry on.
Yeah, we can't afford that. But Al's
Of course
going to
we
bid
can.
anyway. Go
We
on,
can
bid
afford-
it. He's going to bid it up. You know what's happening now. We're in trouble here. If
Don't
you're
bid it.
actually in the American draft, just let us idiots overbid, and then we'll
In
be
standard, I'd probably still, to be fair.
still the same order, I think.
Yeah, Cam's got a strained foot. He's had 2 shoulder operations in
And there are
3 years.
concerns, massive red flags now.
Carry on 25.
Are we going to go another cheeky bid?
I don't see how we cannot.
Okay,
People
so
are bid. People love Carry On.
well, they do, but they don't. We're currently no, he's gone. 26, he's up to.
Yeah, if it was me, I'd play Adam and.
Are you going again? One more cheeky bid, or are you not going to bother now? It's up to 28.
We'd be bidding $1 for everyone else.
We can't afford it.
If we're going to get Sanders,
we need another wide receiver.
Yeah,
we need an anchor.
As I love Carry On.
He's going to be gone.
I mean, we've got 2 good running backs here in a 16-round draft where
everybody's
where
the
scarcity of running backs are big. We've got Cook and we've got Kamara.
Yeah,
that means people bidding on running backs now are going to be bidding a lot.
Well, we've got another question through.
Mark asked, would you worry about Hunter Henry stealing TDs from Mike Williams? That's my only concern, but fully agree with the Ridley take.
No, I'm not as concerned about Hunter Henry as everybody else seems to be. I totally get the take of that. It's a fair question, Mark, but I really believe Mike is a fantastic red zone threat. I'm not taking anything away from Hunter Henry. I just think there's enough to go round, and I think you could equally argue that everybody gets a share. So I'm quietly comfortable.
I think what you've got to remember with Mike Williams is he's more valuable in half-point PPR and standard because he doesn't probably not going to get a lot of catches. He's a big catcher and a touchdown catcher.
Yeah,
and that was his first full year in the league. So
and he was remember how well he was, how high he was drafted.
And remember they've lost Terrell Williams as well. So you had Hunter Henry, you take out Terrell Williams. It's not. I know Hunter Henry's more of a red zone threat.
There's Stephon Diggs is up for 24.
But Eric,
I don't think
Antonio Gates has gone as well. So he was taking the Antonio Gates role.
We've had another question come through.
Right. Okay. Laughing my head off at you both. This is from Adam. This is brilliant. Al the overspending wife and Sean the husband counting the pennies.
Yeah, it's about right actually. Yeah, you're right. I'm all a little bit too cagey, you know. It's like Mr. Burns.
You've got to live life, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, I am. I've got 3 great players.
Pennies.
Yeah, I know, but the pennies look after the pounds, don't they?
Repent tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, fair enough. And what's happening?
It's our turn to nominate. So,
should we put someone up we really don't want?
Brandon Cooks, full point PPR.
That's actually he's a pretty good player, isn't he?
I know, but we can't afford him.
I know,
we want people to spend.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, spend.
Well, that's it. I think obviously the spending might come to haunt us later when we're looking at the
bargain buckets. Yeah, bargain bucket players.
But I think
we're the KFC of auction leagues, aren't we?
Hey,
bargain bucket.
That's what we are now. Yeah,
cheap. That's what we need.
But we went out to a 5-star restaurant early on.
Yeah, no, we've got nothing left.
Yeah,
we can't afford any wine or dessert.
We're still hungry and we haven't got much money. But I don't think KFC's right. I think it's more going to be like a soup kitchen or like.
Yeah, I think you're right. 2 homeless tramps out on the street. We've still got 6 people watching. I'm quite surprised. Thank you for staying with us.
Yeah, especially
really
in the
appreciate
UK.
That can't be easy. So thank you, particularly watching us. But keep your questions rolling in if you can. It really does help, honestly. That's really appreciated.
Right, who's on the board? So it's Cooks. Cooks go for 24.
Yeah, it's good value. We
can't.
We can't. We just can't do it.
Not in 4-point PPR. I think he's a big.
He went for about that. I think
he had about 4 or 5 touchdowns last year. And that's with Cup out a lot of the year.
I think there's another question that's come through.
Shopping at the food bank. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're not wrong.
Absolutely right. We're more like bargain basement, aren't we? That's where we're going to be. We're going to be in bargain hunt here. Look at it. It's going to be terrible.
It rhymes with bargain hunt.
Yeah. Mark Ingram's up. He's quite cheap. I mean, look at that.
How we can blame our flex? $6.
Yeah, we can go for that. People can't give up on him. I'd be happy to get him for under 10.
You ain't going to get him for 10.
I'll be happy to get him for 11. 12. 13.
15.
Oh, forget it. They can't. You've done another bid.
I know.
We can't get him for 60. We can't afford it. Oh no,
you've got to remember these people are short on running backs.
Yeah, I know they are, but we are. You've not bid again. God, it's terrible dealing with him.
No, but you know they're going to bid again. No,
okay,
trust me. I'm not going to risk another one.
Okay, that's where he's good. To be fair to him. Okay, we may have a question here. No, we don't. Sorry about that.
You're questioning my
sanity.
There's still people bidding on him. We're laughing. I do want.
Well, he's up to 22. I don't think we're laughing. I think we can't afford it. He went for 22.
We can't afford anyone. Emmanuel Sanders is good.
Well, we don't want to talk about that too loud. That's a target for us, definitely. We want to try and get him at that cheeky low teen price when others have overspent.
DJ Moore's an interesting one. What's your thoughts of DJ Moore? Because I look at him and the people that are going around him, and with Cam's injury. And
No, there's just too many other targets
I mean, he's a
around
good
that.
player,
Like,
but
yeah, but
I think
this
he's-
year it's a bit more risky, I think.
Yeah.
I don't see the upsides. I mean, I know every player's entitled to improve, but
Justice Hill, shiny sleeper.
yeah, now that's a clever
Yeah, but
thing
it's
to
too
put
much.
up, but
7.
I don't even want to pay that price right now.
No, if you could have got him for 5.
If you can get him for 3 or 4, that would have been okay. But we've got
Yeah.
to wait for those kind of players. to come.
7's too high.
That's it. Will,
His
it
pre-draft
will come-
value's
it will
naught.
come back and haunt you later here.
Yeah.
And he went for about 7, wasn't it, in the end? Next man up on the chopping block. Let's see what they're going to put up. Please do keep us entertained with your questions. Maybe we can get Al to sing. That would be good.
I don't think it would.
No,
Tony
probably
Pollard.
not.
Well, that's
That's just a disaster movie. I'm not just not bidding anything to that. Well, Al might, but I'm not. Somebody's going to risk it, aren't they?
I mean, people are bidding 5 and 6. We can't really afford to.
We can't afford to get that wrong.
He's a speculative pick, isn't he?
Yeah,
but he
we
could
can't-
be.
We cannot afford to get that wrong.
No, we can't afford speculative picks either.
No, we
we,
can't.
we need starters at this point.
It has to be a player that we could at least put in.
I quite like Kamara,
7.
Kamara, Cook, and Evans. You can't. That's like
That's good.
almost. Well, maybe 1 first round and 2 early second round.
You'd be happy with that. Yeah, you
Yeah, and a
would.
16 man.
Yeah, you would. There's some more
Definitely.
questions, I think.
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah, go on. What is the question?
If Devin Singletary is available for $15, will you pull the trigger?
Yeah, we will. You know me.
No,
now.
we won't because
Yeah,
we,
we
haven't got
can't
any money.
afford it, but we will if we can. We would like to get him. Hoping we can. These are the kind of players we'll have to look at. Absolutely.
Baker
So-
Mayfield.
Yeah, can't afford it.
No, I mean
We love him, but we know he's going higher.
we are going to be in the in the bottom barrel of.
Chad Henney.
Well, not quite that bad. he doesn't even.
The Andy Dalton range.
Chad Henney doesn't even get put in the barrel.
No, okay, fair enough. We are going to be looking at low impact quarterbacks, aren't we? What are we going
Yeah,
to
we
look
can't
at?
afford 12 for Baker as much
Well,
as we
that's-
like to.
I mean, it's great value, isn't it? At 12, can't we just look? You went for 12. That's so cheap.
What budget do you give?
12 for Baker Mayfield.
What
I'm
budget
actually
do you
angry.
give to for a QB?
Ooh.
It depends on the QB.
I
Doesn't
think, given how much we've spent, it's going to have to
Yeah.
be very low, 7 or under.
I think in this one because
Yeah.
we spent quite a lot early on 3 players of our.
We just got to get a cheap
how
bargain.
many we got to fill? 60.
We have got all in here, haven't
yeah,
we? David Montgomery's been nominated. That's a shame, but he'll fly. Can we just force the price up just for fun?
Yeah, of course. He's only 17, so we could go for him if you want.
We can't. We can try. Okay, we could try.
If he goes for under 17, I'd be happy to take him. That's
Could we really afford it?
No, of course we can't.
It's up to 11.
Can't afford anything.
There's 12. Does he know what's going to happen in the game here? We're going to get to a point we can't afford it.
Everyone knows the price is wrong.
Yeah, 15. Look, they know in America, they know. 17. This is about where we're nearly out, ladies and gentlemen. It's gone up to 19. Are we going one more? We
Yeah,
have.
are. Damn right we are.
And we've got 7 seconds, 6
These
seconds,
people are
5.
desperate for a running back.
Should we go one more?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we're playing a little speculative. How many more can we go like that?
One more. I
One
think.
more then, that's
One
it.
more would be pushing it.
And that's us out.
He's bid quick, so I think
Yeah, it's us out.
he hasn't got a player yet. No, he's got a
No.
player. So yeah, it's a
Yeah,
set
it's
now.
us out.
But we bid it up, and that's what you're going to do.
That's another secret of it. It's up to 29. That's a great price, great player. It's pretty exciting, to be honest, if you can get him to 29. But you got to remember, I mean, we got Dalvin Cook for not too far off that range. Still climbing. Right, we got any more questions?
From Dan.
Yep.
What quarterbacks will you target for your budget? I'm thinking Dak, Josh Allen, and Winston.
Well, that's a fair shout.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah,
disagree.
that's a fair
actually.
shout. It probably is going to have to be something like that. Yeah, absolutely.
But the way I'm spending, it's more likely to be Nick Foles.
It's going to be somebody very cheap at $1, I think, the way
Case
Al's going.
Keenum,
We're going
Joe
to get
Flacco.
straddled with somebody. That's the fun of the auction draft.
David Montgomery went for 34, so
I
not
think
cheap.
that's still a good. It's still very good. I still believe that's a really good price.
Would you rather have him over Mike Evans?
No,
No, exactly.
no, no.
That's
Not
what
with
we
this.
got for
Not
Mike
with
Evans.
this is a big money league. We're looking to win some big cash here.
Shysters on the board, great battle, gents. Yeah, well, that Montgomery was a popular player. Well, Mike Williams, if we could get him cheap.
If you can get him for your under, what were you
Well,
looking
he's
at?
4-point PPR.
Yeah. Well, yes. I think if we're
What's
going,
his budget? 20. I mean, if we could get him our second wide receiver,
I'd be happy with that.
for like 12.
12. Okay. What's he up to now? 9. We're going to go 12. Okay, gentlemen. We're going to try and go 12. Ladies and gentlemen, 12. I don't think that's going to happen, but we're at current bid 11, current bid 12. We're going one more. Al's gone one more. I think that's us out, really, isn't it? Are you going again?
What do you reckon? Yes
yeah,
or no?
one more. Well, that's a risk, isn't it? Oh well, will we get Mike Evans for
No.
16?
Shysters has awoken.
Yeah,
Yeah, Shysters is bidding.
he had to take him.
I think we probably got to call it a day there.
Yep,
If
we
we could've
tried.
gotten cheap.
We tried. We lost. We failed. If you're new to the channel, we've got
Oh.
another watcher.
Oh, of course. Well, Dan.
Then please.
I mean, our
any
favourite,
questions, fantasy? you're
our
welcome to
favourite
throw them in.
QB
Yeah.
that we love and everyone else hates.
Yep.
Going late.
Yeah.
Always finishes quite well in top 12. Kirk Cousins. So.
Oh yeah, we happily bid for him for a couple of dollars. Happily. Yeah. Any
Yeah.
more questions?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay, good. It's always nice. Right, the next man.
Oh, we did do some late QB video, didn't we?
Yeah,
There
we
was
did.
one
It's
on the
worth
show.
watching if you get a chance. We got Roddy Anderson up next. He's going for an amazing amount of money. We maybe want him cheekily for 3.
Well, I'd go, yeah, up to 10. But he's currently injured, isn't he?
Oh, then don't bid
They said
anymore.
they're hope.
Don't bid anymore.
I am bidding.
Oh, don't bid
You told
anymore.
me to bid.
No, I didn't. I said stop.
He's ours.
You're witnessing this.
$6.
No, we don't want him for 6.
We do. $6.
Oh, good.
Ah.
He's been overbid. I don't want him on any team I've got. Please, don't do that to my
I
team.
can see you in 2 minds. So Robbie Anderson.
No, let it go. Let's get a better wide receiver. Target Emmanuel Sanders. We know we both like him. Come on.
Yeah, but you
It's
know,
comedy value watching me flounder here, I think.
he's a big girl. I don't know what's the matter with him.
Yeah, because I want to win.
So do I.
Yeah, but I don't want to get. I don't want. You know,
We've already
quality.
got 3 of our 60 with
Yeah. Well, yeah.
with a mighty
How much the budget? have we got?
43 left.
43 left. A big budget, isn't it?
And 43
Let's make the
players
best-
to get.
Make the best of it. Make the best budget win. It's cheap, but he's not that great a player. So that gives us hope for Sanders to go for 12 or 13.
Adam Whittaker, did you get on the Dolphins' worst record this season? I read about it at Discord at 6-1. Unfortunately, we'd gone home. It's still 9-2 with Bet365. I mean, they are a team that's tanking the Dolphins, so
Yeah,
I still
definitely.
think 9-2 is a good price. I was having a look looking around today, see if I could see a better price, and I couldn't. So
I think 9-2 is a fair price.
9-2 is worth a tenner.
Well, Aaron Jones-
whatever you want.
Aaron Jones is up and he's cheap.
No, he isn't going to be for cheap though, is he?
No,
These people need running back, Sean.
Yeah, we need to bid that up a little bit here.
Of course we
We're
do.
going to have to force the price up.
His price is 40.
Yeah.
I'm bidding 25.
Al's gone straight in, 125. We can't afford that, but we're still bidding it anyway.
Of course we are. There's people still bidding.
And we're currently winning it.
No, we're
losing
not.
it.
We're nowhere near
No,
winning
we're
it.
winning it. No,
We
no.
just bid it up.
And that's the best way sometimes. It's a game. Al's good at that one. He likes to force the prices up, particularly when you're in the
These people are
ascendancy.
desperate for running backs, so
Yeah.
someone should bid it.
It's-
We can't.
We
We're-
can't. We're out.
we're
And
phony
he
enough for
went
that.
for a decent price.
Yeah,
Well,
31.
31's not bad for Aaron Jones. We do like him on the podcast. He's we talked about him earlier in the year.
Yeah, but that's probably about right. I mean, when you cook
And
for
he's on the bold
43,
prediction
I'd
list.
probably
We've got 9 people watching. If you're brand new to the channel, thanks for tuning in. Please send in any questions you have, and thank you for liking the video. We're up to 4 likes. I really appreciate that. I think so.
come and say hello. Ask
So
us
come
a
and say
question.
hello. Ask any fantasy related question. Cam, we're in the middle of middle of it. We're only 3 players in actually.
I think I'm right in saying it's a holiday in America today.
It is, yeah.
So
Robert Woods is up.
you said that like you're excited about it.
I was, because he's cheap.
He's cheap.
People might not
I'd
like
happily
him.
bid 10.
Okay, we'll go to 10.
He's one of them sort of boring players.
We're at 10, and we might win it.
We're not.
We're not, and that's that. I think we should go out at this point now. Are you still bidding? I hope not.
What?
You're not bidding anymore, are you? No.
Like, what are you so mad with you?
Yeah.
Come have a cheeky bid now and again.
Yeah, well, that's okay, but let's not get straddled with players. We got other targets.
I mean, who else are going to be like? I mean, you got Arizona, obviously the worst team last year, but Kyler Murray should win them a few more games. Raiders should improve. They got Jacobs, Antonio Brown.
You hope that, but in light of like we did the Andrew Luck video.
I mean, the Giants are pretty much tanking.
Yeah,
well.
we did the Andrew Luck video, and you just hope they look after Kyler Murray. I mean, that's one thing I really worry about the guy with that kind of offensive lineup. I mean, it is offensive, literally.
Well, that's what worries me about David Johnson. Not the talent, just that
just
line is
just
horrible.
terrible. You just hope they don't get him butchered and that they protect him. Anyway, 8 watchers, 4 likes. Thank you very much. Any more questions?
I will actually be going through some bets tomorrow. I've got to be going.
Robert Woods went for 25.
Yeah, that's too much.
That's pretty high.
Right, it's too much for us. I'll be going through looking for some bets. I'll put them up on the Discord channel if I see anything I like. I was going through Sky's requested bets, but then nothing really there at the moment.
Right.
There isn't much there. But you look at the lead in Russia, and Zeke's the favourite.
Kenny Golladay's up next.
Zeke's favourite to win the lead in Russia, which he would if he plays all games. But
Yeah.
we don't know that.
No.
So Derrick Henry 11-1 is rubbish, but
Yeah, it's not a bid I'm likely to follow.
no. 11 to 1's not a bad price, is it? Kenny Golladay.
It's too
Yeah,
much.
it's
Too rich now. It's already at 18. I'm afraid he's already out of our league. When you start saying
I
it
mean,
like
Detroit are going to struggle again because
Yeah.
they're three good teams.
that. Well, I
They've
think
got Vikings, Packers, and Bears.
if you're new to the channel, last year we predicted the Kenny Golladay breakout, and we really, this year we just don't see where the ceiling. The ceiling is pretty much where he is. He's been really heavily drafted in the third round. In most drafts, third, fourth round, that's quite high.
Yeah.
Just nowhere to grow from there, I don't think, and it's Detroit, isn't it? Okay, he went for 21, and that is well out of our price range. We're just waiting for the next man to nominate. And the next man, Evan Ingram.
No, we won't be touching Evan Ingram.
Tight ends are really off our radar, really, to be honest with you. So, yeah, for lots of reasons. And certainly at this price, because it's way too much rich for our blood. 6. Can't afford it, can we?
No. I mean, the good thing about the betting and the Discord channel is we put up a lot of big bets at one last year. 150 to 1 shot,
Yes,
one, an 80 to 1 shot, 100 to 1 shot, a couple of 50 to 1 shots.
Big time.
And not for many bets. So, I mean, you can go back and look at them if you want, but there's a lot of shrewd people in the Discord, and they find errors that bookmakers make, because I think as a group, we know a lot more than bookmakers do.
Yeah.
And when they make a rick, we find them, and, we bet on them.
Yep. Evan Ingram went for
Evan Ingram went for 12.
12. That's quite high.
Right.
Quite rich. Yep, not bad. Okay,
It's
so
about what you'd expect, isn't it?
yeah, we're. I mean, I guess we can't really see it very clearly at the moment. But how are our competitors doing? There's quite a few people low. A few people have got low incomes. There's a couple of people with decent amount
There's
of
a
money.
guy with 149. He's obviously going to play the I'm going to blanket the old
Yeah.
defense early with a Ramsey.
Yeah.
But yeah,
There's quite a few teams that are a little bit limited. I mean, actually, 43. I don't feel so bad actually compared to some of the teams out there. We've got a good chance to snap up some decent blood at the end of this draft. Actually.
Yeah, I mean the betting isn't even just limited to NFL. There's lots of it. There's horse racing. John bets on Nigerian third division football games. I don't know where he.
And remarkably accurate at that. So
he is. He's very good at it. I don't know where he finds these things from.
Yeah.
But,
fabulous, really. So if you're into any of that stuff,
James
it's worth
White in PPR. I think if you could get him for 3, that's a stupid price. At 4.
Yeah, that's all right for 4. I doubt we'll get him, but you never know.
I think 6 is worth it.
Well, we're not getting him for 6, are we?
No.
No.
I don't know, 8. I don't know if I could hit the button on 8.
No, it's going up a bit more. Let's just.
So they're going to have a break after this.
Yeah. They're having a break.
Well, on the.
What the commissioner's going to have a little break, is he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Here we go.
Okay. Yeah.
Mark Lewis got a question. Does Larry Fitz have any value now? Or are the younger wide receivers in Arizona the players to target with Kyler Murray?
He still has a value for this year. This is the final throw of the dice for Larry Fitzgerald. This is his final year. I think they want him to go out the way that they would hope that they can let this living legend go, and I hope that's somewhere between 80 to 85 catches for this season, which is pretty bold, but I think that's what they're hoping that he can do.
I mean, you've got to think about it. These young wide receivers, they're not going to be involved early. I think because they've got Crabtree as well, an experienced vet. They've got Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald is still the best wide receiver.
Christian Kirk is the guy that's arguably the 2. So
well, I don't know. I think
Andy
Fitzgerald and Crabtree.
Well, I still think it's Kirk. I think
you've got Keyshawn Johnson as well.
But as you say, all bets are off now that Crabtree's gone there. So yeah,
Larry Fitz is definitely number 1, and I think he's going that late now. He's a value. He's a value to target. I took him 130th, 40th pick on Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm definitely happy to take him in PPR leagues. He's not costing you anything now to find
Nothing
out.
at all.
So
Yeah, absolutely. So good question.
he's a very sneaky bit, Larry.
So
Fitz,
we've only still got 3 players, Al.
Larry Fitz. I mean, just to carry on the point.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, carry on the point, please.
Don't
Larry
worry about
Fitz,
him.
carry on the point. Yeah.
Larry Fitz. I mean, he is an elite wide receiver. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Great player.
Yeah.
Um,
Great work ethic.
He
Good team
He
player.
was banged up last year, so
Yeah.
he's got excuses for putting in and the team was terrible, worst team in the league. So I don't see how he could be any worse than last year. And you're paying last year's value, really. So
Yeah, and that's sometimes good.
And there's an upside there.
Yeah, it's kind of, I
He never
suppose.
drops anything, does he?
I think the question probably is simply this: is the reality is where he's going in drafts. You have to ask the question: is there better upside players out there? And there might well be actually at those points of draft when he's going. But sometimes, depending on the group, that team you have, having players like him as a depth player are worth it. So you just have to weigh those kind of things up. Okay, so where are we at the moment? Who's been nominated? Who's he been paused?
Where are we in general?
We've got paused.
In life?
Yeah.
Well, they're just having a quick break, aren't they? So,
Okay, we've got we're back
so
to
who else could be
six
the
watches.
worst team in football this year if it's not the Dolphins? I mean, Dolphins traded away their best tackle, so that hurts people.
Giants have to be in the contention of
Yeah.
being pretty poor.
But they've got Barkley, not Kenyon
Yeah,
Drake.
but the problem is this is the issue. Is as much as you have got Barkley, and as much as he's brilliant, if your whole focal point is that, and everybody knows that, and you've got nothing really that they're frightened of, does this put him under tremendous risk as they try to put the load on his shoulders?
Yeah.
I worry about that. I
Yeah.
wonder if his best years are going to be wasted there. It's a real shame. Tremendous talent, but we'll see. Maybe one bad year, but will lead on to great things. Who knows?
Thanks, Dan. Thanks for popping into the thing, and
Thanks for watching.
the video will be uploaded to YouTube, the actual proper video where you can see the screen. Apologies that you can't. I mean, that was the intention, but
Yeah,
unfortunately, it didn't work out that way.
we'll just have to keep you informed.
We will learn as we go.
As I say, the league has currently been paused by the manager. Probably taken a comfort break. That's completely understandable. We probably should do the same, but we can't because we have to keep.
Well, you can.
No, I can't.
I'll
could
just
dare.
have a few.
I dare leave the screen in case he
Very-
bids on somebody.
a
That
few
I,
cheeky.
yeah, cheeky bids on anybody. You could pick up anybody. You never know what might happen if I leave this room.
Come on, you'll be alright.
Oh yeah, I don't think so.
We've got
Don't
loads
think-
of money.
No.
These are all cheap players now. We've got the money for these.
Have we?
Kenyon
43.
Drake, we could afford
Well, let's have a
him.
little recap. Let's just go through for the benefit of those
Actually,
that can't
let's-
see the screen.
Let's just have a look while we.
Yeah.
This is always worth it. Let's see who's wrongly valued, because sometimes people like Darwin Thompson 0.
Happy to get him for cheap.
Yeah.
Darrell Henderson, love to get
Jama-
him cheap.
Jalen Samuels,
Love to get him cheap. So that's the kind of targets we should be looking at.
Frank Gore would be alright for $1
Yeah.
because Damien Harris, another one.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's quite a lot
Christian
of
Wade made the practice squad, didn't he?
Yeah, but it literally is uneligible to actually take part this year if you read the small print.
What do you mean?
They'd have to activate him for the practice squad. That's not as simple as it sounds if you read the small print of the NFL
Well,
rules.
Why can't they activate? Why can't they activate him? People
Because
can steal him from the practice squad.
They
can't
could, but that's a different thing. So there's a few rules in play there.
Yeah, always have a look about who they priced up wrong.
Anybody there that you takes your
I mean,
fancy?
Debo Samuel, who'd be alright for 0 for a stash player.
Yeah.
Demarius Thomas signed back with the Pats today. So again, I wouldn't mind him. They say Damian Willis is starting week 1, although he could start 3 weeks running if Green's out.
A lot of people out there don't have a lot of money. There are only a few teams that have got some serious cash left. There's a lot of teams that are quite low on funds, isn't there?
Yeah, I don't.
Let's have a look at some questions. Is there any more that have come through? It looks like there might be one there, Al.
Oh,
You have our ear, so do throw the questions in.
Andy's telling you to leave it to me. See, he's a wise man.
Jesus
Welcome, Andy. Thanks
Christ,
for-
Andy, don't say that, please, Andy.
God, he'd never let me spend the money.
Andy, we can't have this. We just can't. Sorry. Please don't do it.
We'd have 16 players for $1 if it was down to Sean.
Yeah, we would, and that'd be a great team and have a bit of money left for the bank. Is that how it works? Auctions? Oh no, it's not. No. Never mind.
What do you mean? You've got to spend it while you're young. Jeff George, welcome to the channel. Thanks for the question. He says he has Aaron Jones, David Montgomery, Marlon Mack, James White, Matt Breeder, and Devin Singletary as RBs.
Lovely.
Jones has a terrible matchup week 1, which he does against the Chicago defense.
Yeah.
Do I sit Jones and plug in Weiss and Breeder?
Breedy, yes.
What sort? I mean, if it's full point PPR, I wouldn't touch White. Is it full point PPR, Jeff? If you could just let us know the scoring.
I like the idea of putting Breeder in. That's for
I
sure.
like Breeder. Breeder is one of the most underrated running backs in the league. I think he's the best one in. People will tell you Tevin Coleman's the number 1, and he probably is, but he's not a runner between the tackles. Breeder's a runner between the tackles.
And Tevin Coleman has never taken the load. He's always worked with an alternative
half
back.
point PPR, so it's the middle ground.
Well, that's okay. I'd still go with Breeder first. That's the first thing.
Well, he's loaded at wide
Yeah,
receiver.
you've got great-
He's got David Montgomery,
I mean, I'm happy to plug him in straight away.
Marlon
So
Mack,
yeah,
Breeder, Singletary. I mean,
yeah.
you probably wouldn't. I mean, they said today Singletary be eased in, so
Well,
I'd watch him week 1.
Yeah, I've always thought, we've said this on the channel, it's our bold prediction breakout. A few weeks ago, we'd have been snapping anybody's hand off to say he's part of a committee, frankly. But what we know is this talent will rise to the top, and I'm absolutely convinced a few weeks into the season, the hot hand is him, and that's what will happen. But at the moment, as Al says, just let it, don't take any risks if you don't have to. Just see how the
I'm not
snap
sure
counts go.
who of Indy have got week 1, to be honest.
Okay, let's move on. There are more questions, and it's still on a pause draft.
Yeah,
so.
Andy just joined us. He's just asking who we draft. We've only drafted 3 players, Andy. It's an auction.
Could you believe we've been actually going for 85 minutes and we've drafted 3 players?
Yeah, and
But 3 good players. We've managed to get Alvin Kamara, Dalvin Cook, and Mike Evans so far, leaving us a budget of 43.
so we spent 81 on Kamara.
Yeah.
Barkley went for 94, so we didn't think that was too bad. It's 4-point PPR, so
Big money league, as you probably saw from the title.
we spent 43 on Dalvin Cook because we think he's going to be a 3-down back, and Mike Evans for 33. We're now going to try and fill up with bargains for the rest. So
yep. More questions there, it looks like.
yeah, I mean, I'll get your point, Jeff, about hating to sit Jones even against the best defense. And I think I'd probably play him, to be honest. It's a tough one. It really is a tough one, though, against Chicago.
You've got to remember, first game, Thursday night, and the issue is going to be that defenses generally start hotter than offenses. I know it's Green Bay, but let's take a step back and dial back a bit. There's been a lot of issues in that Green Bay offense in the locker room outside the season. There's a few question marks. I think I'd rather err on the side of caution a little bit here. He's loaded. His team is loaded. So you've got some options there.
You have got lots of choices.
You've got a great situation.
I think I would go Jones. They said they're going to get him more involved in the passing game.
So you roll the dice and see how it
Jamal
plays
Williams
out.
has been injured all off season, so
Al's going to roll with the studs there, so that probably
I
answers
think
your question.
if you've got the studs, you play them.
Yeah.
And even against and just hope you get a touchdown and 80 yards or something, and then you're happy, aren't you? And a few catches as well.
Indeed. Yeah.
Like I say, I think Jamal Williams being injured all off season means Jones is going to get a. He was knocked up as well, but
yeah, he's going to get great.
There's only him and Dexter Williams, who's a rookie, so.
Okay, right. We're still on pause. We're not quite sure how long this pause is going to last. A bit frustrating.
I think they're asking if we're ready.
Oh, we're ready to go. No, we've been keeping them. They should have been watching our channel. They would have known we were ready. Right, let's see what comes next. If you've got more questions, send them in. Thank you for those so far, and please do like the video. It does help us, and we really appreciate it.
Who else did you manage to get as wide receivers, Jeff? Because that's a really nice running back call there. I'd be very interested to know who you managed to get as your receiver calls, because you've nailed it with the running backs, definitely.
Certainly has. To think we've been drafting for that length of time, we've got 3 players. So it's kind of normal.
88 minutes in.
Yeah, that's great. Feeling good. Feeling confident. Oh, yeah. We're ready to go. Come on, Commissioner. Unpause and let's see what happens next. We've got some targets. Let's see if we can capitalise on any of those bargain buckets. KFC replacement players.
Oh, yeah. I mean, who are we looking at now?
It's ones we've already said, and we would like to get Emmanuel Sanders for a few reasons to go as a wide receiver.
He shouldn't be a lot. Oh, here we go. We're back up and running.
Let's see what's nominated next. And they don't have a lot of money either, so it won't. They'll probably try and put someone up.
Who does have a lot of money?
Matt Breida, good pick.
Matt Breida, yeah.
That's a good pick.
Can't resist a bit of Matt Breida.
Yeah, he's popular, isn't he?
I could get him for. Sorry, if we could get him.
If we could, yeah. You'll notice I'm left out of the equation. That's fair enough. How's? What are you thinking?
5.
5. That's probably fair. If we could
Or
get
bid 6, 8.
Are you willing to go 9? Just one more. Let's do one more. See if we can get him for 9. It is a bit risky with 43, but
I don't know. He's way over his budget.
Yeah, but a great player. We love him though, don't we?
Underrated.
He's gone, and that's
team.
it for us. This is the kind of risk you have to take. We've got to force someone else's budget a little bit here. So
yeah, at least. Well, I mean, he's paid double the. He's paid over double.
It looks like he's going to go there for 11. That's a good bargain for 11, and for a team that's in real trouble now.
We want like the Matt Breida wide receivers.
Yeah,
it's 4-point BPR.
Yeah,
Sterling Shepard.
Oh no, we can't do it.
He's going to get a lot of targets.
I couldn't care less. It's the Giants. I don't want any part of it. Really don't want any part of it. It scares me, to be honest with you. I want to have a fun fantasy season. I can't be rooting for him. There's Cooper Cup. He's up on next on the list. Have we got an issue there? Is that
I don't know.
is the video stopped running? I hope no. It seems to be running nicely on mine. It seems to be going quite well. It's just on yours it stopped. So
I'll just refresh it.
we'll have to refresh there. Just see if any more questions have come through.
Keep an eye on who Cooper Cup's going here.
We've only got a few people watching now, and that's understandable because we've been going for a long length of time. But thank you for those that have watched. And if you are leaving the stream, don't be frightened. Please do put a like up, and thank you for tuning in.
Cooper Cup for 13? No, 16.
Yeah, he's out of our price range, isn't he? Let's be fair.
Everyone's out of our price range,
Yeah.
to be fair.
I think we're done on that. So that's that. Okay, so we'll wait. Oh, it's still moving. 17.
Yeah, well, he's...
That's a good price.
29.
Yeah, he'll probably go well under
He's
that.
the best wide receiver left on the board.
And he's going to go for that. Yep, that's cheap.
It's our
Isn't it?
turn to nominate a player. Well, DJ Moore, I'm not a big fan of.
No,
Let's get
so
someone
nominate.
spending on him, shall we?
Yeah. Oh, we just hope we don't win him for $1. That would be scary.
Oh, I'd take him for $1.
Yeah, it won't happen though, will it?
No.
No, it hasn't
He'll go
happened.
for 12,
Yeah.
13, I reckon.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's the name alone will often sell players in auction. It's often what you find. Thank you for those leaving, and thank you for the likes. That's really appreciated. It's got to the critical part of the draft. DJ Moore still climbing. Yeah, it's quite interesting. He's going for that kind of price. Amazing what the name does, isn't it? And to think what Cooper Cup went for, and he's going for what, 15? That's quite remarkable, really.
Oh, he's 16 now.
16. That's quite remarkable. 17. It's climbing. I can't believe he's holding as much value as Cooper Cup. Near enough. It's quite remarkable, that. Don't you find?
Yeah, but I think a lot. He's a fashionable player in his second year. He's entitled to improve. So
Any more questions?
No questions. So let's concentrate. Let's see if we can get some bargains.
Okay. Let's see who next comes up. Right, so let's see. We are now looking at Damien Williams. Now, this is a player you do like, isn't it? If he was cheap.
Yeah, cheap.
But
we
he's
can play
not.
him in our flex.
But he's not going to go cheap, is he?
His draft value's 9.
Yeah, but he
I'd
should
take
go.
him for 9.
He will go higher than that. Surely.
21.
Oh yeah, that's.
Oh, I nearly hit
He nearly hit the.
Oh, dear. I don't think Sean would have been happy with that.
He nearly hit the button. Oh, it was going up by 1.
You know, one of them things where you just hit bid and it just appears.
That would have been bad. We couldn't afford it, really.
I think he probably is worth this. I think he is. A pre-draft value of 9's wrong. I know McCoy's there now.
Yeah, but it's gone up past that
even
now.
if they're splitting the role in
It's
that
24 now.
that offense.
We go for the cheaper men. 25. It's still climbing now.
Right, Mark. Good question, Mark. Knowing what we know now, can you rank your top 5 rookies considering their current situation? So do you mean if you were taking them in dynasty at this point? So what with the
Well, look,
Harry news?
I'm not giving up on N'Keal Harry. I've always believed he's a 2-year project player, so I still rate him.
So
in
no,
that
go
top.
in order. So who would be your number 1?
Well, let's get out the draft Bible. It's been there since the beginning.
Damien
of the year.
Williams still going up, 29.
Let's just pull that out of the bag. Let's have a little look at my little list. Well, definitely. Well, knowing what we know now, that's a fair question. So we have to go on that information. So we know N'Keal Harry is injured. So we can't really put him on the list,
Would
can
you
we?
have Josh Jacobs at 1?
No, I wouldn't. No.
David Montgomery?
It's David Montgomery at 1 for sure. I do like N'Keal Harry, but obviously in light of everything we know, we can't put him in the 5. That's obvious because he's injured. So that's that. But I've always looked at him as 2-year prospect, and he may come back this year. So we'll see. I think. Yeah, I had on my list, in truthfulness, as Al will know, I had Singletary inside the top 5 since January. But that's not what you have to pay the price for. But
Henderson, would you have him?
I'd have Henderson in it. I've had Singletary in that top 5. I'd put Miles Sanders in that top 5.
But he's a player you weren't keen on originally.
But he's growing into the role that you would hope to see. Then it gets more dicey at that point. Those 4, I would probably put.
DK Metcalf.
Not a fan, to be honest. Not a fan. I'm going to put Harry.
Injured.
I'm going to put Harry at the 5, even with the injury, and I still believe in 2 years we're going to see a very special player. So I'm going to stick with that. That's my 5.
Okay, there you go. Who would be yours, Mark? How would you rank them?
That's a great question. Thank you for that, Mark. And thank you for watching along with us. We really appreciate it. We've missed probably some action.
No, we missed Matt Ryan for 10.
For 10, we weren't really going to be able to
We
afford
can't
that.
get
We can't
involved.
get into a quarterback battle for 10.
No.
That's out. Too rich for our brother.
Hugh Johnson will go for too much as well.
Yeah.
Although he's full-point PPR.
Just let it
And
go.
he's only got to beat out...
Let it go.
It's not frozen. What are you...
It is let it go. It's not, you've got to let it go. Can't. It's higher than you think now. Look at that. Are you happy bidding that?
No.
No, exactly.
14.
14 we can't. It's too rich for our blood.
And he'll go even higher because.
And yes,
he's
he has.
flavour of the month.
There's a couple of people bidding on him, and we're quite happy for them to waste.
Well,
he's up to 21.
Houston have got one of the worst O-lines in football as well. Although they did
22 now.
They did get Tunsil, didn't they? Which again hurts my losing Tunsil left tackle. That really hurts my running game.
Says it all about the tank?
Yeah, but they're getting picks for the future. So
yeah, worrying time.
I don't know. I don't mind as a Miami fan. At least when the draft comes along, you'll have a high pick.
Absolutely, yeah. That all helps.
You'll have a few first rounders, so it'll be exciting.
He's stuck at 24, is that right? There? Duke Johnson.
Well, if he went for 26, that's not right.
That's not right. Sorry, apologies.
Carlos Hyde, talking the devil. The other Houston running back.
And we don't want any piece of this now.
What?
We don't want any piece of this now.
You say that?
I do say that, and I'm sticking to it. You're bidding, haven't you?
No. Oh, I think 3. 3's all worth it.
We could get a straddle. That could be really important. No, we haven't.
Could be really important.
Charlton's been suspended again. Why? Oh, it's back on. I was going to say what? Because we bid 3 on Carlos Hyde. Don't suspend the draft commissioner. It's not worth it, please. Right, what are we on? It's current bid.
What are we on? That's 4. A good question.
Well, I've got to keep drinking Coke. That's what I'm going to have to do. But it's gone up to 6. It's way out of our price league. Sorry for those watching in.
What do you think of? Houston for this year. Which one of the out of Duke and Carlos Hyde? Because they're a bit of a ropey duo, aren't they?
Oh,
I like Duke as a receiver.
Well, I think we have to be honest. Look, the thing is when Lamar Miller pretty much had the role to himself, he was worth 160 points in standard every single year safely. If Carlos Hyde had the role to himself, you would probably argue it's probably close to that. Given the fact he's splitting it, I don't think he's worth more than about 120.
I prefer Duke in PPR, but he's going too high for me.
No, it's just not worth it.
Especially with Carlos Hyde.
None of them here have really got any kind of value that I'm looking at, to be honest with you. So, anyway,
here
here we
Carlos
are.
Hyde went for 10.
It's a reasonably good price, but...
Oh, he's just been... It's your favourite, Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, and we're not bidding on him.
What?
We're not...
13!
He's got to
stay away from the keyboard. Do not hit it. Don't breathe.
Don't touch anywhere near the keyboard.
Don't even breathe on that button.
I can't believe he's going up in price. It's mental. I hope he goes. He's going up higher.
What the
hell? The American League. I'm sorry.
Have they watched Miami?
Is it America? I mean, I'd rather get the backup. Really. It's still climbing. 17. I can't believe it. Somebody's mad. Somebody wants a bit of Kenyon. Which bit? I don't know. But
do you think we should get involved?
No, we don't. 17. That's brilliant.
Oh, that's good news for us.
Good news for everyone else. Great news that. When you're wasting money now, they must be tired. It is a marathon.
Well, that's the thing, though, because we took 2 of the good RBs in a 16-team league. People are going to be desperate to get
Start getting desperate.
And you look at who's left, and you think, "Well, shit, I've got to get someone."
Yeah, it's true.
The Bills defense.
Well, if you are new to the channel, you can send in any fantasy questions you like. I think have we had any more come in?
Yeah, I think most of the UK guys are probably asleep now. Fair play if you're still awake.
Fair play. So. I mean, I've only got to start in about 20 minutes.
Sean's working tomorrow.
Very early, but here we are, still fighting on.
It's currently 20 to midnight in the UK,
and we still believe this is going to go on for a while.
We've got 3 of our 16 players.
What time's the draft going to finish?
So Sean will be going straight to work from here.
No, I hope not. I have to get going at a certain time.
Bill's defence went for 2. Well,
yeah, that's fair, but not that we really worry about those kind of bargains.
We can't afford to, especially for the Bills defence.
We had a question there or not?
Yeah.
I keep asking that, but yeah.
I'll tell you if there's a question. Don't worry.
Will Fuller, good player, but not for PPR.
And there's a comment in the actual chat in the draft saying, "Hey, my hometown team, Miami, sucks ass."
Says it all.
Sucks ass, I should say.
So yes, says it all. Yeah,
we don't want to be.
No strikes for that. No.
Will Fuller.
No.
$4.
$4 Will Fuller. Yeah, it's about right. We don't want any piece of that.
I'll do it for $4. I might.
Take your chance.
Do I?
Too late. That was cheap. It's too late.
Yeah,
we've got to wait for that. That was cheap.
Yeah,
that's the kind of bargain we need.
Although we need people who are going to play every week.
Yeah, that's the problem. The injury issues are the key here, aren't they?
It's a good bargain though, $4. That's the sort of thing we're looking at.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be looking at a few of those, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Very soon. We're going to be looking at a $1 quarterback. $1.
I'm going to make you draft Marlon Mack.
I mean, he should go for a decent price.
No, we'd look gone. I bet that
Yeah, but he should go.
He's
for
the
a
best
decent
running back
price.
left,
He
though,
probably
that's
is. Should we just bid it up?
No,
No,
there's going
he's
to be a
not.
fight. The fight's already on. He's past his pre-draft value.
Yeah, it's true.
Actually, he isn't quite. He is.
He is now. Let's leave that.
But
It's
these two are
climbing.
going to bid because
They need a running back.
we've thinned
It's
the
up
pool
to
of-
16. It's
of-
climbing 17. It is climbing. You are right. I wonder if it'll go to sort of 22, 23. Do you think that's likely?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. It's up to
Right.
20. It's up to 22. Will it climb a bit more? It's holding at 22. No, it's up to 24. So, yeah,
He
There's
got 9 touchdowns last year, 908 yards.
it's up to
Marlon,
28. They are desperate. I was right. These running backs at the end. We'll probably nominate running backs to try and force the market up a bit.
Well,
I think,
well, exactly. Yeah, we want people spending them.
spending any running back that's got any value. He went for 28, I think that was in the end. I just missed the
Yeah,
last bit.
28,
28. That's not bad. And pretty good. We got another new watcher watching, I think. Unless somebody else has rejoined us. We got a question in.
Okay. Thanks, Mark. Drake or Ballage then? Neither excites, but
Well, I always
who
go
would
for
you take if you had to?
yeah, Ballage. I always go for the cheaper price when it's a mixed and horrible backfield because you don't feel as bad if it doesn't work. That's the way I look at it.
Darius Guice.
So I think that's the best piece of advice out there, really. Just if you've got a messy backfield situation like this, you go with a cheap option in your drafts because if anything works out more than you think, you haven't paid a big price for it. It doesn't cost you.
Talking about paying a big price.
Yeah,
Darius Guice.
no, he's up to 10.
Big
He's-
price, Darius.
No chance. I think you've got some great rhymes.
Yeah, I
Look
think.
at this. It's the Eminem of drafting.
I mean,
Right,
Drake,
here. I
Drake,
feel privileged to be in the room with him.
I think they'll share the role anyway, and they're going to be terrible game scripts in Miami because they're going to be.
It's still climbing.
They're
What's
clear-
going on here?
Because people are desperate for running backs. I told you.
Yeah, that's what we're going to be throwing
I've
a
been
few
telling
more
you.
in. I know you've been telling me, but I haven't been listening to you.
It's all
I mean,
right.
you're allowed to tell me as much as you like, but I'm not going to listen.
Yeah, I think Ballage out of the two if I had to draft one, but Drake will be involved as well.
Yeah, it's a scary
And
situation.
neither
right?
of them, a poor game scripts, a poor team.
And a tanking team does not
Yeah.
not make you happy drafting them. But if you pay a very cheap price for Ballage, then it's okay.
No, either's cheap, or either's okay for
Okay,
cheap.
what did the last player go for? Darius Guice.
He went for 18.
And we're happy to see someone spend $18 on that person. That's
Yeah.
great. Okay, so let's see what's up next. And we're
Thanks for
waiting-
the questions, Mark.
Brilliant
It was,
question. And we are waiting for the next man up, and it is Ben Roethlisberger. And it's a great quarterback, but I think, again, the bidding war is likely to be out of our league, although Al has bid a cheeky 2, and that's gone. I presume we're leaving that alone now.
What?
Well, you know, it's up
Yeah,
to
we're leaving it
6.
alone
We
now.
can't afford it.
He's only worth 2 pre-draft value.
Yeah, but he's up to 6.
Yeah, we're not touching it there.
You know, that's big.
Got to bid people
That's
up.
big price now. If
7.
you're watching 7, if you're watching $7, this is how desperate we've got. It's a big money stake league. We're worried about $7. That's how bad the team is.
We don't need to. Not worried at all.
It's up to 10. That's a big price actually for Ben Roethlisberger at this stage of the draft. Some people, you know, but they're really cashing in on last year's value. There's a lot of quarterbacks still out there. What do you think now?
I think the
11.
fucking Peaky Blinders have been in a few punch-ups.
I think so, and they've just got him for 11. That's a lot at this stage.
It
of
is
the
for a
draft. It
$2
is.
quarterback.
Yeah.
Although it is a 16-team league,
But still,
that's a lot.
that's a lot when you think what you're going to have to pay. Although we're happy to see them spend some money, that team.
That's Dan, isn't it? I think Dan's
He's got
Dan is the commissioner.
yeah, he's got a lot of value still in his team, so we'll see how it plays out.
Dak Prescott.
Yeah, and that's a clever idea. We're happy to do a
I
cheeky
bid 4 for him.
yeah, and we might win him at 4. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I want to be happy.
4 could be our starting quarterback. 4, it's not.
Okay.
It almost was our starting quarterback for $4, but it's not. I don't think we can go any more.
Ben-
He's up to 6.
Dan's comment after drafting Ben Roethlisberger for 11 is I feel dirty. Really, really dirty. I think that's fair enough.
I think that's right.
Welcome to the $20 club.
It is that.
That's it. We're rich compared to some teams.
We are, yeah.
Actually,
We're okay.
yeah.
We're not
I mean,
great.
There's somebody with 100. There's only one team with 100,
Well, you'd be
and he's got
rather,
exactly 100.
you'd rather be in our situation with 3 studs, wouldn't you?
I don't know. It depends if they got eight good players. I don't know.
We don't know what they've got.
Wrong.
Can we just check a couple of the teams? What kind of players some
Cam
teams?
Newton.
We're not going for him.
$2.
Oh, for
$3.
God's sake. We don't want him.
No, I've just been.
I know that, but thanks for doing it. Well, can we look at some of the other teams, what they've got? I mean, that team that's spent 100, what have they got left?
How many have they got? They got more players than us.
Yeah.
They got Montgomery, Mack, Williams, and Golladay. Well, let's have a look at the
Yeah,
ones
well,
that
that's
have spent.
okay.
So
Yeah,
he's got
no.
Roethlisberger, Fournette, DeAndre Hopkins and Smith Schuster. So
That's pretty
two
good.
nice wide receivers. That's
Yeah.
why he's got no money. This guy's 94 on Barker, 63 on Hill. So he's had to sit and watch for a bit like us.
Yeah. And I mean, that's a good strategy. He's got some good players there. Can't argue with that strategy. That's quite a good team. But it's not how you start in these drafts, it's how you finish. And the key will be what type of depth we can get for real cheap. Hopefully we need to muscle out $1, $2 bids. That's where it's going to have to be, isn't it? That could be hard to do in a league like this. With everybody with low value. With able to bid 3s and cheeky 4s.
Jared Cook, not interested at that price.
No.
Any tight end, really.
Not with these kind of prices. Yeah, we're at a really interesting part of the draft now. I guess it's moved into the phase where everybody will start nominating players they really still do not want and hoping that people will take them even for $7, $8 and cripple themselves in the process, which is the key. And he's went for Jared Cook.
9.
I think that's very high. I mean, I know...
About right. It's about his value, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's tough at this point in the draft, isn't it? A lot of teams, low values. Let's see what happens. Who's the next man up nomination?
Just waiting. Latavius Murray. I don't know what to make of Latavius Murray. I've never liked him as a player. He's always slow in a plodder.
I think in a PPR league,
But
I think this
he's
is
got
a
a
big,
great opportunity.
yeah, this is a big issue, isn't it? I think here this is not great, is it? I mean,
don't
he'll probably
know.
go cheap. I
If
think
he-
he'll go for under 10.
If he gets the Ingram role,
Do you think he'll get under 10?
he,
He's at 8.
his value's 2?
Yeah.
And he's at 9. It's far too much, I'll say. I mean, we need wide receivers.
He's at now at current bid 10. I think this is about the money, so we'll see what happens. I think somebody will get him for that.
I mean, the players I like.
He is
We
now
like
gone
him
up to 11. That's really where it starts to get a bit rich for me.
Emmanuel Sanders is $6. So
I
if we
want
can get
him.
him anywhere near that. AJ Green.
Yeah, it is a bargain if we can
8.
get him cheap.
You can get him.
You did go for 11, Latavius.
Someone like Crowder who might catch a lot of passes.
This is
And-
kind of
and
where we're
Adam
at. We're,
Humphries.
we're having to now guess
Adam Humphries.
correctly. Yes, it is good value here.
Well, not here. But
Well, yeah. Well, you've got our ear, so if you are listening in and we appreciate you watching, don't be afraid to send in those questions.
Hunter Henry.
We don't want any piece of that for a tight end, do we?
No.
And again, his name seems to always. I mean, I
He's a
think
good player, though,
he
isn't
is
he?
a good player, but he'll probably go
Good tight
over.
end.
Probably go over the value you
He's
think.
still young as well.
He's at 7 at the moment. Bid is still climbing up to 8, 10 now. So there's a bit of a fight going on. Well, 9 actually. There's a bit of a fight going on for him.
Yeah, we can't afford any fights really.
No, we're not. There will be the odd player, but it's going to have to be some risks. When you look at the nomination list, there are some nice players coming up on that list.
And the best thing about it is they might be in our price
They might be
There's
in
not
the
many
price
that are.
range. It might. It's a
I mean,
speculative price range right
so
now.
no
that's
one's
for sure.
no one's over 100 now. There's 99's the top. It's the Ducky Shin Crackers.
Yeah.
Your turn to nominate. Who do we not like?
It's got to be a running back. Let's look at the running back list very quickly. We
it-
want to put up a running back that's going to harness some value,
We
not
don't wanna
him,
put Devin
not
Singh.
players that we like. So have a look at the
About
list.
Eckler
Perfect. Yeah, that's a great one.
in PPR.
Yeah,
There'll
perfect
be a
one.
few people keeping an eye on him, I reckon.
Yeah, that's the right one to put up, and we hope that the price will fly. And it's already up to 7. Is that
Yeah.
right? 2, sorry.
So
Put-
all,
put it-
all the way up to 2.
Whack it up to 7.
Oh, don't worry. People are bidding already. His
6,
pre-draft value's 5. You know he's
7,
going to go for more than that. With the
8.
Gordon news.
Yeah, there's a few people playing the $1 game, and somebody might shift the price up quickly. 10. Yeah,
There
this
used
is-
to be someone I first drafted with when auctions. There used to be that bloke, that troll Adrian Peterson, that was a tight end somewhere, and someone would put him up.
Oh, there's always somebody.
There's always someone who'd
There's
be
a
two people
Mark,
bidding him up to
isn't
70.
there somewhere in the list of the auction draft somebody called Mark Barkley or something? So you put him up number 1. Everybody thinks it's.
Just need to hack in and change the picture. I think there's a troll David Johnson as well.
Oh, it's horrible. Still climbing.
Yeah, Eckler 60. See,
It's about
I told
right.
you people are desperate.
Yeah, 4 seconds. Will it go up a bit more? 17. Yeah, they did. That's where we're at. They're trying to get it cheaper.
I mean, his pre-draft value's 5. I mean, that is wrong though. It should be more than
And
that.
he's going to go for that. 17. It's good. I think that's a good price actually.
Yeah.
It's part of the draft. Good price. Thank you for those tuning in. Really appreciate it. You are welcome to throw in any questions like fantasy wise. We'll do our best to answer them for you. We're in the middle, although it feels longer than the middle, of a long $250 auction league draft. We've only drafted 3 players, and we're at have $43 left.
Yeah, loads.
Loads of money. And we've got
Yeah, Tevin
Alvin
Coleman.
Kamara, Dalvin Cook, and Mark Evans. Mike Evans. Mark. Who's Mark Evans?
I
He's
don't know,
a
you're making
new
stuff up.
subscriber. I've just invented him.
Devin Coleman, he's out of our price.
Price range. We haven't got a price range,
We have got to start making a few moves, I think, soon.
but we can't afford them. Let's just remember that.
We can.
We just need to wait.
We're in about 6th or 7th or 8th for money, so we're at middle of the pack for money. I
If we
think.
could just wait a little bit longer.
Actually,
just
how many are below us? 1, 2,
Not many.
3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 teams below us.
On the 16 team, you know,
yeah, so
you
that's
can't
right.
make many moves on that, frankly. One big bid and we're out. I mean, that's it. We'll be sitting here forever. Wait for $1 players. Let's just keep doing what we're
waiting
doing.
for Mark Walton to come up.
No, that's not. I'd rather draft someone else.
Just leave it blank.
Yeah, it'd be probably easier to leave it blank, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Don't forget Dare Ugumbawale.
Oh, exactly. Okay, so here we go again. Kirk
Yeah.
Cousins is up, and
I've bid for 2 for him.
yeah, 2 would be happy to get him for 2, but he's
About
now
3.
no. We
No.
we need to conserve.
It's not like 2's a lot, is it?
3's not a lot, I suppose. You think 3? We might get him for 3. No, we
Yeah,
didn't.
4.
Well, that's
Well, we
that.
bid him up enough. The pre-draft value was 0.
Yeah,
Let's just check what quarterbacks are left. Actually, that's
there's quite a few.
a lot better.
There's a
ones.
lot better ones out there. We'll wait.
Yeah.
We went for 4, didn't he?
Mm.
Okay.
Wasn't
4 it
bad-
is.
Wasn't a bad price.
Thank you
for
Thank you for watching. We've got somebody else now watching. We're up to 6 likes. Thanks very much for that. We've had a lot of people watching. Really appreciate your time spending it with us. LaShawn McCoy is now up on the block. It's a big auction draft, this. Big money one.
$250 one.
Yeah, big one. And we're up against, we don't really know the opposition, and we don't know really the people out there in America who are doing this against us tonight, but there's been some interesting betting. What's LaShawn McCoy up to?
$8.
I don't think we want any part of it. It's LaShawn McCoy.
We
3.1 yards per carry average. No
I mean,
thanks. Keep your
The
hand away
video
from that
with the
bidding.
screen where we would actually show the auction. I'm sorry we couldn't. There was we couldn't work out how to do it, but we'll sort that out going forward. We just hoped it'd go live showing our screen, and it's not as easy as that, unfortunately.
No, not this time.
But yeah, we are recording it as well. So
It's up to 12 on the bidding. Amazing. I'm quite surprised.
no, why are you? He's a KC running back. You want any part of that offense?
Yes, if it plays.
No, he's going to play half of it.
Might.
It's just a high-scoring team, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
Shepard's
It's
our
not-
man. He's here. $2.
Yeah.
I've got it in. Oh no.
Are you bidding on him? Sterling
Don't say
Shepard.
it like that.
Are you bidding on that
He's going
guy?
to get a lot of targets.
Yeah.
He's in our price range.
A lot of people can get a lot of targets. It's whether he can stay
Where he catch
A,
it.
healthy, whether he B, can catch it.
They're going to
and
throw
whether
all day.
C,
They're rubbish.
I have to mock you all year long with that guy.
Oh, you have him as well. You're half responsible.
I'm not responsible for that.
Oh.
He's way outside our
He's
price
now
range.
over $4. I've lost interest.
He's nearly 3 times that value. He's almost at 12. What are you talking about? Look. He's at 11. Somebody's up that.
Damn, can't bid more than $4 for a wide receiver. See, he's in trouble.
He's in trouble there. That's the kind of auction draft it's been. It's been
Well,
fascinating,
see,
actually. You have our ear, so if you're new to our channel, please do send in any fancy questions you like. Please do. We will answer them.
We'll answer them while we're drafting.
Chris Godwin, there's an interesting player. That's a interesting one for the year, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've already got
He's
Mike
gonna be
Evans.
popular,
I
isn't he?
don't think we can really go for him. We've got Mike Evans.
Oh,
We don't want to get straddled with him.
Oh,
You bid anyway, 5. He's up to 7. I like the way you're thinking.
I'll bid for that.
He's gone up. He's gone up
Just think
17.
when we get Jameis Winston in, we'll have the whole Tampa Bay.
We're going to monopolise the high-scoring offense.
Hogan
Those
Bawali
Tampa-
and
oh yeah, that's it.
Peyton
We're-
Barber,
We're
Roy
in.
Jones.
We're counting our money before it's even arrived. What a
Right.
situation!
How can you go wrong
Look
with
at that,
it?
21. Everybody's really buying the hype, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, you know.
I'm hoping this is one of the big spenders that's currently holding that price. 22 now.
He's got 77 left, so he'd be down in the 50s. Isn't
That'd be more like it.
down into our price
We're
range.
getting closer.
Yeah.
Being able to boss the channel now, and he went 22. I'm pleased about that. Never thought I'd see the day. Good that.
Let's get it off QBs. OJ Howard.
No,
Yeah.
no,
$2.
no.
$2.
Oh God,
He's
no.
not going to go for $2.
He
is
could. We could get
10.
OJ Howard. We
Well,
might have the
Buddy's
whole
at 10
Tampa
already.
Bay 10.
No.
10. 10. Who's insane enough to win 10?
12.
12 is
I like AJ
Yeah,
Howard.
but it's ridiculous. Come on. I mean, in an auction drive like this, I mean, when you're trying to fill a deep bench, I mean, 12? Who are these people?
Well, I think it's fair enough.
Fair? It's mental. We need to be, the $1 shaving club. That's what we need. And he's gone for
$13.
$13.
I'm looking for some.
Yeah, not for us. Too rich for our blood, thank God. Now, let's see what happens next.
Sort of Luciano. Let's see what he's made of.
We're kind of at a point now where we're just looking at every time we get a nomination, it's 16-man draft. We're going to throw up the best running back we can, hoping to force the price a little bit more. It is difficult to give you a picture because you can't see it live.
Oh, well, if you're new to the draft, we'll just tell you who we've taken so far. It's an auction, so
We haven't taken a lot.
we've only got 3 players. One of them's Kamara for 81, Dalvin Cook for 43, and Mike Evans for 33. It's 4-point PPR, so
Feel good about the 3, but it's the rest that we've got to worry about.
yeah, we're now in bargain basement. Brady for
We've
3.
been-
Brady
I
for
think-
3?
No.
Oh, you're tight with a purse string.
I know, you have to be. Look at the price. It's flying up now. We can't afford that. We went for how many? 4.
Evans sold for 33. I'm still reeling from that. That's us.
Yeah, I know. Bargain.
Well, it's
That.
nice to see when people
Yeah,
are
nice when
upset.
you're paying 21 for Godwin.
Upsetting people in the
Yeah,
draft.
that's what you do.
Yeah, that's worth it, isn't it?
It's
That's what you want to do.
Well, let's see what happens next. It's a bit more interesting. Can you, just for the benefit of everybody listening in, obviously 16 teams, what money is left out there? We're on 43.
Yeah, we're probably about
Highest amount left and lowest.
It's 83.
83 the highest.
I
So
can see.
we're in an interesting point. Looks like we've got
Lowest
another.
is 14.
We've got a question that's popped up on the screen, so if you could be kind enough to read that. Yeah.
You've commented and watched before.
Thank you.
My 12-team PPR auction draft: Chris Carson, Mark Ingram, David Montgomery, Justin Jackson, Tony Pollard, Justice Hill, Devontae Adams, Robert Woods, Goodwin, Mike Williams, Evan Ingram, Garoppolo. That's a great team.
That's very good, yeah.
They're players we've been Trey Burton.
You've done very well with that, and you've given yourself a great chance to play football with that team. Well done. That's excellent.
I mean, you've got all the nice. I mean, Justin Jackson, Melvin Gordon's already said he's sitting out week 1. Who knows how long?
What was the last player and what did
No
they
way,
go
he's
for?
a tight end.
Yeah, who
Trey
was
Burton.
it? Trey Burton.
$5.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Allen Robinson.
That's mental.
We go for Allen Robinson.
You've got to thank you, I think, there.
No problem. So I mean, it's a great team. We love. Carson's my. Between Carson and Emmanuel Sanders.
I took him in a large league just recently, Carson. That'll tell you how much faith I've got in him personally.
Allen Robinson, $12.
No, absolutely not. That is the albatross. No.
Mark Ingram got a great. Ingram, Montgomery got a great strength of schedule. Chris Carson as well.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to. Seattle run the ball more than anyone else. And he's going to catch the ball as well this year.
Allen Robinson up to 13 in this one and still climbing and just gone for 13. So there we are. And it's the next man up and it's Jordan Howard. Now there's a player that's got no real value.
I mean, Devontae Adams as well, and Woods, Godwin, Williams. I mean, you're really stacked there. That's a great team.
Jordan Howard's up. I see you're not interested. He's up to 4.
I'm not interested.
No, we're not interested. Way
I'd
past.
rather have Miles Sanders. but-
Absolutely.
I
He's
mean,
up
he's
to
all
5.
right. I mean, he doesn't
6.
he can't see, so he can't catch it. Chicago used to throw Jordan Howard the ball, hit him in the face. He still couldn't catch it.
Love your thinking. Yeah, that's true. We're up to he's up to 10. I don't get it. That's
His
12.
pre-draft daddy's 2.
It's ridiculous. 12. What are they hoping for? Can't they see the value in the
People
other
are,
guy?
I mean, we've taken 2 good running backs, so that 16 man-
14.
Yeah, but they're desperate for running backs at this point.
I'll tell you what they are. 15. Somebody's fighting it out here. This is crazy. We're happy to see this because it gives us more opportunity later. That's what we're
Yeah,
looking at.
people
here.
overbidding.
15 now. I find that crazy talk right now. And he went for 15. I'm loving that. Loving that. And here we go. Let's see.
Calvin Ridley, one of your favourites.
Really good player. I mean, I would be very happy if we could get him really cheap to go with Mike Evans,
Okay,
but it
well,
would have to be what's our max bid? 13?
11,
12,
maybe?
11. Okay, let's see. Already at 14. I think that's answered the question now. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, I think we'll have to be out.
Much as we like him.
We have to
We're
go.
looking for bargains.
We'll
isn't it?
have to go for Sanders. That's what we're gonna have to
Sanders is a man.
do. Yeah,
And maybe AJ
and
Green.
you can see our
Can I
thinking.
talk you
This
into
is-
AJ Green?
No, I need him to play. I mean, we're
He'll
already.
play at some point for a couple
well,
of weeks.
yeah, but when? I mean, he's still climbing. He's at 17. There's a few. He's gone for 17. Cameron, it's a good price. I still think we can get Evans round about. We may have to pay a little bit more than 11. But
Evans, what are you talking about? We got Evans.
not Evans, sorry, Sanders. We're tired. Look, it's late. I'm up early. I'm up in 20 minutes.
It's it's just going midnight in the UK. So
I've been working all day. I'm here all
Carson
night.
Wentz.
No,
$5. That's not a bad price.
it's a very cheap price. Got a good schedule. all
We
year.
need to spend ours on.
We're
Let's just
looking
have a
at-
look. So 43. How many are below us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the teams are now below us in budget.
If we could just get it down to about 12, then we can definitely pick a player off. I think that to suit our team, which would be nice.
Carson
But,
Wentz 13.
that's a big price,
That is a
and
lot.
he's gone for 13. I'm really happy to see that. Where does that put that team that got him?
the Ducky Shin Crackers. $70. So that's
Still
that's
bossing
gonna
it.
right, but
Yeah.
Christian Kirk. I don't.
No,
Christian Kirk.
nothing to do with it. We're going to hope that
Not
he
not
goes.
with.
I mean, he may well be a bargain player. He's currently bidding. Current bid for him is 4. May turn out to be
Yeah,
quite
but you
shrewd. 6. I
you've
mean, I'm
got-
shocked to see it go
You've
for
got
6.
Crabtree and Fitzgerald there now.
Yeah.
And it's not a great offense.
No, it's not.
Although maybe Murray can turn it into one in time.
Unbelievable to think this at the moment. Up to 8. Amazing. Absolutely
Yeah.
shocked. 9. Amazing, really. When you think about players down here and what they've got to contribute to your team,
The guy bidding 9's and he got 25 left.
that's crazy. And it hasn't. It's gone past that. It's gone past to 11 now.
Ducky Shin Crackers, they woke up.
Yeah, they probably had to. They're probably getting tired, and they've decided to go all in. And
Hopefully, the video showing the draft in its entirety will be,
It's
be
up
on
to-
YouTube tomorrow.
look at that. It's up to 13. I'm shocked.
Why?
14. Amazing. I mean, what a strange situation this is. Is it because of the return yard situation?
Possibly, but
Because there's a little bit of a premium for return yards in this, but not a lot.
Yeah, it's like
0.1 or something.
0.1 for every return yard. So if you return it 30 yards, it's 3 points. It's not.
It's not bad.
Well,
But-
good because that's what we're
Yeah,
going to be
well,
looking at Cordero Patterson later on.
Yeah, well,
Just because we've got no money.
okay, so let's see what happens next.
No, you got Miles Sanders and Devin Singletary. If I know,
Jarvis Landry. Yeah, good receiver, but not for-
$4,
Yeah, no.
$5,
No, I still want to go for our man.
$7.
It's going past the point I'd even contemplate. Let's not. They're duking it out. Look at the price now. 10.
I say if you're still watching, you want to ask any questions, far away because
We know it's probably late. It's a big stream, and thank you for staying with us. For those that are watching, it's really appreciated. And you're we're very grateful for your company. To be perfectly honest, your questions have been
hit
great.
the thumbs up if you don't mind as well. That'd be good.
I think the one positive is the fact people are running out of money. So the positive thing, reaching the point where players will just get one much quicker.
Anthony Miller, probably
Mm.
$4 is a bit rich. We need
Very rich.
we need a contributor really.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Sanders is our man. Let's hope nobody else is thinking that. Or maybe Marvin Jones, Curtis Samuel,
It might
Larry
have to-
Fitz even.
Yeah, it might have to be players like that. We're really looking at the
I'd have
sneaky
Larry
pickups.
Fitz over. Right, our turn to who don't we like here?
Running back, let's nominate one. Not one that we want to nominate though.
Royce Freeman.
Yeah, perfect. But we might win him for $1.
No, we won't. We're not winning him for $1. He's worth $5. If we do, I'd be happy getting him for $1.
Nope.
You're not going to.
It's got overbid. It's up to 2.
That's not well. It's not an overbid, but
It's up to 3. I'm going to count them in. 4. I'm hoping it climbs. How high will it climb? 7?
8, I reckon.
6?
8's my
7?
8's my prediction.
8. He's at 8 and there's still a few seconds left. He's up to 10. 9,
Yeah,
sorry.
9.
10. Now 10.
10.
Surprising. 2 seconds left. He went for 10.
Well, that's about a little bit over. I thought.
Did the big spender take him?
Geordie Gents. I think he's from England. Well, she's Geordie, so he's definitely from England.
How much money's he got left?
19.
Yeah.
Curtis Samuel. So, any interest in him?
I think we have to look. We have to say yes, but it's what price? What are we prepared to go to? He's up to 7 already. What's the max? I think
I think that's it.
that's it. Really, that's that.
Well, if we want Emmanuel Sanders, because
It's really got to be the target.
let's
Are
just
we-
say we'll just lid down.
Well, he's going for 10, 11 now. we'll count them in because it's just interesting to see what this eventually settles on and goes for.
Another question from Mark. Thank
Yep.
you, Mark. Carson, has everyone excited? But now that Davis is in Chicago, what value do you put on Penny? With Carson's injury history, does he hold up, or will Penny help and have his own?
Well, he
value?
did. He did hold up last year. I know there is injury. There is an injury history behind it, but he proved that he could do it last year. So I'm very happy to say I'm not red flagging him for this season. Penny's value is much lower, so I'm willing to
Penny
ride the
does
hot
have a
hand.
value, though, doesn't
He does, and he could get traded. There's still a
I don't
possibility.
think they will trade him.
No, but there's
But-
still a possibility. Never say never in
Well,
case
because they
anything
did that
happens.
deal with Houston for Clowney.
Yeah.
There's if they were going to trade him,
It had to be then.
yeah.
Yeah,
You think no, they're not going to.
but
Graham Hunt.
no,
We need
10
playing,
weeks. I mean, we can't be
No,
auction.
it's 8 weeks, but
Well, yeah,
and a bye week.
and a bye week 9. He plays week 10. We can't really
No,
be
I think
dealing
he
with
plays
that.
week 9, and then he's bye week 10.
We can't be doing that. I mean, we can't afford it for starters. I bet he went to the team that's bossing it.
Untouchable, no, wasn't.
How are we holding up at the moment against other teams for value for money? We've got 43 left. Where do we stand?
Middle of the pack, I'd say. Although there's not many people. There's someone on 70, but that's the highest. So we're definitely.
Miles Sanders,
Yeah,
player I
definitely
would
interesting.
love to get, but we got to be cagey.
Jordan Allen can't catch the ball. Got to be cagey. Oh, I think we can bid
How far? It's up to 7.
8. I reckon.
It's going to go past that, isn't it? 9,
One more.
10. It's going to go past that, you know that. Current bid 11, 12. If we go past that, he's up to 15. Still a good player. 17. That's it. It's
We
a
need
lovely.
wide receivers
It's a
more.
great target, but he's already up to 19. I think that's where you're seeing some snakes now. This is quite clever. So, 21. That's just so rich at this point of the draft. It's chips all in. 22. That tells you a lot. 23. Still climbing. I mean, this is where you know people really know their stuff on these kind of players. I think.
He's potential breakout this year, isn't he, Miles
Yeah,
Sanders?
it's up to 24.
That is rich, though. That is
It
a
just
big
depends
price.
who's got it for 24. It's got to be one of the big spenders.
The Yonka Shysters.
25. It just at the last second it was bid on. That was quite clever.
The Skinflute Scoundrels.
It's,
That would put him down to 30, so we'd have more than him as well.
yep, and that's
Mm.
what it went for. 25. So he's down. So that's another one that's below us now. So that's a good sign. How many are above us? For those that are watching, kindly watching.
I'm just going to check Roto World on here to see if there's any latest player news that might give us a bit of an edge.
Yeah, worth doing in your drafts. So if you're following along, it's always worth just checking. There's a bit of news on Brandon Marshall, nothing particularly special. Jimmy Graham, nothing,
limited in practice.
nothing there. Trey Burton, not really
Still
much to
Groin
talk
limited.
about.
Jacoby Brissett
Got his deal,
Yeah.
not really much else. Christian Kirk,
Bucks have claimed TJ Logan.
yeah.
So
Tyler Boyd's up,
he's already at 13.
just beyond us.
Well, I don't really want him for that, do you?
No.
We can go for it if you want.
No, I don't want to. I haven't spent for ages. I feel like I've just been in the draft sitting with you, chatting,
Well,
Talking the breeze.
what you've been doing.
shooting the breeze and hoping for the best. And he's still climbing. He went for 17 in the end, Tyler Boyd. So let's have a recap. Where are we where are we in terms of the numbers, Al?
What? Back middle of the pack.
Devin Singletary's up. We do want a piece of this if we can get it. It needs to be cheap. Let's just let it run and see what.
I'll put a cheeky bit of 4 in.
Yeah. 7, 8,
Let's go
9.
He's probably. We got bigger targets at this point.
10, 11. They know their stuff. We can't really get
Well,
involved.
the cat's out of the bag. If we'd
Yeah.
done this draft a week ago, when we put him down as a potential breakout
We
big
would have been-
sleeper.
We'd have been okay. But
The cat's out of the bag now.
everybody's caught up. We've run a long time ahead of the curve, but now the curve is there. So that's probably it. And he's still climbing 17. That probably will win it. No, it's gone up again. 18. What do you think? Maybe 19? I was going to say maybe 19 or 20 would probably take this.
It's too much, I think.
I think it's a bit rich
I
here.
think 15.
Oh, it's still climbed again. It's back up to 20 now. Will it go one more? It has gone to 21. I think it's between two people. I think that's what it's going to go for. It hasn't. They've bid again 22. So this tells you everything, doesn't it? This is somebody knows their
flavour of
onions.
the month.
Yeah.
But he's still got
23
You've
now,
still got to not overpay for
24.
these guys.
24, that's not the sort of price you want to be paying in this auction.
Alshon Jeffrey went for 9 in this auction.
25. So very rich blood there. It's going to go there, 25. No, 26. I am shocked. But that really reaffirms what we've been talking about in the podcast, doesn't it? When you watch some really big bidders and some big money league, this tells you everything you need to know. They know the canny bet. 27 now.
Yeah, but it's not. I think
It's
it's
not value
I think
for 27. Not when you think about what we got for
He's
40.
a good player. But
Well, we got 41. Look, 40, 43.
we only
over the
paid
top.
6 more for Mike Evans,
Yeah,
and he's
exactly. So and now what's the situation on the draft board? Because we're gonna have to watch it carefully. Where do we stand in terms of
Big
bidding?
Vance is up next. I don't think you will be
We're not
paying
big-
anything for
No,
him.
he's up to 5. I'm quite shocked. Quite shocked now.
I'll tell you what. Well, Mark's a New Orleans Saints fan.
Yeah,
Obviously, Michael Thomas is the number 1.
Yeah.
Do you reckon then? Let's take Kamara out as a receiver. Who do you think could be the next target? Who would you want to own?
I think it's a possibility. It's at Trequan Smith, isn't it?
What about Ted Ginn?
Possibly. Yeah.
Ted
Sneaky
Ginn could be
value.
a sneaky.
Sneaky value as always. As much as
He's
he's
going late,
unreliable.
perhaps, isn't
Yeah, very good point.
He's still got the speed, isn't he?
What was the last player? What did Vance McDonald
Evans
go for?
went for 8, 6.
Okay.
Philip
Philip-
Rivers.
We don't really want anything to do with that, do we?
I'll do it for $2. Do we?
Well, do we? I mean, look at the quarterback targets.
Let's have a look who's left. We have got to get somebody.
Yeah.
Drew Brees is still there.
There's still enough. There's still good quality out there.
Brees, Russell Wilson, Goff, Lamar Jackson.
Come on, there's some great quarterbacks out there.
I think 4's probably an overbid anyway.
Yeah, I
I'd have
do.
bid 2 for him, but
Yeah.
I think after that.
Right. Okay.
Right.
We are back on the clock. Things have got more interesting.
All right, yeah. This it just reminded me in the chat. Actually, this is actually a relegation. So if you finish you actually get relegated.
If you got what in the bottom,
Yeah, if you finish in the bottom 4. Or something.
where do you get relegated to?
Well,
Backup league, is it?
Second division, I guess.
Blimey.
Michael Gallup.
Well, we certainly don't want that for this year.
What? He's Dallas. Good player.
Is he? Do you like him?
I think he has some value. I'd rather have Emmanuel Sanders for this sort of value. I mean, AJ Green, you've got to think if we can get him dead cheap. Let's not nominate him to see. I mean, Crowder's alright in 4-point PPR as well.
Yeah.
So let's see how many people actually below us. We haven't bid for a while, have we?
No, we haven't.
Really?
We haven't been able to be honest.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 teams below us now. So we're one of the top 4 richest teams. Which is, as we only have 3 players, is probably a good thing.
Yeah, but it's going to get tough, isn't it? We've got a moth or butterfly.
Yeah.
I'm going to need to take a comfort break in a minute.
Okay.
I will.
When you
so
come back, we'll
let me know how we're getting on.
We'll
Who
have
see you?
Michael Gallup.
See you've bid for. We've got moths flying around, all sorts going on.
I
and
think
we're right.
Sean's just
I
opened
think
his
I've just
wallet.
opened my wallet. That might be we're about to spend $5. Let's see what happens. Back in a minute.
Right, so let's have a look. Michael Gallup's at 13. That's a bit too. Oh, come on, Moth. Guy drafted Derrick Henry for 23. He's trying to get his money back. He just didn't want Derrick Henry. He was just bidding him off. He's upset, but I suppose it's Michael Gallup's going for 17. His pre-draft value's 3. I know he's a bit of a sleeper, but 17, it's not a sleeper, is it? I mean, Alshon Jeffrey went for 9. 2 people who won't let go. That's what sometimes you get that in an auction, don't you? If you really want somebody and you think you've been sitting there thinking, I'm going to take him. Right, Michael Gallup, 19. That's a lot of money. Let's just have a look how many players that guy's got. Depends how full he is. He's got a lot more players than we have. Look that way. Marvin Jones is up. Marvin Jones.
Who have you bid for then, Al?
I didn't bid for anyone because they were bidding on Michael Gallup. He went for 19.
19?
Yeah.
My God, that's insane. And that's not good. We got a moth flying around, something in here. That's kind of weird. But anyway, okay, so we're at a critical part of the draft.
Marvin Jones for 7.
Yeah, it's quite rich, isn't it?
Yeah, Emmanuel Sanders is our man, isn't he?
He's got to be. That's the target. To make this team fly, we need him. I think there are other quarterbacks we can target.
There's plenty of quarterbacks. Marvin Jones 10. Not so bad.
That's not bad, is it?
I wouldn't mind getting AJ Green if I can get him for less than 8.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Let's just check. It's 12:15. We are doing all right. It's whether what can we do? What can we achieve in this next hour? That's the question. Can we? We should be able to build a roster. I think people are going to start being a bit more desperate. We got any questions through?
Oh yeah, Go Samples just joined. Thanks Samples.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, really appreciate it. Hi guys, big fan. What do you think of Aaron Rodgers, David Johnson, David Montgomery, Antonio Brown, Tyler Lockett, Vance McDonald, Philip Lindsay, Goskowski, and the Dallas defense style?
I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's a great
Absolutely loving that.
Darwin Thompson.
Well done. You got Dallas for the first 3 weeks of the season. Congratulations. That's a great piece of advice. Al was talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I mean Dallas. I mean, start with the Giants, and they got the Redskins, and they got the Dolphins.
You've got some quality players in that, so yeah, you should be set for a good season. You know, you wouldn't be surprised to see that kind of being a playoff team. So well done on that. That's excellent.
I mean, Brown's your risky pick because
Yeah.
if his head's in the game,
great.
and he's the Antonio Brown of old, you're going to be laughing.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Let's hope now the season started, he gets his head
Darwin
in the game.
Thompson's up,
Yeah,
but it's a bit rich
yeah, it is
for that price.
9.
We got to keep looking for other targets. We're in the middle of an interesting draft. For those that are watching or tuning in for the first time, you can throw in any questions you like any time. We'll try and answer them. We've only bid on 3 players. We've been going for over 2 hours. We've got 3 players. We managed to get Kamara, Cook, and Evans. And then there's been a pitch battle in the middle of the draft so far for, we would call it questionable talent.
What about Dante Pettis?
No, we're
$5.
still going for Emmanuel
$6.
Sanders. We can't
Yeah,
afford
we
to
can
waste a
afford
penny. No, we can't. We go for Sanders, we get him, and then we lock up our third receiver.
AJ Green.
Possibly. Let's see how it plays out.
Let's see if I can talk Sean into AJ Green.
Yeah, possibly. Any more questions that might have come in?
Nothing so.
Okay.
So Dante Pettis, $8.
No, it's too rich. It's
I
8
don't
now.
think it is.
It's 8 now. That's rich. We don't want to waste our budget. It's up to...
He could be good Pettis, though.
He could, but no, we want Emmanuel Sanders. It's up to 10 now. Would we really have gone that high?
Well, how high would you go for Emmanuel Sanders?
If I have to, I'll go 13. That seems like a fair deal.
Thanks, Guy. I agree. Brown is risky. I drafted him as trade bait and upside. Yeah, I mean.
That's a perfect scenario. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you're already thinking like that. So if he has a couple of big games early,
I'm a great believer, in all fairness, a really big believer in that. Sometimes you take the name player to trade on quite quickly into the season, because that's where the value lies. People will always pay for the name.
yeah, exactly. Well, he's been elite in this league. Jimmy Garoppolo, not interested in him.
It's a critical part of our draft here. We're not particularly cash rich at 43, but nor are 12 other teams who are below us out of 16.
What's your depth like then?
Jimmy
Samples.
Jimmy G went for 2.
Yeah, well, that's about right. He is a number 2.
He is a number 2. He's been a number 2 every time I've looked at him.
Well, what sort of depth did you get on your bench? So you've got to come in if you need them.
All right, next nomination is your man, AJ Green.
AJ Green.
Do you want him for like 3?
Yeah, of course.
Let's see if we can get him for 2.
I'd bid up to 8.
Would you really?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Dead right I would.
He's up to 10. We can't go to that
We
price.
can,
No. We want Emmanuel Sanders.
Oh.
No.
We can still get Manuel
No,
Sanders.
we can't. Oh, God. Here we go. We're going to get him here for 3. Oh, no. Good.
See? What are you doing? I wanted him.
I didn't want any piece of him, if I'm honest. I think he's broken down. I just can't. But we don't have to worry now. He's up to 12. Happy days.
Not happy days.
Happy days. He went for 12. Delighted with that. Now we can really
dear.
focus. What happened?
Reconnected.
Oh, we're reconnecting. Sorry. Ooh. Is it charging? It should be. As far as I can tell, it's charging. Why is it not? Oh, it's unable to stream at the moment. Why?
It dropped off the internet.
Has it reconnected?
Oh.
It's gone back live. Sorry about that. We just had an internet connection error. But it looks like we're back up and live streaming again. So sorry about that if we dropped for a moment. We are back up. You throw your questions in if you want to. And yeah, we're still talking. Delaney Walker, he's up to 4.
Yeah,
It's too rich. We gotta let it roll.
We're back live. Sorry about that. Yeah, we just dropped. So still 4 watching. So thanks very much for that.
Yeah, really appreciate it.
I say any questions or anything you'd like to know, just.
Well, we're at the key point. Hopefully now we're seeing the draft moving quickly. It seems to be because people don't have much money. We seem like we're wealthy. We feel
I mean,
wealthy.
Westbrook wouldn't mind either.
Oh God!
You got quite a couple, haven't we? We need a bit of depth here.
I know we need somebody.
Yeah, DD, we're in.
We can boss this. We don't need to. No, he's too much for. Don't do it. Oh God!
Don't worry about it.
It's gone up to 10. Do we really
how
need
many people are
11? Do
bidding?
we really need him?
Not now.
No,
We
can't afford him anyway.
got a bit more frugal with our money. If you just joined us in the middle of the draft, sorry, the draft will be live tomorrow on YouTube. Hopefully, if it.
You'll be able to see it. But we're just having to try and inform you of what's going on. So thanks for those that were watching.
Unfortunately, we can't show it live because we had a bit of a technical fault. So hopefully, we'll get it uploaded for you tomorrow.
D is still climbing. 15 he's been bid on.
Yeah, I told you. See?
16. It hasn't finished yet. Another question I think has just come in.
Oh, just saying. Oh yeah. So you got Josh Gordon as well. That's a.
It's a good
Marvin
team.
Jones, DJ Moore, Darwin Thompson, and Andrews on the bench.
I think you're laughing with that team. I can't see any problem with that at all.
Excellent.
That's an excellent team. Well done.
Excellent draft that is.
Yeah, you must be pleased. And hopefully it's a cash league and you're about to cash in on that. That's a playoff team. So well done.
Oh, it's our turn to nominate.
Right.
Should we get rid of Penny?
Let's get rid of Penny.
Let's see if anyone's desperate for a
Running back.
yeah.
He's the best of the bunch left, isn't he? Let's be
Well,
honest. Well, other than our sleepers. He's already up to 2 and we're delighted to say thank you.
Do you have another bid?
No. He's up to 4.
I mean, Josh Gordon could be really good value. I mean, he's hard to trust, but he's elite when he plays, and he's a good player. Playing on a good offense. What's not to like?
Yeah,
Apart from
just
his-
other than the fact his head's not in the game.
Well, it is now.
Well, it might be. Look at this.
Just-
Look at
just
this here, Rashid Penny
I
11.
told you.
Look
Stick
at that.
with me,
Desperate
you'll be
running
alright.
backs, yeah. Stick with you and we'll be bankrupt. That's what you said.
Well, we are.
We are bankrupt. You've got nothing to look forward to.
Oh yeah, the players we've taken so far. If you've just joined,
That's about what we could afford a penny. He's up to 12.
all we've got so far. I've only got 3. And Alvin Kamara, Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, but
and,
it's not a bad 3,
and
is it?
Mike Evans.
With plenty of time to be happy. Emmanuel Sanders is top of the queue chart, so our player could come up at any time. So we don't know what's going to happen. They might just nominate the one at the top.
Actually, but my friends are laughing at my team. They don't believe in David Montgomery.
Oh, they're mad. Honestly, they're crazy. Tell them to come and watch our programme in about 5 weeks' time and you tell me if you're not impressed with David Montgomery. They are mental if they don't believe that he's a 3-down back. So let them draft badly and you
Emmanuel
capitalise. Here's our man, he's up. This is the guy we've been waiting for. I'm just hoping we can just ease off the trigger finger and just wait. He's up to 5. 6. Right, are you going to just wait or are you bidding?
You can't wait, can you? You gotta
Yeah,
say
wait.
some sort of.
Well, he's up to 7. We go again. Go on then. We're winning him at the moment, aren't we? At what?
I'll settle for 9.
9 would be good. No, go 10. Come on. It's 11. We'll have to go for it. Got to believe. Current bid 12, actually. Is it 13? We're up to 13. That's about where we can really sit. I don't really want to let him go, if I'm honest. I hope we can get him for 13. I'll be delighted. Come on. Oh, annoying that is. Go again. One more.
16.
Yeah, go again. Sometimes you have to stretch your budget. We're at a point in the drop. We just have to do it. We just have to hope. If we don't get him, I don't know. We'd have to recalculate. We could get him. Oh, 17. Should we risk one more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if we hurt Ducky Shinkrackers if he bids again.
And then we'll have to recalculate. If he takes him, he takes him. We got him. We got our man for 18. I'm happy to get him. It was a targeted player. We're happy to get him. Obviously, it doesn't leave us a lot of cash.
Well, it does. Well, we're still in there with the.
But you have to get the players you trust.
Yeah,
That's the
Emmanuel
guy.
Sanders is one of my favourite. He's going too late in drafts this year, Emmanuel Sanders. Good player. We finally got a 4th player.
Fourth player. Sorry about that. But
We've got
it's taken a
Kamara,
while.
we've got Cook, we've got Evans, and we've got Sanders. Slightly overpaid for Sanders, but
worth it, I think.
we wanted him. He's somebody we really wanted. I wish we could get Singletary. Unfortunately, he went for a lot of money. He went for about 30.
Yeah, it was-
and Mike Evans we got for 33.
the secret is out of the bag. I mean, those that have been watching our show know we've been really on this train for quite a while, actually, and Al knows how long ago we spoke about it. We really. That's why we're planning to do more with the show next year, and have that information out there for people who really want to follow us much more Yeah, they get it right out there much quicker for you guys. So so you can capitalise everywhere, particularly in dynasties and rookie drafts and all sorts. So anyway, that's for next year. Daryl Henderson's up. I think we should put a cheeky bid in here.
Darrell Henderson, one of your favourites.
Yeah, let's just wait. See if we can get him for under 7.
We can't get him for under 7. We could get him for 7.
Well, let's see if we can get him for 7 then.
Running backs have been going way over value. But
Should
we
we
got
go?
2 good ones.
Should we go one more?
Yeah, one more.
One more bid. We current bid is 9, and that's that.
We've
I'm
probably
afraid
got to say goodbye. At
we've
10.
got to say that's that. So we have to play the calculations now.
Gallup's gone, unfortunately, as well. He went for a lot as well. Gallup went for...
Close to 30. Was
he
it
went for
mid-20s?
20 odds, yeah.
Mid-20s. Okay, so we're going to have to start looking through the list. What kind of players are we going to look to target next that we're going to be key on this draft?
Varley Scantling.
Yeah, he'd be a
Possibly.
great target for us, yeah. Because we believe he's the 2. We've got another question, I think, that's just come through.
I thank you guys. I got Singletary in my Thursday draft. I need to find out that LaShawn McCoy... Well, that's it. I mean, you got him at the ideal time. I bet you got him really cheap as well, Jeff, didn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the beauty. He's so much more valuable now, and you look like a genius. So, it's brilliant. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's the sort of thing. He's no longer the bargain he was.
Well, that's a great sign. As we always say, you're trying to be ahead of the curve, not behind it.
Mattinson, 8. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
we
a
can't
good player.
afford that,
We got
but-
Cook. He's
yeah.
our handcuff, but
And when you consider what we bought Emmanuel Sanders for, that's fantastic now.
yeah, I mean, Sanders 18, and then Gallup was 20 odd, 30 odd. I mean, I'd rather have Sanders every day.
What was the question that's come up?
Oh, that's what he was. He said Sanders was a good deal
Yeah,
for 18.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean,
We're going to have to hedge our bets. We believe in Marcus Valdes-Scantling, so he'll be worth a pick for
yeah,
us.
it depends
And
on
then-
the value. We're
and
looking
then
for
it's
value.
running backs. We'll look at players like Raquel Armstead. There's another one of our sleepers, really. I quite like him for this year because I can't trust Fournette. So we're looking at him at Ito Smith. We're looking at $1 players.
Yeah, Armstead in these bigger 16-man leagues, they're harder. But if with Fournette's injury history,
We're looking-
Armstead's a man now. Blue went on IR.
So great opportunity. If anything happens to the big man, then we capitalise because we hope to get him
Peyton
cheap.
Barber for 4, 5,
It's cheap.
6. It is cheap.
I mean, Rojo's nothing.
Right,
Now the
but-
price is flying again. So
Yeah, I'm really happy. It's really good to hear people like you, Jeff, that have, they've listened to the advice and they've got a bargain and it's paid off.
it makes us feel proud actually because that's the point of it. We really like that. We're hoping we land a few more of these bold predictions and people really capitalise and we can look back with some pride over the year. We did certainly do very well last year and this year's already got off to a good start for us.
Yeah, Peyton Barber 12. Probably have to say
It's
good.
very rich.
It is
It's
for us.
rich.
It is, as we've only got 25 left.
Yeah. And we've still got to fill quite a few spaces, haven't we? Let's be honest.
I mean, it's great to see a lot of Americans sort of coming over to the channel now. Believe it or not, although we're UK, our UK audience is only 28%. It is majority of Americans, and I think when they first hear us, they think, oh, Brits doing American football, but me and Sean play it all year round. I mean, we do Dynasty in the off season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're hardcore on
the
it.
whole Discord channel's addicted to American football.
We've over time you build up. You do a lot of drafts. You get things wrong. You like anybody, you try things out, and then you begin to hone your skills. And we both bring 2 different sets of skills to it, but together I think it's a really good formula to have for people
Drew
watching.
Brees, $2.
Yeah, we got to go for that.
Randall Cobb is very sneaky. Well, he could be one of those very late players that you could
It's 4.
$4.
There
We
are
bid 5.
other quarterbacks.
There are, yeah.
There's still a
I
lot.
like Brees.
Russell Wilson is out there.
Yeah.
I'd rather get
Goff,
him.
Trubisky, Winston.
Jared Goff with his early first 8 games would be worth having. So I think
Yeah.
we have to let it go. And
We're
let
probably going to get someone in at some point.
we will, but there's time.
I mean, yeah, if there's any other sneaky late shouts, that you want to, tip us up, we'll have a look at them. Always nice to hear a few things. And any questions, just fire them over. So
You got the opportunity to pick our brains. You
James
literally have our
Washington.
ear. Yeah,
it's
sneaky.
PPR. He's more of a big catch guy.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And although Ben can sling it, can't he?
Yeah, but
Yeah. Right, let's get a few targets.
Right. So first of all, we're looking at the running back
So
list.
Balaj is 0. Jalen Samuel 0.
Those are the kind of players we
Peterson
want.
0. Justin Jackson 0. Gore 0. Any of them will do. Damien Harris 0.
Yeah, that's the kind of targets we want in this one.
Right, who've we got? James Washington 9 at the moment. Washington from Steelers is 9. Yeah, he's going for 9 now, so he's probably a bit too rich for our blood. We're a bit short of money.
It's the time of the draft where very few people have actually got much cash, so it's a really interesting point of the draft. It really are looking to fill and try and. Larry Fitz is good.
Yeah,
value.
Larry Fitz, PPR.
We've gone for 3. We're hoping to steal a bargain. I think that's not going to happen. He's
One
up
more
to
bid.
what, for 5?
6.
No, God.
It's all right.
Yeah, okay, that's
Don't worry
that.
about it.
He won't. He might. You might get him for.
We're not even the leading bidder. He's gone up to 8.
Oh well. That's that.
It's 2.
Al's good at forcing the prices. That's his real strength.
It's part of the auction strategy is to make people pay more than they want to. And
They have paid more than they want to.
yeah,
10.
I mean, the amount of people who've sort of bid for players in this draft and got caught out.
11.
I'm
quite
a bit
surprised.
upset by it. Yeah, I mean, I suppose if you've got it left, let's have a look who he's got. I mean, he's got money left. I mean, he's got a sort of.
He has filled a lot of his team.
He's got Geis as his RB2 Cup. I mean, it's all right. Cup and Lockett. I mean, it's not a bad team. He's got more depth than we have, but he hasn't got as many stars.
No.
We got to find bargains late in this draft,
Yep.
as you always have to in any draft, really.
Oh God, Corey Davis.
Right, let's get the bid in.
Jesus, no. Oh no.
I know, I've seen Marietta throw, but for
He's gone up to 5. I mean, I know but this sounds it's 7. It's like a fortune being chucked away. 8. I can't believe people would even look at that. What's going on? Why?
I don't know. Well, Corey Davis, he's a good player, isn't he?
Well,
Just
once a
Marietta-
year.
Well, yeah,
Once
he's not
a
very,
year?
he's not very
He
reliable.
went
but-
for 8. I can't do it. Just can't do it to myself. David Njoku. Now that if we could get him as a cheeky, cheap tight end for 3 or 4, that would be great.
The Joku, right?
Let's just wait. Oh, it's been paused by the draft manager again. Why?
Just trying to. Well, it's kicked everyone out of the draft.
What is?
No, it seems to. Oh, I wonder if because it's in America. I wonder if something's happened.
Oh,
Hang on, are we still live on this?
oh, that's interesting. What's happened there? Look, what's the flash that we've got? Got a bit of an issue here. So the draft
Looks like the ESPN server went down.
that would be bad in the middle of a draft, and that would be horrific to have to abandon it, wouldn't it? What would happen then?
I don't know. He's paused it, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Well, we're all right.
yeah.
Here's where we find out about 5 players that got
Yeah. What are they saying now?
Corey Davis broke the draft. Yeah, you're right, Go Samples. Corey Davis definitely a thumbs down.
Big time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. We know one likes Corey. Sorry,
Well-
except Corey's mum. I just thought I'd throw that
I
in.
don't think G likes him, to be honest.
No.
Not in fantasy.
No.
Mariota's a problem.
Oh God, yeah.
He's just not a good thrower. I mean, basically, I think if Tannehill got the job, he at least he can throw the ball a bit. I mean, he's not a good quarterback, but it can't get any worse for him, really.
No, it can't. I'm shocked at how slow this draft has been. I thought
Well,
3 hours.
60-man draft, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I thought 3 hours would be fair, but the way it's going, it's going to be a bargain bucket city at the bottom of the draft
Are
board.
you guys all on holiday? I mean, because it's late, because we're drafting in the US league.
What time
It's
is
like-
it now?
It's like
12:30.
yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
just gone. Well, it's midnight over here. Are you guys on holiday over there in America?
And I can't go on indefinitely for another 3 hours because I've got to get up early in the morning. So
Sean's got to get
classic.
up. Sean's going to get up in a few hours.
I'm going to go on for a bit more, maybe another hour, and then I'll have to call it quits. I need to get back by 2.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, so it's obviously
2 a.m. in the morning.
Well,
What's that's gone underneath?
yeah, Nick Foles to Dede Westbrook would be nice.
Yeah.
Labor Day, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Very well done. You deserve them. You don't have many breaks over there in America, so well
Yeah,
done.
they have less bank holiday. Well,
Yeah,
less, sort of
less holidays than us. They're very hard working.
Nick Foles could be a sneaky late quarterback for us, actually.
Yeah, we're tempted to target him, and we have done Nick Foles. I've done Nick Foles in a few drafts now. So have you, haven't you? We've taken him as a second. We
yeah,
think
a
he's
second late bargain. Back to work tomorrow, Jeff. Yeah, got a draft in less than an hour. Oh, that's interesting.
yeah, that is.
What sort of draft is it? Is it full point PPR? How many people are in it? Is it a money league or? Be interesting to see that.
Oh, it's about the 5th suspension of the draft that the commissioner's done, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah, I think he saw a lot of people. A lot of people dropped out. I don't know. I hope it's nothing to do with the storms over there in the US.
could be. It looks like people are coming back online.
Yeah, I won't read that.
We've got a couple of comments coming through, so let's see what's been said. Thank you for that.
Small 18 drafts. Oh, you should be able to.
Should be able to boss those.
Yeah.
Your knowledge should boss those.
I'm staring at a hurricane in Florida.
Well, that'll answer a lot of problems.
I would love Florida as well.
Yeah, keep
So-
safe. That's
so
the most important
You
thing.
do
Keep
get a
safe.
few hurricanes.
Yeah, we're not used to that over here.
Yeah.
If we get a small wind and a chair falls over, we think that's major here.
I mean, well, yeah.
You know, you'll hear things like the Great Storm of 2019. It'll literally be one leaf and a chair falling over at your patio.
Oh, Jeff's safe in the Florida Panhandle. Staring at. I mean, it's. Well, I hope. Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's scary stuff, isn't it? It's one of the. Is it the second worst recorded hurricane in history or something?
That's right. Yeah.
I saw it battered the Bahamas. So, well, stay safe, guys. You know,
Yeah.
good that
Absolutely.
you. Where are you, Ghost Samples? Whereabouts in Florida are you? In the state? I mean, we don't. I mean, we get a little bit of snow here, and the whole country falls apart.
Can't cope
Fort
with it.
Lauderdale, very
Yeah,
nice.
very nice. Yeah, we
Been
can't
there a
cope
few
with it.
times.
We get a centimetre of snow, everything comes to a grinding halt. We get a small breeze, everybody says that's a massive gale. Yeah, we don't understand weather over here, do we?
Yeah,
Except
what,
it rains.
what a lovely place to live, Fort Lauderdale.
Have you recently thatched your roof? I don't know if I thought I'd throw that in there for our American audience.
Ooh, hang on, this draft's still paused.
It's
here.
paused. This is worrying actually, because say I've only got probably about an hour.
I know
max.
there's people in Florida in this draft as well. Just hope they're okay.
Yeah. So by the time I get back,
I mean,
Get
I've
a
been
tea
to
and go to
I mean,
sleep.
Fort Lauderdale's where they used to have the spring break and everything, isn't it? So, cruise ships go from there as well. I've been there and caught a cruise there.
really appreciate the thumbs up, guys. Thank you for those. That's really appreciated because we know how difficult it is to watch a live stream for this length of time. So thanks for those joining in and even asking the questions. Thank you. I think
Well,
everything's paused.
Every one of these pause minutes is, but your sleep you're not getting.
I've only picked 4 players. It's been an hour. Pick a player an hour, isn't it? This could go on all year. What kind of draft is this? I know it's a big money stake, but I didn't
Have you
realise.
been to the UK? Yeah, fish and chips. I mean, I think I've been to America loads of times and road trips. I love America.
that's a great
been down
country.
the East Coast, the West Coast. Been to Florida.
My golden dream is still to be fulfilled. I always made a promise to myself that one part of America I've got to go to is Cleveland because I want to go to the Hall of Fame. And I've still got to fulfill that because now that Terrell Davis is in the Hall of Fame, that's been something I want to do. That probably
What,
be
to
next year.
Stanton?
Yeah, got to go.
Was that Ohio, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, well, it's out that way, isn't it?
You can go watch Cleveland.
Yeah, exactly.
What's
Well,
that?
they're an interesting team now.
UK, very grey. Fish
Yeah.
and chip. Yeah, I mean UK weather's never known for its weather really.
Even in summer.
Even in summer you get rain.
Yeah. We're still paused. I don't know what has happened. This is considerably worrying.
Fort Lauderdale's lovely. I can't remember
Do you think this is the hurricane weather that's spawned?
Well, it could be. Yeah,
Could
I
be,
mean,
couldn't it?
although everyone dropped out. A lot
Yeah.
of the Americans dropped out, so you're thinking it's a problem with ESPN maybe because they all dropped.
Yeah. It's possible.
What's your favourite team? Well, Sean's a Rams fan,
Rams fan, yeah, through and through, and Al's Dallas.
and I'm a Dallas fan. I'm going to watch Dallas actually. I'm coming over to the US to Texas. I'm doing like a road trip around Texas, but taking in 3 games while I'm there. Dallas is my team, and going to see I think it's week 3 against Miami. And then they're away. They're on the road the week 4. So I'm going to Houston, Carolina, and then week 5, it's the Cowboys Packers. So looking forward to going to that stadium. I mean, it's something I've wanted to do for a long time. It's a state of the art stadium, isn't it?
That'd be
So
awesome. That will be.
really,
amazing.
really looking forward to that.
Can't believe we really have been churning out. We're almost 3 hours.
Yeah,
We've
3
done
hours
well.
in, and we got 4 players.
Amazing.
So,
We're picking a player an hour. That's how we're
oh,
doing.
you're a Cowboys fan as well. Oh, that's good. I suppose. Don't know if you've ever seen him. Have you ever been to the new stadium? But what do you think on the Zeke holdout as well? Do you think he'll sign? Are you hoping he'll sign? I mean, as a Cowboys fan, I mean, if I go to Dallas to watch the Cowboys play.
You got another comment come up?
Yeah. If I go to Dallas to watch them play and Zeke isn't playing, I'm going to feel a little bit cheated. Oh, yeah. We're back in, are we? Oh, no,
Still
we're not.
paused.
Halfway through the bid. He will sign. You think you're confident?
I agree. I think he does.
It's a bit weird doing a holdout with 2 years left, isn't it?
Well, I think that we've discussed the reasons before. I think it's simple. All new bets are off. I mean, players now have the power, and he's treating it.
Oh, someone's just saying in the chat that they've just walked away from the table with Zeke. I don't know if that's breaking news.
That could be. We could be live. Is that as in signed?
Well, someone's saying it in the chat.
Can anybody
this
confirm?
is not an official source.
Can anybody confirm that, please? That would be really good. And the draft is up and running, and we've got Njoku up of 4. It's back on.
Probably too much.
You
Do
sure?
you want to bid that?
4. Bid 4.
He's already at 4. Bid 5.
Bid 5. Take a gamble at 5. It is going to restrict us a little, and I'm afraid that's now past the point we can bid any further.
Come to Miami for the Super Bowl.
We'd love to. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah.
We really would love to come.
I mean,
We're trying to find out some news about this Zeke news. If you've got any news, if you've heard anything, because this would be breaking, let us know, please.
I'm just going to go on Twitter see if there's anything about.
There's things coming up on the stream there, but I've got to be honest, I can't see it. My eyes I'm so tired. I can't read it.
Good job we've only got 4 players. Did we get to the joke?
No, we didn't, no. And it's paused again. The draft has paused again. Something has happened. A few people have dropped out. It must be bad weather out there.
Right. Well, what I'm seeing from Rappaport is the Cowboys and Zeke Elliott want him on the field, ready to practice, but long-term extension isn't done and obstacles remain. Tuesday is a big day. So let's hope he does sign.
But it sounds like it's a bit closer.
Yeah, who's saying that? I can't see any. Source tells me Cowboys are closer on guaranteed money with Zeke Elliott, but needs more work on the average salary to where everyone is happy.
Must be close. It's
There's
getting closer.
nothing about walking away with Zeke.
No,
that
nothing
I
yet.
see.
No. I've always suspected, if I'm honest, that the deal has been struck, if I'm honest, by other than small details, and it's just been a question of, because the players have the power now. They don't want to lose face in front of other players, that this player can hold out, choose not to do the preseason, choose not to do the grind of camp, and it looks good for both parties if he signs last minute and then is on the field, because some of these players just don't want this grind now. He's a pro athlete at the height of his game, NFL rushing leader, lots of potential, and I think this is what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean the thing for Zeke is this is his big lifetime deal.
Big
This
time.
is his big payday. So
Yeah.
he's going to fight for it. He's got to be right. Like you're saying, they've been back and forth, but they have decided they have no choice. I agree.
Yeah.
And when you hear Jerry Jones saying things like "we don't Zeke who" and we don't need Zeke to win a Super Bowl.
That's bravado, and
Yeah,
that's
but
for the
why say it?
It's for the cameras.
It's
I
just
think both parties know it's part of the game.
It's annoying that he says it.
We're still on pause, and I have to be honest. What time are we now, Al? Because I've only got till about 1:30, I'm afraid, over here, and I'm going to have to leave you finishing up this rubbish. I've got about 45 minutes. I'll live with that. That's okay. The way it's going, we might have drafted one more player by then, but who knows, because we're on a pause here. Thanks for the 5 people watching.
One guy started, he's frozen, that's why.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, Zeke and Gordon. I think Gordon's definitely going to hold out. And it could be up to 10 weeks, as they said they're not going to pay.
Yeah, we've said it a few times on the channel now. We've always believed Zeke will sign before the start of the year. Well, I mean, obviously we can be wrong. It's a guess based on what we're seeing and reading between the lines. But Gordon is always massively concerned as we've strayed. As soon as this path was chosen by him, we have strayed well away, and that's looking more and more like the right kind of advice, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Gordon, again, he's not someone who needs to be paid. This is his big payday.
Just may not be this year.
Well, he's going to come back week 10, week 11, wherever it needs to play as minimal as possible. So it counts as a year.
Yeah.
And then he can hit free agency and try and get his deal.
Yeah, fair enough.
But you've got to think, I mean, with the 2020 draft class, all the good players coming in, it's going to be tough to get a deal. And a lot of the nearly running backs will be,
there's another question come through. Let's see what's come through.
Even if we don't sign him, I believe Stephen Jones and his draft picks, we've been hitting left and right. Yeah, I mean, Van Der Esch last year, what a great signing he was. So, and getting Amari Cooper for a first as well.
Fantastic bit of business.
I mean, it's changed our offense. I mean,
Got to hope he's okay, actually, haven't you? That's an issue.
Well, that's another thing that I mean, Cooper couldn't perform with Carr in Oakland.
Hmm.
So that's another worrying thing for Brown to me.
Yeah. Another question?
All right, guys, I've got to eat before my draft. Enjoyed listening to this. You do a great job. I hope you guys actually cover the XFL also well.
Well, keep in mind for next year, thanks very much for watching. We will be more stronger as we go towards the season. We're going to do a little show Sunday, be UK time, 5 o'clock till 6, or just before 5 and just before 6. And that'll be going right the way through the season, all those. And next year, me and Al got big plans for our own draft guide and various other things we're going to be doing. So keep
appreciate
watching
you
out for
dropping
that.
in.
Thanks
Jess,
for that.
and good luck with your draft tonight.
Keep bossing it.
I
Good
mean,
luck.
you never know with the XFL because we are addicts. We even did an AAF league.
That was terrible. That was absolutely dire, but it was fun. It's on hold again, the draft, I'm afraid.
Yeah, somebody can't get it.
You're not really watching much, even if you saw the live feed. It's quite bad, but thanks.
Well, people will be seeing the live feed. Don't say that, Sean.
Yeah, okay. But I think that's... Anyway, thanks very much.
Yeah, thanks.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And
we appreciate
thanks for
all
watching.
the comments because, there's not a lot going on in our draft at the moment.
Yeah, but thank you.
Somebody's hit with internet problems.
Yeah, just keep bossing it, and well done. Thanks for watching. Really nice guy.
Yeah,
really
it's
nice.
good. Yeah, someone's asking if we're okay.
Yeah, we're holding in. I'm getting a headache now. That's the worst part, isn't it? When you start feeling like this. I mean, I know we've only been going for a few, but this is I've had a really long day. It's been a really weird day today.
I had a you guys might not know, but I'm actually a professional gambler in the UK, so my days are my own really. So
yeah,
I had a nice nap this afternoon.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well,
ready for this?
That's nice.
We're going to be up late.
So pleased for you there. I mean, I've only got to get up in a few hours' time, so that's not too bad.
What time do you get up this morning?
I'll have to be up by 7 at the very latest. I'll have to be up by 7 and out by 7:30. Just give myself every extra minute I can. Tons of time.
Let's hope we start soon.
I need another drink. I think I'm gonna have to make some. I think I'm gonna have to make a tea. Do you
Go
want one?
on, yeah.
Do you want one?
Yeah, you can trust me.
Yeah. I'm sure by the time I come back, you'll pick 3 players for us. Well done, Al.
We're English. We have to have tea.
Keep
It's the
talking.
law. I don't even like it, but you have to drink it.
Have you got a couple of headache tablets as well?
Yeah. Well,
I'll get these. Where's those?
oh, there's a drawer underneath the TV.
Yeah.
Second one along from at the bottom has
Okay.
got tablets in it.
Okay, thank you very much.
I will share your page with all my friends now. Pre-draft. I've kept my secret sources to myself. That's a nice comment. Thank you very much. I mean, we had a lot of people saying that last year. We had a lot of hits last year. I mean, a lot more people, and nobody saw them, which is a great shame. We picked, Bell to bust before the news broke, and we tipped Connor as a thing. We picked Philip Lindsay as a flyer in Dynasty drafts, and nobody had ever heard of him. This was like in June. So that's how in depth we try and look. And all the comments were, my league mates are asking, where are you getting this info? And people called us the best kept secret. Unfortunately for us, the secret's getting out. And more people are following, and that's what we want. We're hoping to build the channel. I mean, you guys will come along for the journey, and I hope you do. And let's win some leagues together, because we're going to give out information that hopefully will try and be a bit different. We do research it all, and we'd like to hear from you. Thank you. I can tell how dedicated you are. Yeah, I mean, we really are. It's a passion for me and Sean. We're total fantasy addicts. So, and I think we attract other people are as well. And it's good. I mean, the community. I mean, we've got a Discord site. It's UK and American mainly, but everyone. I mean, there's people on there every day, and it's 90% American football. So the market is growing in England. So hopefully we can pick up people there, and already quite a good American audience, and hopefully we can grow there as well. So, what do you think of Lindsay this year? Well, I can tell you, Sean still thinks he's the one to own. The thing with Lindsay is, he's got heart, and he's a fan's favourite. I mean, Foreman will have a role as well, but I mean, you got to love Lindsay. I mean, he is one of those. The only thing with people like Lindsay is he's sort of 5'8", 5'9", and those sort of backs. There's not many that have long careers without getting injured. But let's hope Lindsay's one of them because he's someone who's fun to watch and. I think he's not going so early where if he busts it, he'd hurt you too much. But yeah, I think I still want Lindsay over Foreman. I think definitely. We've still got no action here, so no, I really appreciate your questions. It's it's good. It's it's keeping us interested in as much as anything else. So yeah, keep them coming. So happy to chat with people. Like I say, we're always looking for bargains. I mean, like I say, the people we were telling people about, like, Darwin Thompson, Singletree, we always like to be ahead of the curve, and people catch up, and we know there's some. Yeah, I mean, you're right. American football is a rare sport where heart means more than stature. It's a game that you do need heart because it's a physical game, isn't it? I mean. You saw Luck retire this year, and he's a great player, but he's taken so many hits, he just can't go through the rehab all the time. It's how many ACLs get torn every year. I mean, it's been a touch wood. It's been quite a quiet time. We've only lost Lamar Miller, and I think Rodney Anderson did one the other night, the young rookie from the Bengals. But there's more to come, and sometimes fantasies, luck as well as you do need that bit of luck where. Your players stay healthy. Not so much in 12-team leagues, but, in the bigger leagues, 14, 16, it hurts you more with an injury.
Hello, Al. How are we doing?
You have to kill Lindsay to get him off the field. Well, that's true. I mean, he is a guy all heart, so...
So what's been happening now?
I've been asking about Philip Lindsay. I know you're a big fan.
Yeah, we tipped him, didn't we?
Well, I've been telling him that.
Yeah. I think we're the only podcast. I mean, being honest, there's absolutely, unless somebody can prove otherwise, I don't think there's anybody else that tipped him last year, was there?
In fact, most people were saying nobody tipped him, and they did. It was us, but we just
too small to get the recognition. To be honest,
we're just not that big at the moment. But hopefully, we'll grow because I think the advice is hopefully good, and you guys are already sort of benefiting that.
Proof in the pudding, in it, and that's what will happen in it. What people say, what sort of questions and things were said.
Oh, we're just talking about Lindsay, and they were saying they liked our dedication. They could tell we were dedicated to it.
Oh, hardcore, absolutely
and
hardcore.
Now we're doing one for the XFL, so we did the AAF.
Oh god, the AAF thing was hilarious because it was.
I won money on the AAF.
It was a really poor, just a poor standard of football, wasn't it? To be honest,
I enjoyed it.
But
mainly because I won money at it, but there's not many. You're struggling, aren't you?
I am, yeah. Well, it's the trouble I've got is it's been a long day, and the worst bit is how long have we been on hold here now?
I know.
I mean, this is a real problem. So I do apologise about that for those watching. I may well have to leave Al
I guess
in full command of but I will hang in there till half
when
past.
You can't see the draft, I suppose. I mean, the guys he'll be on YouTube tomorrow, hopefully. But I mean, this could go a long time by the looks of it.
This is worrying, isn't it?
It's good to have you guys chatting to us because
Yeah, we really appreciate connecting in this way, and it's something we want to do more of, isn't it, as we go towards the season,
exactly.
And particularly into next year. We've got some big plans for that, because I think it's a brilliant thing. The thing is, for us, is because we're so small and we're trying to get it's for us, it's about getting subscribers, which we've done, and it's about getting the watch hours up and basically getting out there, which is the key. I think we've done that to a degree.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to enjoy some food.
No, Sean was saying now Armstead's his new favourite sleeper because
everybody else is on everything else.
Because he doesn't like Fournette's injury history. So
yeah.
Raquel Armstead want to look at the Jags. Alfred Blue was put on IR. He was the only real danger to back up, and it's now him and a rookie. So
yeah. What's the final comment that's
only
come through?
In deeper leagues, obviously. If you're in 12-team leagues, you've probably got better options.
What's the final comment that's come through there?
You have to kill Lindsay to keep him off the field.
Oh yeah, he's got a heart of he's a heart of a champion.
Which is what you saw in him, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what you said in the video.
I said in the video, if you wanted a player that could come out of nowhere, that could end up taking the job, it's Philip Lindsay, and he went on and took the job and did everything we wanted him to do.
I mean, Fantasy Pros, they do like draft rankings, and they did one of the rookies, and Lindsay didn't even appear.
Can you imagine if somebody big actually tipped that, what that would do for them?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah.
We're only small minnows.
Yeah, hopefully that'll change.
We're still on hold here. I'm getting worried actually that's it. That's our team is going to be 4 players against everybody else's 12.
There's a lot of people that are showing us their teams have Montgomery, so there's a lot of pressure on you to hit that right.
Well, they might be, but it's absolutely correct. It's the right call. I'm convinced that he's...
Stanley's covering your face. Yeah,
Oh, is it? Oh, well. That's for the best.
That's a good thing.
That's for the best, to be honest. I'm that tired.
That's a good thing for most people to say, I think.
I'd actually fall asleep at the table. I'm that tired, but it is late here.
Yeah,
Oh, we're back on. The Juco's back on. Here we go.
Oh,
we're off and running.
$8. That's not our bid, is it?
Yeah.
Thanks,
Well,
thanks,
that
Lee.
better not be our bid because we really can't afford it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he went for 8.
Mm.
Right, Crowder is somebody that might be all right.
Might be.
So there's loads of people less than $10 now. We
I'd
want
like to get Russell Wilson.
Yeah. Seahawks defense. Got some nice pieces, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
We're getting Clowney. Although Clowney has got injuries here,
Yeah,
hasn't
we
he?
can get defences. We're not going to worry about those.
Just try and get that out of your face.
Well, it kind of is. I mean, the trouble is, we've got to keep the iPad there. We've got the problem with the screen here. We've had quite a few technical issues, so it is what it is, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Austin Hooper.
$3, $4. No, probably not. Jackson as a QB, yeah. Lamar Jackson is
It's paused again, the draft. Oh, this is just... this is intolerable, this.
Why do they keep pausing it?
I know it's a big money state league, and I guess
he
it
just
can't...
wants to check Tim's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jackson as a QB. I mean, he's not going that early, so he's as good as anyone down. I think 15 or below. You've got the dual threat, haven't you?
I think
he's entitled to prove his throwing.
we've said on this channel before, right? So when you're talking about players like Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, who we tipped a couple of years back, actually, he won it the year before last.
Yeah.
They're a cheat code towards fantasy success. These guys, because they run the ball. And as much as they may not pass it or have touchdown upside, they make up for it on the ground. And that cannot be underestimated in fantasy. It's the quickest way to get a high-producing quarterback. And they can tip a game in your favour. So he's certainly got a lot in his favour for this year.
And
got a year under his belt.
they've got quite a good schedule for runnings. So I think they've got the second best schedule or something
So it should suit him nicely.
for running. So, they could have placed their strength positions
We're just waiting for nominations. I'm actually sore. Generally sore.
I mean, we've just done a late QB video. We had to do 15 or below, and I think he's QB 15. So if he was below, he would have been definitely on it.
And there is Jamison Crowder, who has been nominated. Do we want a piece of that back?
I think if we can get him cheap,
What would you say is cheap?
4.
Right, 4 max? Right.
I won't say max.
Just say max and see what happens. I don't want to blow it here, because we've done well, even these 4 pieces. Looks like we might get him for.
Someone bid 5 right at the end.
Just leave it. We're going to go for Valdez Scantling.
Someone else has bid, no?
That's the gamble. Right.
I took Kyler Murray to back at Rodgers. Well, Kyler Murray is somebody, again, he's going to be a
Cheat code to
dual
fantasy
threat.
success.
He's got 2 veteran receivers now in Crabtree and Fitzgerald, so...
And Crabtree was
The only
very
worrying thing with them is the line. He'll
Yeah.
get your points definitely running.
good. Absolutely.
Their offensive line is frighteningly
But
bad.
as we say, it is literally offensive.
And it was terrible last year.
Geronimo Allison, we don't want a piece of that.
It's $2.
Yeah, we want the other guy.
Yeah, but $2. No, not 3 though.
We might win him for 2.
I mean, Kyler Murray's an exciting player going forward. I think he is somebody that could, make it
Yeah.
and make it big. But
Just got to protect him.
yeah, I mean,
the Andrew Luck thing is what you have to worry
I'm
about.
benching Rodgers' first game against the Bears.
Yeah, don't blame you.
I don't know. What, are you going to play Kyler Murray?
It is a worry. Defenses and the back office stuff that's going on.
I think a Bears is scary at home, you're right, but Aaron Rodgers is elite.
Yeah.
It's hard to not play your elite players. It's a brave call
I like it.
to play a rookie in his first game.
I like it though. It's a good call.
I mean, I
We have
get
to
it.
nominate.
Oh, calling something we don't want, do we?
Yeah. We might get him for $1. That's the
Well,
only
we won't
worry.
get him for $1.
That's good.
Oh, Murray owned via Lions. Well, that's a nice.
Yeah, that's a good call.
I was going to say it might depend on that. I mean, the Lions are going to be
Shocking. The
yeah,
best of
shocking.
times.
Probably.
Shocking team. Their fan base has been loyal, but they haven't. 50 years. It's
50 years of hurt for the
50
Lions.
years. I mean, it's shocking. It's as old as me.
We've got a couple of Lions fans in the Discord, and you're like, you know, it's going to be another tough year for you guys.
You know, when they were good, I was doing play by mail.
You play by mail, or when Barry Sanders was playing.
That's how bad it is, isn't it? Play by mail when they're really good. Cortland Sutton. That's a big price at this point of the draft.
Yeah, Murray, interesting one against the Lions. We'll really see what he's made of, I guess.
Marquez Valdes-Scantling has been nominated. This is one we will be targeting here, so a bit of action. We hope to get him for what, under 6?
Yeah, I think
5,
7.
6, 7. We're about 7. Are we prepared to go one more if we need to?
10. You've got to get players, though.
Got to go for it. It is going to be. Can we? That is probably the last bid we can make, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're hoping we get him for 11. I'd be really happy if we did,
No,
but we haven't, and I
leave
think
it there.
that's that. It's a shame. And
Yeah,
that's that.
Stafford does throw, actually. He does actually
It's gone
throw.
higher than that. 12.
Stafford does throw more than anybody in the league.
So I've
but,
moved out the way of the mic there, so I apologise. That's just so we can move that over a little.
You're right with that. Stafford, I mean, they're going to throw all year, aren't they? Because the Lions, I mean, the tough division, they're clearly the 4th best team in it. The Vikings, the Bears and the Packers. They're going to have to throw all year. And you're right. I think, well, carry on. There's some hope for Lions fans with carry on. He's an exciting player.
Sam Darnold?
$2?
Yeah, might as well.
$2. We need a cheap quarterback if he goes for more than that.
Should do, but you never know. Might get him for 2. It's looking possible.
Yeah, we probably need 2 in a 16-man league. Oh,
Well, we're not going to get him. Not now.
Right, I mean, Golladay and... I mean, Marvin Jones could be very good value this year. I mean, he's a pretty steady, reliable receiver. Well, maybe not injury-wise, I guess, but... And the team's going to throw a lot. Tight ends, we don't bother with tight ends.
No.
Even though Mark Andrews is okay. Yeah, kind of Murray's going to be interested to watch that first game, to see what he's made of, in a full game, where you see him for a full game, and how bad the line is.
It's going to be fascinating to see what happens with him.
So yeah, he's not in a great position for you, is it?
No, whatever you do. I noticed you moved it more in my face. So
Yeah, I know.
so it's easier there, isn't it? That's the one that's recording on.
Yeah, well, we're recording on this one as well.
Yeah, oh, true, but still.
It's fair. Well, maybe I can
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, that's good.
That's still in your face, isn't it?
That's all right.
Right. Paul Richardson.
God.
I'm trying to take Antonio Brown, Philip Lindsay, and Marvin Jones. I'm trying to trade Antonio Brown, Philip Lindsay, and Marvin Jones for Zeke. What do you think?
Well, if you could get
I
it,
can
great.
yeah, all day long.
Yeah.
All day long, definitely. I mean, you know, especially if you've got a worried Zeke owner, I mean, that's very cheap.
Well, it's the right thing to do. It's a good call.
I mean, Zeke.
When people are panicking, because people do panic, particularly with players that are on potential holdouts, if you can get him at that price, that's great.
I mean, you take Zeke over any of them all day long. I mean, even if he holds out 2 or 3 weeks, he'd still be winning that trade hands down. So,
Oh, I'm so tired now.
if you can
I'm
get
ill.
that trade, take it definitely. Right, Paul Jalen Richard, $6. I mean, that is
Just a mad price now.
brave, isn't it?
It's too brave. Too rich.
I know it's PPR, but still, we are a bit short of players here.
Well, we are, but that's the way it is. I mean, you've still got some money. You've only got, I mean, amazingly, we've only got what left?
Charges D. We don't need to worry about that.
We've got $22 left. And we were virtually on $2 a player max.
Is this a trade you've actually offered for him and you're waiting for him to come back? Has he shown any interest in it, or is this something you're just negotiating at the moment? Just that'd be a nice trade, I think. Obviously, if Zeke signs, then that I'm sure he wouldn't take it. But
No.
Chargers D went for 2.
Oh, battery's low. That means it's not charging. There you go. There's the worry.
Charging.
Well, that's a surprise. It will not last much longer, Al.
You
Don't
plug it in.
think we can shift it any further than that. As I say, that's the issue. I can't see whether it's charging or not, so that's a problem.
Oh, don't worry about it.
It probably will mean it will run out and need it at the same point that I'm about to.
Well, I'd first overall went for David Johnson. I got laughed at, but he'll come back player of the year. Yeah, it's just the line that worries me. I think Kamara's our favourite.
Shall we switch the mic and that over, see if that makes a
No,
difference?
it won't take me.
It won't make any. Right.
And we are recording on the mic. So.
Okay. Well, there's not much we can do. That if that's only got 10, it's not going to last long.
Well, you've only got a bit longer, so. Well, we'll be all right. So we'll just go until it goes. If we go off air, can only apologise, but we're still here now and going. Jared Goff is going for $11.
Yeah, at this point in the draft, it's
Why?
very rich. It's rich.
$11.
Good early schedule, but you've still got Russell Wilson sitting out there.
Terrell Williams, so he'd be all right.
He'd be okay for us if we can get him cheap.
Why are
Great.
all these crap players going for too much money?
Don't know. $5 would be good.
Well, he's sick, so
Yeah, that's okay.
we do need some depth.
It's just,
He does it every time, Ducky.
just gonna have to live with it.
Yeah.
Can't bid on him. We just don't have enough money now.
We do. We have a lot more than most people. They'll spread wide receiver and Johnson will have big lanes to run through and 100 receptions. Yeah, I mean, I think he had a good year last year and on the worst possible team in fantasy, and he was still relevant. So
Vikings D.
I totally see it. And it's very ballsy to pick people like that at one. And I like people that have got their own opinion, that they follow people like sheep. I'd rather go down making decisions on my fantasy team than players I like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Than thinking I should have took Johnson and.
We're a great believer of that here, aren't we? That you take your own shots, take your own opinions, and don't be frightened to buck against the trend. If you think something's right, then justify it and go for it.
Was it a PPR league then with 100 receptions?
Really
gives them a bump.
Just to let those know watching, we do have a problem with what's recording us at the moment is literally down to a few percent. So when it goes off, it will literally go off. That'll be our feed gone.
You can't plug it in.
It will not reach, and I don't think we can do anything about that. I can try and pull it round, but I haven't got long anyway. So whichever way you cut it,
It will reach.
yeah, it might.
Yeah, full PPR. Yeah, well, I totally get.
How do we know if it's charging? That's the question.
No, you plugged it in.
Yeah. Don't know. It's going to pull on it. I'll just have to rest it there for the minute. But
That's all right. Yeah, and full point PPR. Dion Lewis. I mean, full point PPR.
no.
There's still some hidden gems down there.
There is.
That's good. I mean, one of the first the first year we did the podcast, Sean actually tipped to be David Johnson to be number one overall that year.
Yeah. That was spot on, wasn't it? that
Yeah,
year?
and he was going about 5 or 6, I think, ADP, which is similar to this year. And you predicted him being number one overall in fantasy, and he was. So.
And that was quite a big deal then, because there were a lot of good players ahead of him in that draft board, and that's obviously if you can get anybody at any point better than anybody else, it's a big deal, isn't it? No one else was tipping him there.
No. Cole Beasley for 4. Why?
Don't know.
Why would you want to?
So we'll have to figure off the stream in a minute. We're going to probably have to close the stream down, aren't we? I think.
I'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah.
He wants to prove he's the original dual threat. Yeah, I mean he is. I mean that's something you know with him. He's going to get a lot of catches, and just hope him and Murray hit it off. So I totally get it. I mean the upside's there, isn't it? Definitely with David Johnson.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Never afraid to take him. I took him in a draft yesterday. I was drafting at 5, I think. I was more than happy to take him there. Eagles defence.
It's pretty good. But
No, it's $1, isn't it? Bog standard defence. Well, I think we should target maybe Justin Jackson a little bit. Damien Harris, maybe.
we have
All
to
these
target
cheap
those.
players.
Yeah.
Let's see. Addy for cheap though. Caleb Ballage is still there.
It's worth a punt here.
Kiki
Definitely.
Kuti, right?
Yeah.
We can't afford injured wide receivers on us.
No, we can't.
As much as we like him.
Still can't believe it. We've still got people watching. I'm
There's
shocked.
still 5 of you watching, so thanks very much.
For hanging in there.
And,
It's
you know,
very
the
appreciated.
questions are great because, when you haven't got much money in an auction, it's good to have a serious question Tyler Lockett, first time drafted him. What do you think? Should I trade him? I mean, he's clear number one, isn't it? I mean, the only flag he's got is injury history.
Previous injury history, but he did stay healthy last year, and I know it's. You see, it's hard. I mean, if he'd have gone another year with injuries, then you'd have to question him this year. But he did stay healthy last year, so you kind of have to take one of the flags off. He looks the clear cut, so I'm willing to roll the dice, and we have done on a couple of drafts.
We're winning the player, eh?
Adam Humphries for 5.
Yeah, Adam Humphries is our next player in.
That was actually quite good for 5.
Yeah.
How much money have we got left?
20.
20, right. We got to still. Oh my God, we've still got loads to fill up. We ain't going to be able to afford much, are we?
We'll
One,
put
two
CJ
dollars.
Anderson.
Jesus, we might win him for 1.
We won't win it for 1. Yeah, Tyler Lockett. I mean, he's going to get that. I mean, Russell Wilson's got to throw to someone. He's a clear number 1. Metcalf's going to. I mean, Jerome Brown's the number 2. We haven't seen much from him.
No,
maybe we will get CJ Anderson for 1.
You might.
I don't know. He's all right for 1.
Let's see what we've got. Go for Sutton.
Now someone bid 2 right at the end.
Oh,
Right on the bell. Go for Sutton. Sutton's got, I think, unfortunately. Oh,
Jalen Samuel's a bigger deal.
Cortland, and we got Emmanuel Sanders as well, so you wouldn't really want Rojo.
No.
Oh no,
Can't do it.
I mean that's self-harming drafting Rojo, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Well, I'm nearly at a point. I've got to get going soon. So
half 1, you said.
yeah, I know, but I'm flagging. I'm tired. I've got another early start.
Get your head in the game. What's the matter?
I'm here, but this is taking forever, isn't it? I thought 3 hours would be fair, wouldn't it? Well, there's been a lot of stops.
I think the storms in America probably affected it
Massively.
Who is your tight end? We haven't got one yet.
No tight end.
we always drafted a tight end late. And in a 16-man, this is going to be very late, but I don't know. Maybe Waller might be one to look at. He's a strict receiving tight end, so I think he's probably one worth looking at. There's a few other ones we like that are late.
Yeah.
You'd take a chance on even like people like Jimmy Graham. I know he's past his best, but we're shopping in the bargain basement. Matthew Stafford just went for $1. We could have had him.
Yeah, for 2.
Yeah.
Well, there's still Russell Wilson, isn't there?
Yeah.
I mean,
Dontrell Hilliard, the backup for the Browns.
I wouldn't mind a bid on him. If we
yeah,
could
but
get him
it's
for 2.
8 games, isn't it? I mean, Kareem Hunt comes back, he's worthless.
Is he, though?
Well, yeah.
Do you think he's sneaky?
Well, you think he gets in there against a Hunt and Chubb after a...
But could have a bit of value. I mean, if he went cheap enough.
I'd rather have CJ Anderson for 1, which we didn't get.
Well, there you go. That's that.
Yeah, well, whoever in New England's tight end is, well, the problem is it's probably Ben Watson, but he's suspended for 4 games, and there's about 2 or 3 others it could be. So it's a tough one. Maybe getting Ben Watson late wouldn't be a bad thing actually for $1.
There's Ito Smith. We do want a piece of him if we can get him cheap.
$3.
Yep, max, and it really is that part of the draft. I mean, that is probably as high as we can go in it.
Yeah, we've got money. Gotta have one more bid. See how much this guy wants him. You've got to get some players, sure.
I know, but
Adam Humphries was alright for 5. We'll take Ito. Oh, he hasn't gone.
he's gone up too high, hasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, the Gronk keeps saying he might come back and then he's retired for good. You just don't know with New England. Second guessing Bill Belichick and what's going on there. I mean, Demaryius Thomas re-signed today, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Adrian Peterson's the next man off the board. How many players can you have on your roster? There's 2 flex spots, so 2, 4, 6,
7 on the
8.
bench, 2 flex spots.
I think it's 16 total roster. Adrian Peterson for 5.
It's good value, worth
He
a
doesn't
shot.
really catch it, does he?
No, we
Probably-
might win it for 5.
We need a bit of depth.
Yeah, I think we might get him.
Yeah, I think we will. It's full point PPR, isn't it?
We got him for 5. I'm not
Oh, well.
sure that's great, but we'll see. Yeah, it does seem like we're in a bit of trouble with that one.
Adrian Peterson for 5. You like that, do you? I think we're okay with it. We've got to take some shots at this point
We do.
for cheap. We're looking for cheap and cheerful at this point. Adam Humphries and Peterson were there. You know, and who knows whether guys can make a full year.
Yeah.
I mean, Greg Olson's going for 5 now. He's had a broken foot for 2 years. As much as he was a top tight end. Pollard. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know if Pollard's gone actually. Did Pollard go?
I thought he went earlier in the draft.
Yeah, I think he went early. He's
He's a bit of a darling at the moment.
yeah, he drafted. Yeah, yeah. Pollard's gone, unfortunately.
Well,
We'll be looking for some late bargains. Albert Wilson's another interesting one. For late money. At least we've got some players now.
we've got a few.
Got
Not many.
6.
6.
Russell Wilson, now he is the one we want, isn't he?
Yeah. If we could get him for 5, that's worth it.
Oh, we missed a bid. What happened there?
We couldn't have missed a bit.
Oh, he's gone for $3. Alex.
Ballard is worth a bid.
Yeah, Andrews is gone at tight end. I think it's probably too much a bid. Right, let's have a look at QBs now.
There's Deshaun.
What's Winston's still there? Yeah, but he'll do.
Yeah.
What's Trubisky even?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't really want Foles to do first, do you?
No.
So let's just have a look. We'll tell you a few of the ones that left. You can suggest who you want.
Well, I'm going to have to be very cautious of time, and I
Jalen
apologise.
Samuels is there.
Yeah, he's
still.
a target. of ours.
Gore's still there. He'll do a job.
I'm going to have to apologise for those that are watching because very soon I'm going to have to bug out because of time. I've got to be up very, very early. I haven't got much time.
Yeah, Winston is crazy and he's a bit.
Yeah,
But he has got some weapons there.
it does.
I'm not a big fan myself, actually. But
No. Well, it needs must.
we're looking at bottom of the barrel now. Balage went for 9. Jameis Winston, here we go. Let's see if we can get him.
What are we prepared to go to? 4?
No, he's 5. It's a bid.
We might get him for 5.
No, Winston's at 8, so that's Winston out. Yeah, Allen might be our new target. Josh Allen. Or Trubisky's okay as well. And then God, we are ready. We do need to get some. Yeah, I mean Trubisky had some really big games last year, and like I say, we're shopping in bargain basement. I mean, Russell Wilson went for 3, and we missed it. That's a mistake on our part.
Well, we're talking. That's okay.
I wouldn't have let that if I was fully concentrating. I wouldn't have let that happen. I did put the bid in though. I don't know why it didn't happen.
Dante Moncrief been nominated now?
Yeah, I mean he could be wide receiver too on a Big Ben lobbing the ball too. Want a bid or not?
No. I know we got a bid for people, but there are targets still.
I mean, to be fair, we've filled our flex positions at least now.
Yeah,
So it's just Jalen Samuels has got to be a target. And
massive one for us. But I don't want to do it to you, but I'm going to have to do it for you in a minute, Al. I'm going to have to bug out in a minute. And that means we'll have to close down the live feed, which is an issue, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're probably better off to do that now, I think, and apologise to anybody still watching.
Oh, yeah, I'm Jalen Samuels, is he?
Well, actually, let's just hold fire for a second. Let's just try and win Jalen Samuels before we go off air here. Let's see.
We can't.
We can't. He's too much for us. That's a real shame because that's a real target.
Yeah,
So
I think Murray's gone. The best QB left, or the highest QB left now is Trubisky.
and then there is Josh Allen, and
Josh
we would
Allen.
target him. Yeah.
He'd be one.
We'll have to get one of those two. That's really the reality of where we are. We have to get one of the two, but we have got the money to do that.
Yeah. So unfortunately, Sean's got to go in a minute. So.
Well, I'm up early. I'm up at 7 in the morning. I'm literally, by the time I get back, it'll be 2 in the morning, so I'll get 5 hours of sleep, and then that's that, and away we go.
Thanks, Go Samples. I don't know what your first name is, but yeah, appreciate you watching and the questions. Thanks a lot. So, and to anybody else watching. So
Yeah, we really appreciate it. So thanks very much for watching the feed, and I'm sure Al's computer will give you the finishing touches to the team.
hopefully,
at the end.
as long as it's not too big, I'll upload it tomorrow.
And
so.
stay safe in America if it is a big storm. And thanks very much for watching. We're almost 200 minutes in on the video, so that gives you some idea of the time.
200
It's
minutes.
quite amazing, really.
3 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, so thanks for watching. We are going to do a Sunday show, so keep that in mind. So that'll be this Sunday, be 10 to 5 UK time for an hour till 10 to 6 just before the games kick off. Come and throw your fantasy questions at us. Anything you want to talk about in the NFL, and we'll see you, and good luck for the season, through the season.
And appreciate you sharing anything. So thanks very much for that.
I really appreciate you watching, and we'll see you another
Next
time. Well, that was brilliant. Really, I mean, that is
It was still four people.
still amazing. Really, I mean, that's hard though. I was so tired now. Got to be honest, that was really
you
hard.
Like you were really
I mean,
suffering.
total watch time 17 hours.
Is that what we got for that?
17 hours of total watch time. That's 7 more than previous peak.
Trubisky.
9 people at the peak.
We probably don't need to put a bid in for it.
12% on the charge, so it was charging up at the end, so that's okay. That will process, but later. See if you can get the bid in. See if you can win it.
We're at Matt, so we've lost out.
Oh,
We're really bottom.
it's Josh Allen now, isn't it?
Well, hopefully, if we can get him.
What other quarterbacks are there?
Well,
Marcus Mariota, don't want that. Oh God, we really are. But then there isn't anything we can do.
no, not really. But we went for. It's tough. It's been tough, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the interruptions. Has been
Name Hines. No,
Well,
I mean, he's a receiving.
I mean, you are going to have to just fill it. I mean, that's the reality. I'm sorry to bug out on you, but I really have no choice. That's the problem.
Yeah, no worries. I'll just do the best I can, mate.
Just do what you can. I mean, the thing is that
Jake Cutler's still a good quarterback, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's a good that's a good call, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got a good call.
And a 16 man, I think it's all right.
You know, there's no money left.
Foles is it? I wouldn't mind Foles and Allen.
We've got what 15 left,
Yeah.
and that's the top, isn't it?
17 and 16, 17.
We should be able to get Josh Allen, even if it's Daniel, even if it's bloody Derek Carr.
Yeah. I think we probably need to prioritise the
That's got to be the next
quarterback and
priority.
see what we got left.
And then just pick up any bottom feeders you can find for $1. That's really where you are.
That's good because bottom fever's all we got
That's
left.
all we got. So thanks, very well done, mate. But it's going to be one of those days.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I'll let myself out if you want.
Yeah.
But thanks again. And
Oh, yeah.
do you have to let us out?
No, you should be all right.
Or
Well, shall I try and get Josh Allen now?
Yeah.
Do you want to stay to see what the damage is?
See if you can get it.
We've got to get somebody. Oh, I haven't nominated him yet.
You start with the first bid, so with a bit of luck. You've got about up to 6, haven't we? You can see the other guy might boss us out, mightn't it?
Yeah, he's got 14, but the more he spends, the better, really.
But we should win it.
It's actually quite big for us that we do win it.
That'd be brilliant.
Oh, you
go one more.
absolute-
Can we go one more?
We can, but do we?
Will that leave us just 5? It's worth it, isn't it? One more?
Yeah, let's see how much he wants it.
They probably want it
I
more.
mean,
than
we
us.
either get our man or...
we go Derek.
But then we lose out elsewhere.
Haven't really got a choice. We need him. Did we get him?
Yeah,
5. I think that was a good bargain.
I don't know if it's a bargain.
Well, I think it's a good player. I mean, you're in the bench players there, other than defence.
Our maximum bid's $2.
Well, that's okay. That's fine. Well done.
So we're going to struggle to pick stuff
I'll
up.
catch up with you at some point tomorrow, okay?
Yeah.
Good. Well done, yeah?
Yeah, it's upsetting that we missed out on
Well, it's all right. I mean, a lot of people are going to struggle, aren't they? Anyway, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you, mate.
Take care.
Right, now to really wreck our team. Let's see what we can do. Justin Jackson's somebody I wouldn't mind. Let's hope people forget about him. Gore's still got some value, at least early on. Damien Harris, yeah. Derek Carr. Out of our price range. Why is Nathan Peterman anywhere near the top of anything? He's on AIR and rubbish. He's the guy that if you'd thrown every ball on the floor last year, would have had a better QB rating. So that's all you need to know about him. Right, let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get another. There's still people that need a lot of players here. Nick Foles is going for 2. I mean, he has got a big upside, actually. I think for $2 he'd be alright. Got to be better than Bortle, surely. We still need another 9 players. Oh, blimey, we are going to be short on depth here. We'll be sneaky on the waiver wire. There's always someone, even in 16 team leagues, really. See if there's any player needs that can. DK Metcalf for 4. Yeah, I can see it. Rudolph tight end. We do need one, but we'll wait. Alright, so Ducky Shincrackers has filled his team. He's got a lot better depth than we have, but what do you think? So we don't have to worry about him. He's already spent. The Shysters still need 4. The Peaky Blinders. He's a team that needs a lot as well. He spent early like us. Similar tactic. Paths has been paused again. Tim keeps dropping. He's probably just on the phone because ESPN does drop a lot. Well, I think it's got to be to do with the storms in America. Obviously, with a hurricane in America, it's obviously affecting a few things over there, I think. Sorry about that. Just reading some messages. I forgot I was recording the screen. And we're back here then. Carl Rudolph ticking now. Right. We're really going to have to find some real bargains now. We've got no money left, so it's. Just hope we can snag a couple of players we can use for our team. We're not worried about defence. Tight ends is still plenty of average ones. We've just got to find any depth that we'd be able to use really at this point. And this is quite a test in itself really. Finding those bargains down here. They're hidden by the software, but you don't want to put them up too early. Tip them off to other people. We'll have a look in a minute. It's just who do you think we could get for $1? Try a kicker or something. Golden Tate suspended 4 games. Probably past his best in the career. Into the Thomas. So he's got about an average of $3 each for his last 4 players. Yeah, Jacoby Brissett. See, we're not going to have a second quarterback. Well, that's just the way it is, unfortunately. Unless it's Flacco or somebody. You know, needs must. I mean, it's not really what you want, but you know, Kamara and Cook are going to give us a chance. Evans and Sanders are like. Humphries is sneakily good value in PPR, I think. He always seems to be open, that guy. Even Mariota can't manage to find him. Adrian Peterson, maybe that was a bit of an overspend, but you know, we got here. And Jakeem Grant, that's an interesting one. I think, I mean, Dolphins are an avoid team, aren't they? I say that now, I'll be drafting one of them later because we're desperate. Do you go for a kicker and hope you get it through for a 1? You're not going to get the top kickers through, but at least it makes someone spend 2 on them. Chris Thompson in PPR. Oh, mind you, we got Peterson. Damien Harris I'd love to get. You can get him for $1. Why is Glenn Gronkowski on there? A fullback. CJ Spiller? What the hell? That can't be right. What sort of list is this? Oh, there we go. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? That's some alright ones on there. Chase is backing up. Dare to Dreams on there. Raquel Armstead, who's Sean would be very happy if we got him. Yeah, it's not stacked full of players that you really want in the team, is it? But, you know, needs must. Right, DJ Chark. Late flyer, maybe. Justin Jackson. Well, you got to bid 2 on him. With the, there you go, $6. I think obviously everybody's been waiting for him to come up. $8 is a lot. It's a fairly big bid for this day. Jackson gone for 8. Just blew my wad on Jakeem Grant. It was only $3, but still, that seems a lot. Gio. I mean, he's alright. I'd rather spend if I'm going to spend $2 on someone, I'd rather spend it on someone else. Although he's clearly the backup to Mixon. With Tre'Veon Williams as a 3rd, the rookie. But it's Bernard's last year in Cincinnati, isn't it? He's not going to get another deal, unlikely anyway. It'd be hard to get a deal anywhere, to be honest. Although he's good enough. But with all the good running backs coming into the league, I was going all in on Justin. Yeah, well, you know, that's what he says in the chat. I can see why. He's obviously saved his money for it. But we're all down to not much money here. Jordan Reed. Out of our price range already. I'll stop looking at him. If I can get Waller for $1. I kind of don't want to put him up yet. Because someone will just bid 2 and that'll be the end of that. Just hope people forget about him. Sneaky little pick, I think, down there. Jordan Reed, $3, that's alright. Not an overpay, is it? Oh, DK Metcalf practices. So that's information coming in. So he's likely to play week 1. Well, that's big for him, really. Mohamed Sanu. Well, he's probably a bit underrated. I mean, I wouldn't be happy, but I'd probably take him for 2. Sure won't be happy, but let's see if anyone bids 3. I think for 2 he's alright. We got him for 2. A sneaky amount of points, didn't he? Let's just put Andy Dalton in. If we get him, we get him as a second QB. I mean, no one likes that. But at this point, at least we can on a different bye week, so maybe we can get Dalton through for $1 and have at least be able to stream the 2 of them. There we go. Okay. It was Andy Dalton, but he's only $1. And when you've only got Josh Allen, then you probably have to take that chance, don't you? We just have to hope now that people forget about the other ones we want and that we can sneak them for $1 late on. Right, so our team, as you can see, so we got Josh Allen and Andy Dalton. We've got Kamara and Cook and Peterson at running back. And then wide receivers, Evans and Sanders and Humphries and Sanu. So it's not packed with depth, admittedly. But Daniel Jones. Don't like that, really. Not for redraft. I mean, you're going to have to stash him for, what, 6 or 7 weeks? And then he's still a rookie and he's behind a crap O-line. So, you know, each their own. It's only $1, isn't it? I've just drafted Andy Dalton. I can't really ever go at people for drafting crap quarterbacks, can I? Oh, Frank Gore. Well, that's, you know, you'd expect he's going to, yeah. So that's what have happened. And I put him up for 1 and there's always somebody that's got $2 bid at the moment. He's going to sneak him probably for... I mean, if you like 80-year-old players, then Frank Gore's your man. Yeah, 2's probably... might have some value, that. Never exciting though, is he, Frank Gore? Let's just look round the teams then. Deshaun Jackson. Well, we can't bid on him soon. We can't bid on anyone apart from people we're nominating. Let's see how full they are. Well, Geordie Gents got loads of space. The Horse Feathers have got loads of space. Oh God, there's still a lot of people needing. Definitely different sort of strategies in this. Some have gone on. A lot of people need a lot of players, don't they? Sean Jackson for $3. That's alright. He's more of a boom or bust type player though. He's PPR. I'd rather have a slot player if we can find one. Unlikely at this point. Deshaun Hamilton might be one, I suppose. Marquise Brown. People are just taking shots now, aren't they? Yeah, I'd like Waller. Why is Andre Roberts there? What is going on here? And we're all taking shots now. Joe Flacco. Yeah, I think I'd rather have him than Daniel Jones for $1. So we've got 7 players still to get a defence. There's actually no kickers in this. Let's see if we can find a... I'm sure you used to be able to change this to maximum bid. I can't see where to do it anymore. So we can see what Chris Thompson, yeah, it's a good PPR pick. Yeah, it's $4. Well, this guy must be nearly finished. Yeah, he'll have $2 for his last player. He says, so you can only roster 3 quarterbacks. Is that to stop people like me, Gusty? Well, it clearly is. Pretty much. Marcus Mariota. Not a big fan of his. I won't own him in any league this year. He just can't. I've watched him live a few times, and he didn't even play too badly that week either. But he just, Corey Davis. He's ruined his career so far, I think, just with he's not a great thrower of the ball. Damon Harris, well, that's that dream over. Although you're never likely to. Jesus, look at some of these. Let's have a look at the 2018 season, see if there's anyone. Lamar Miller isn't much use. Crowell isn't much use. Why are they even on here? You think they'd get rid of them, wouldn't you? Auto drafting people with ACLs. Right. Now we just got to try and find a player who might get through for $1. That's so bad. But Mike Davis. Wouldn't mind him. Just in case anything happens to Montgomery. And they did pay Mike Davis. I mean, look at the other players available. It's not exactly inspiring stuff, is it? Yeldon might have some value, I suppose, in PPR. But we think Singletary's a man, so. Alex Collins, isn't he in jail? Corey Clement, oh no. Aguilar's not bad here. Oh, don't go for good dirt. It's another tight end I was looking at. I'm going to leave that end, I think. TJ Yeldon, Mike Davis. It's going to be a crazy long video. Sorry for that. It's just the way it's worked out with all the problems in America. And it's 16-man auction, so it's a crazily long draft. Somebody's finished. John Brown, well, I can't bid on him anyway. Blake Bortles. You know it's bleak when you're seeing Blake Bortles in the. I know it's 2008.8 in season, but I wonder if I get Chark through or Albert Wilson. I'll try Albert Wilson. When are we nominating? Two picks away. We'll probably need another running back as well. We're a bit short. Although we have good ones. I reckon Armstead's still there. Maybe I'll get him through. Doubt it. Oh, well, there's Albert Wilson gone. So you can see the people in the big money draft know what they're doing. I know he got injured last year, but he still put up 101 points in about 5 or 6 weeks, so it tells you he's a decent player. Miami going to have to throw a lot. He's sneaky late in draft. Other people see he's gone up to $3 now. Oh, Devontae Parker. When you're considering Devontae Parker, you know things are bad. Team Horse Feathers. It's an interesting name. Thibaut Samuel for $1 would be nice. Amendola, he plays in the slot for the Lions. That might be all right. As we're taking shots, right. There's Armstead. There he is. Thing is, if anyone else bids, it's another 14 or 15 picks to get another. Let's just hope nobody else bids for him. I'd love to get Armstead. I know Sean would be happy. He's not a Fournette fan. Oh, there we go. The shysters screwed us over. I see why. I mean, he's good a shot as any down here. It was close. We were close to getting that through. No cigar though, unfortunately. I don't want to put Ogun Bawali up because I think people are just going to know him, and he's a bit of a hot commodity in the deep sleepers thing. Eli Manning. Wow. Suppose if you're desperate for a QB, he's unlikely to get bid up, isn't he? Oh yeah, Wendell Smallwood signed with Washington. But they got Chris Thompson, Peterson, and Geis, obviously. Josh Rosen. I mean, they've already said Fitzmagic starting week 1. Oh, well, there's Jimmy Graham gone. Let's see if it would have got through for $1. I'm guessing it won't. Yeah. Didn't think it would. Andre Roberts, Buffalo wide receiver. I don't think so. I don't think I'll be touching him. Oh, it's just starting to get cold. Let me close this window. Mind you, it is nearly 2 in the morning in the UK. TJ Hawkinson, yeah, well, fair enough. Right. $4. Fair enough. Let's see who's next up on the. Well, I can't bid on them anyway. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting DJ Chark for $1. You just don't know. Oh, Parker. He's glassed that bloke. He's still going for $3. People still believe. I mean, they have got to throw all day. He's never healthy, is he? Eric Ebron. Well, I can't bid on him anyway, so. I mean, he's great if you can get him for $1. He currently is. $3, yeah. Well, Captain Nemo must be nearly finished if he's bidding $3. We need this. No, he's got 2 players left, so that'd be his max bid. Oh, there we go. Maximum bids. That's where it is. No fun. Yeah, fair enough. We will have a roll in Denver. But rookie tight ends coming into the league. Don't normally set the world alight, do they? Big future though, probably. Right, so the ones with naught presumably are full. So is any one person with a $2 max? So any player we should get. Hunter Renfro. I guess it, you know. Hard Knock star. Sorry about that. Let's get rid of that. Just sent an email out. Well, Sean left me this Milky Way. Let's get it. Oh, Falcon Brown's a good pick. Potentially, isn't it? At this stage. If anything would happen to Gurley. No one can outbid. Oh, Jordy Jents could outbid him if he wanted. Well, he can basically have anyone he wants for $1. And he chose Tyler Eifert. Okay. So he could have gone bigger there. And not missed a trick. I suppose he can still outbid anyone, but there's any him that can outbid anyone. And there you go. Let's see if he outbids us for DJ Chark. I mean, we're just taking a flyer here on DJ Chark. 2019 projected 183. Well, I'd take that right now, I'll tell you that. 183? Who makes this stuff up? Oh, we got Chark for $1, that's alright. Right, so here's another 9 selection. Another 9. How many does Geordie need? He's the only one that can outbid anyone. I mean, Deshaun Hamilton was another one I was looking at. And Geordie Jent's got his pick really now. I mean, yeah. I mean, that was always going to happen. That's why I didn't put him up. Only Geordie can bid more than $1. We haven't got a tight end yet. I was kind of hoping. I mean, he's got 4 picks. He's gotta be very careful who you put up. Got to be someone he doesn't want. Let's have a look. Let's see if there's any hidden value here. Oh, it's bleak, isn't it? Oh God. Corey Clement, maybe. He was poor last year though. He's in the Titan dustbin. Herndon. You know, I wouldn't mind him. I know he's missing 4 weeks or 3 weeks. Definitely take Herndon right now. Looking at the other Titans left. Kenny Stills, yeah. I mean, on a new offense. Cootie injured. Fuller always injured. You can see why they went for him. A sneaky. Could be a sneaky pickup there. I'll be filling my bench through waivers. Well, it will auto bid for you, so well, that won't be happening. I guess he's just got to go. Maybe he's in UK like me. I mean, it's 2 a.m. here. I know Geordie's from Newcastle, or I presume he is, being a Geordie. That's where they're from. Terry Quinn. I don't want any of that, any part of that. If I know if I put, do I risk putting Herndon up if I get the chance? Fitzmagic's here. Sneaky $1 bid. Come on, Geordie gents, get him in. There you go. I thought so. So let's just see what we could do with Geordie gents going. He's got 3 left, and now he's going to pick one. Now he's going to automatically. He can take his pick, so whoever he wants. Who did he take? Terry McLaurin. Okay. Washington rookie. Chris Conley. Well, the Geordie bite. I don't think he is. He's going to die on someone else, obviously. Your turn to nominate a player. Oh, I'm going to risk Herndon. It's a big risk, I think. Let's hope the Geordie don't bite. I think he might. It's a risk. I don't know. I should have looked at his tight end, shouldn't I? Maybe we're alright. Oh, he's got Reed. Oh, he's got Jordan Reed. So, I'd be surprised if he doesn't bid. It's just Jordan Reed and these concussion problems. I'm happy with getting Herndon for $1. We'll take that. Okay, we'll have to find someone else for the first few weeks. Jaquan Smith, yeah, not a bad shot. Yeah, I'm not surprised Geordie pulled the trigger there. He's now down to maximum bid 1, so whoever anyone nominates, they've won. So it should go quicker from there. This bloke got snipped. That is painful. Ted Ginn's gone. Oh well. Thank God we got Herndon, because it looks pretty rubbish on the tight end front. Right, is there any running backs that are worth anything now? Because we probably need one. And this is the crap we're looking at. Well, Jamal Williams. Maybe Farron Jones. Something happens to him. Rex Burkhead. Corey Clement. Oh, blimey. This is bad, isn't it? Oh, TJ Yeldon. Yeah. No, I'll definitely take him. I think. Unless there's anyone else. Oh, Mike Davis. Mike Davis is the one. That's the one you want. Nicole Hardman, yeah, not a bad shot. We'll take Mike Davis. Where'd he go? Can't see him. There he is. We needed that running back. I know we like Montgomery, but needs must at this point. Oh, Nelson Magwell. You probably got to take him, haven't you? Maris Thomas for $1's pretty good. 5 selections to her up again. I think Aguilar would be my top target at this point. Jamal Williams, yeah, I can see that. Miles Boykin, yeah. He sounds like they like him a lot, doesn't it? Cordell Patterson, you do get return yards in this. He might be a sneaky late. Just when we're desperate. Marcus Lee and Nelson Aguilar, I think they're two I'll try and get. We'll queue those up. We'll queue him up. Amendola maybe. We're going to need another tight end for week 1. God knows who that's going to be. We'll take Aguilar, definitely. I'm happy with an Aguilar for $1. Burkhead, okay. You never know in New England, do you? Corey Clement, perhaps. Is there anybody else? Bilal Palmer in the squad. Mostert. He's a third running back there, but they do seem to like him. Brian Hill. Trevelyan Williams. Darrell Williams, obviously, he's no good now. Matt Forte, why? Why is Matt Forte on here? If you're still watching this, DeMarco Murray, Jamal Charles, I've just found 2009. If you're still watching, leave a 2009 comment in the thing. That is pretty rubbish now. We'll take Marcus Lee. At this point. Gus Edwards not a bad shout. Missed him. We need a tight end and a defence, but no one's after their defence. I can't take Benjamin Watson, he's banned as well, isn't he? Jeff Swain. Might have to be him. Oh, Gerald Everett. Perhaps Jesse Uzama. There's no one sneaky hiding down here. Oh, I wish it wouldn't do that when you're trying to find rubbish players. Oh, here we go. Take Amendola. I forgot to draft the. Oh, we can drop. Right. Let's have a look at these defences. I think Titans might have. They're probably the best ones. Alright, well that's it. It's been a long video. I don't expect anyone to be watching now. But this is our final team. Josh Allen, Alvin Kamara, Dalvin Cook, Mike Evans, Emmanuel Sanders, Chris Herndon, Adam Humphries, Adrian Peterson, Titans defence, Mohamed Sanu, Andy Dalton, DJ Chart, Mike Davis, Nelson Aguilar, Marcus Lee, and Damian Dola. Oh, Paris Campbell, that's a good late shout. No, without luck, it's. We weren't the last ones drafting, that's it. Well, there you go. It's an interesting one. I don't know how many people will watch this, but if you do, I mean, thank you very much. We always appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.